Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Never before has one radio show been so extreme. So vulgar.
Fuck you, I'm not a pussy. I was accustomed to getting blown and having my ass eaten.
This is insane. I mean, this is insane.
So flatulent.
Why do we even try? Let's just fart into the mics and call it a day.
This is the funniest shit ever.
It's a weird show.
That's what's real. That's the sex.
Oh,
Tune in with no expectations.
Quite simply, the greatest show in the history of broadcasting.
Here we are, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Another 4 hours of love.
You guys having a good time or what?
Yeah, check, yeah, check it. I'm up early in the morning, yawning. Put Opie Anthony, yeah, Jimmy Tranny pawning. Opie like brother man, Ant wants to join the clan. Jimmy on the other hand, he working the other hand.
turn my headphones up.
There are horrible people to say in this old objectionable human beings, and I want you to know unacceptable to my scene, but I'll give it a go. 50 Cent, Larry King, Opie and Anthony Show.
Go. I know you're feeling the flow, while Opie's mother hucking, Jim's trying to get blown. And we come to play around and we still in the show. I know you never heard nothing like this before.
How important is the board? Bored you'll never be, and don't worry about getting shot when you're with Anthony. Oh yeah, on the edge of your chair. Cause you really want to hear Opie, Anthony, and Jimmy. Just keep it right here.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, the Opie, Anthony Show.
Yeah, check it. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Yeah.
It's the Opie, Anthony Show.
Yeah, 50, yeah. Now Mike Tyson up in this bitch. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Booga, booga, booga.
Enough of this palaver. Let's get this show on the road.
Woo! Love it. Still love that intro.
It's the Friday intro, you know.
It is.
We don't want to burn it out.
Friday. Yep.
It's not every day you get Larry King, 50 Cent, and Mike Tyson singing a little song about your radio show.
Oh, man, with all inside jokes.
Right, yeah,
Great.
Larry doesn't even know.
Larry doesn't know he's doing an inside joke on himself.
Right.
How important is the board? It's like, that's from your how important, and what happened to the groceries?
Right.
boy.
There it is. Billie Jean King's win over Bobby Riggs, rigged by Mafia.
Oh.
This happened, I think, while we were on break. The reason I'm mentioning this is that it was 40 years ago today that Billie Jean King defeated Bobby Riggs at the big Houston Astrodome.
Wow, I remember that. It was
Battle of the Sexes, right?
That's what it was.
Was it on ABC, Wide World of Sports?
Very big. They would call Bobby Riggs a male chauvinist pig.
Right.
Oh, you're a male chauvinist pig. Mafia.
Do we have a clip of this?
He was a bad tennis player. He was involved in drugs. We got people in the Tennis Weekly papers, don't we?
Rigged by the Mafia.
Was Billie Jean King the first person to come out of the closet? She probably should have been the first person to come out of the closet.
I think people were like Liberace about her. Like, they're like, oh, why doesn't she have a husband?
Oh, my God, you
She
kidding me?
seems like such a nice lady. Yeah, back then, people were very...
Are you kidding me? God
Now,
bless you.
Now the second you see some guy that, like, maybe practices a little grooming, you're like, whoa, that guy's so
Right,
gay.
exactly.
Back then, though, women and men could just blatantly show how gay they were, and people would be like, oh, where's the husband?
Oh, come on. But you got to think that people knew.
Yeah, but there's that underground kind of talk. But most people like didn't even think about gay.
It was Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell.
Battle of the Sexes.
This is September 20th.
Is this the whole... What is this thing, Sam? What
is it
video
like?
Is this a little overview?
This is like a minute-long video explaining why it might be fixed.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's perfectly packaged for our show.
Let's sit back and enjoy.
We don't have to do anything.
I don't have to do any of that reading. Why is E-Rock rubbing his eyes already? E-Rock, you all right?
No.
Late night? What do you got? What do you got going?
No, I'm not feeling good.
Oh, no.
You made it 5 days.
Oh, E-Rock.
What happened, sweetie? I knew it when I said, hey, E to the R. And he's like, what's up? I was like thinking he didn't sound well.
You don't feel good in a way where we're all going to be sick by Monday, or what?
No, I think I got food poisoning.
Oh God! Why do you do this?
All right, fuck Bobby Riggs.
Well, now
I didn't bring it up.
Now the big question, of course, we have to ask:
What did you eat?
What did you eat there,
That
E-Rock?
might have gave you food poisoning, and how do you know you might have food poisoning? Are you shitting out your ass?
Oh boy!
In such a way that makes you think, oh fuck, I ate something.
Yeah, that. I'm running a fever, and my stomach is killing me.
Well, running a fever might not
is.
be food poisoning. That might mean something we all might get.
You don't get a fever from food poisoning.
Maybe you got a virus.
God damn, get some of that anti shit.
What did you eat?
I had Chinese food last night.
Oh.
Did you order it from out? You got obviously ordered out, or did you go out?
No, I had it delivered.
Now, did the lovely Mrs. Nagel have any?
She had sushi.
Oh, what did you have?
I got Chinese food from a sushi place.
What was it? What'd you get? Like
General Tso's chicken.
Ah.
So now, when you think of that right now, does it sound delicious to you?
No,
Would you like?
it makes me nauseous.
You wouldn't want to eat a nice big plate of General Tso's chicken?
No, not in the least.
How about a nice greasy pork chop served in a dirty ashtray?
How much did you eat?
Chinese food.
That's a good question.
Chinese food scares me.
It's frightening.
It really scares me.
It's always a little different depending on where you go,
Right.
which is kind of creepy.
Well, especially if you go to like a sushi joint. So the Chinese food. Let me tell you what happened, E-Rock.
Sam's a dick.
Oh my God.
Sam's a dick.
That's what you ate?
He put a giant picture of General Tso's chicken on the monitor and turned it right toward E-Rock.
There's some nice broccoli in there too. The sauces. I mean, it's you know,
it looks like baby covered mice.
Oh, wait a minute.
Like a whole plate of mice.
Baby mice, like covered in brown sauce.
Covered in brown sauce.
Oh,
like
God.
almost like they needed a couple more weeks in the mama's belly before they were born.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, E-Rock. That's terrible.
Is that bothering you?
It's not helping.
No.
So I think your mistake, I have no idea, obviously, but sushi. Getting the Chinese food at a sushi joint scares me because the Chinese food stays around just a little longer
than it
just
would.
a little bit.
Good answer.
And they also don't. Most Chinese places will say, you'll have your chicken with white meat only, or how they regularly make it. This place didn't have the white meat only option. It was just General Tso's chicken.
General Tso's chicken, dark. You ever eat dark meat? It's like all fatty,
It's greasy, yeah.
gristly
Yes,
meat.
yes.
It's disgusting.
No,
dark meat in a Chinese restaurant is terrible.
I only go to reputable Chinese restaurants. I've got a couple of places I order from, and they're great. But if like one of the places are closed or something, you get that other menu that was shoved in your mailbox. They're too shady. I won't do that.
You got to make sure they're moving through the food quickly, especially
Yes.
Chinese food.
That's why you need a really good place that's busy.
And maybe you ate deer or something last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe some Chinese dude was dragging the deer in the back.
Oh yeah, like that, like that other story with the trail of blood going into the
through
back
the
door.
entire restaurant.
Yeah,
No, that
it wasn't the back door. It was
That
through
guy got lazy and dragged a deer carcass through the restaurant itself.
nodding at the customers. Hello.
And you know what? Well, I don't give a fuck. I've told this story 10 times. I'll do it again. I've been scared of Chinese food since the Northport days out there on Long Island, and the place is now closed, so I'm not worried at all. But I ate at this Chinese restaurant in Northport on Main Street, and as I took my first and pretty much only bite, I realized that I was not eating chicken.
You just knew it,
chicken,
right?
and it was foreign to me.
Oh boy,
it was foreign.
Was that when you were at your summer house in Northport?
Yep, my summer house where we put this whole fucking thing together many years ago. My summer house.
The summer home had to be.
The shitty top half of a house.
Yeah.
But I knew I was eating something I never ate before.
Yeah, huh?
I have no idea what it was, but I have no doubt in my mind it was not chicken.
Wasn't chicken.
No, man. It was bad news.
Did you get any dark meat?
Yeah, there was one piece that seemed a little grizzly, and that's when I stopped eating. I said, "This is not tasting right."
Wow, and now you're all fucking sick.
Yeah.
Jeez,
That
Louise.
greasy fucking dark. It's like gray meat. It's not good.
You can't bite through it.
Yeah, I know it's gray.
But where do they get that meat from?
It's like the back fat of the
it's
chicken.
the lowest part of the fucking chicken.
Cartilage.
Is it
of
the
the
legs?
lowest chicken too?
It's not even the legs.
It's like thigh. It's
Where is it?
The skin over the toes.
It's the thigh, right?
I think it's thigh meat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But
Because even the legs, you'll get some nice white meat on.
If you look at like chickens that Chinese restaurants get, like non-reputable ones, they're probably the shittiest looking fucking.
It's different chicken.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
At some of these places,
you go into the grocery store and you like get the name brand chicken. It looks good, and then even if you at the grocery store, you go down the shelves a little, and you see like the discounty ones, and they're a little skinnier. They got some like feathers still sticking out of them.
They just start looking sadder and sadder.
Yes, as you go on, and those are probably still even
Sickly.
top of the line, depending on what compared to what the Chinese places get.
It has to be some offshoot of chicken or something. Does anyone know this?
Like they go
Any
to a
foodies
chicken
out there?
farm and get the fucking like the runts of the litter and the shitty ones.
The ones that die of cancer.
Yeah, the ones that
Because
fucking.
they don't have Purdue.
No, they're not serving
So
you
what kind of
Purdue.
chicken is it in the Chinese restaurants? That's one of the questions today. Because it absolutely is different. You're right.
Oh, it's crap.
Is
I
it
bet.
Cornish hens?
A Cornish game hen.
Is it a Cornish game hen?
It's probably really cheap meat that they buy.
It's squab. I think it's squab.
Yeah, but what makes chicken cheap?
In bulk, they buy
To
it.
me,
bet.
I just assumed all chicken was the same.
And
They probably buy the scraps that the other stores won't serve.
Yes.
Like they probably pick up. I bet you that the chicken they get is in giant plastic, like almost like a medical bag of chicken
Yes.
parts, and they probably serve like the hearts, the fucking lungs, all that stuff.
Oh, man.
is probably put in. Like
Yeah.
whatever makes a hot dog is probably what makes Chinese
Iraq
food
vomit?
chicken.
It's probably that pink chicken goo that they make McNuggets out of.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen those videos?
Huh?
That slurry they make?
The pink chicken goo.
Oh, yeah.
It's called like something meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably what they use in a Chinese restaurant.
That's fucking disgusting.
Couldn't bite through gristly chicken, so you
I'm
stopped,
sure.
Iraq?
I'm sure it's only fucking chicken parts. Like they don't get a full chicken with a big chicken breast and fucking. It's like just the shittiest limbs cut off, and
that's why they cover it with sauce.
Exactly. They got to work that shit in that wok before you could even fucking look at it.
So we don't know.
I don't know.
I'm looking on my Twitter here. So far, no answer to the question. To today's question. Because the chicken absolutely is different. Did you go to bed hungry, Iraq?
Uh-oh.
No, I did not.
Oh.
Why, did you eat a lot before you got to the bad chicken?
No.
How much did you eat before you got to the bad chicken? That's a fair question.
About half.
All right, so that's a lot.
Yeah, it took
I mean that's not an obese portion, but
it took you a while to realize the chicken was bad.
I was hoping it was going to turn around.
Were you hoping it was going to turn around?
Yeah. Just a piece. I'm good. Any fried rice?
Ooh, like the fried rice.
Yeah, it comes within the little
wonton soup.
little white container. You gotta have wonton soup.
My sister-in-law is Chinese. You know what? We're going to Jay.
Really, Opie?
Oh,
I thought you were talking.
My sister-in-law. Okay, listen to this. I've been suspicious of this for a while. Jay in Jersey, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, so my sister-in-law's Chinese. We went over to China to meet her family, and they actually served pigeon at the table. I mean, they weren't trying to hide it or anything.
Boy.
It was pigeon. So I know that's something that they absolutely eat. I don't know. I'd be a little suspicious, man, that they're serving you that.
Yeah, that and the beef never looks like fucking beef. And once I was eating some beef and broccoli, and I swear the fragrance reminded me of when I used to wash my horse. And like the horse would get wet.
Oh my God.
And I'd be like cleaning it, but the smell of like wet horse, that's what it smelled like. And I was like, oh my God, how would you even know? No one's checking this shit.
Well, that's why they cover it up with all this goodness.
Yeah, all that saucy goodness.
All that
Like
saucy,
a champ.
sugary. Did you really?
Oh, fuck yeah. If I'm going to fuck them, I might as well eat them.
Let's see. Hi to John in Michigan. John.
Hey, I've delivered into a place before, a Chinese place, and the chicken you're talking about was soaking in big 55-gallon drums, in like a bleach water. It's leg meat and thighs and just the crap meat, but if you notice, it's always white. They bleach it.
I'm telling you, there's something going on.
You can't order Chinese food unless you know the place. Like, if you go to a good Chinese restaurant, you can't order from one of those places that has fucking bulletproof glass in it.
No, God, no.
Oh.
It's got to be a place that you know locally, you've been to. Maybe you've eaten there in the restaurant before, and they're busy. You know, and then you, like, there's a place right by me that I've gone to and actually sat down there and had dinner, and it's great. Right. And I only order Chinese food from them.
Right.
But like you said, you don't know what the fuck you're getting.
Or you go with rice. You go with some kind of rice if you're going to order from a place you know. Because they really can't fuck up fried rice that
Unless they use the maggots.
Attaboy.
Just maggots in the place of rice.
I feel like something's going on because the Chinese, they really know how to cut a corner or two.
Oh, they do.
They're going to cut a corner or
with
two.
a smile.
Right. If they can get away with it, they're going to cut a corner.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know, the great and very missed Patrice O'Neill would give us his Chinese food stories over the years.
He didn't care for Chinese food customer service.
No.
Oh, my God. They are the fucking worst. Yeah. That place near my house, I went there with a couple of friends. The guy kept fucking telling me, like, 5 minutes. What does
that mean?
Like for a table. And I'm waiting, and people are fucking coming in. They're getting seats. I'm fucking sitting there going, what the fuck?
Well, were they like this?
They were.
That's
and then
why.
The chick I was with actually brought up the fact that we should go up and try to bribe the guy, give him a 20. He fucking took the 20, put it on there, goes, thank you, very good specials tonight, and didn't give us a fucking table.
You gotta tape your eyes back.
Didn't give us a fucking table.
I've told you, there's some of these places that they will serve their own before round eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's their way of basically being polite to you, but telling you also that you're not welcome there.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Or was the guy just a shitty maitre d'? Like, maybe he was...
No, he was very efficient. And then people he knew would come in, and he would give them a fucking table and be like, oh, no, he always here.
But the people...
Like, what?
But the people he knew, were they...
No, there was one guy.
Oh,
he was
you said
some
yes to that
Jewish
before.
guy, like some Park Avenue guy. Yeah. But
how long did you wait?
We wound up leaving. We were trying to catch a movie. I guess they were playing Plan 9 from Outer Space somewhere, so I wanted to check that out. But, fucking unbelievable.
They wanted you to leave.
That's why I just order from the place.
Yeah.
Although they changed the boundaries of where they stop ordering.
What?
So now I'm right on the other side of the street, so I have to actually tell the guy I'm from the other side of the street and stand in front of the house across the street to get food.
You're kidding.
No.
Why would you do that?
Because they make some of the best shit.
How the fuck do they know it's your house?
Well, they don't. I stand there and wait for the car to pull up and make it seem like I'm at that house.
Just to get Chinese
Yeah, because the guy said, I go, why can't it's right across the street, when I first got into a little argument with him.
Right.
And he goes, no, we serve your street, then we got to do the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Where do we
They
come
did
on?
that because the city cracked down on the bikes.
Yes.
Did he ever refuse to serve you?
Yeah, he found out, actually, that I wasn't at that house.
You're kidding.
I had it in my hand. He ripped the fucking food out of my hand and took off.
Oh, my God, you got me today, too.
No, he got me on the first line, and then I recognized it.
Fuck, you got me today. This is the first time I've been caught by a Seinfeld.
It's the first time I haven't.
Really?
Yeah, one line in.
Okay.
I literally just recently fucking was on, and I watched a minute of it. I'm like, a couple minutes. I'm like, the guy wouldn't serve
I
us.
thought I was getting Jimmy.
No.
I hate it.
Wait, that one? Or did I at least get you with the maitre d' that wouldn't fucking seat me?
Oh, God, yeah.
That was a total no episode.
Oh, you got me.
That was like 2 episodes.
You got me twice.
Oh, you got me hook, line, and sinker.
Fuck.
Hook, line, and sinker with that one. I forgot that I bought in. I was ready to firebomb the place.
That one's Seinfeld fall?
Yeah, the famous Seinfeld fall.
Oh, that one you got me on. But when you said I lied, they wouldn't serve the other side of the street. I believed it, and then one line in, I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that one.
Fuck.
Good
job.
All right, so you did get me. All right.
Aw. My 11 o'clocks are ruined, by the way, at night, putting that stupid Arsenio on. Oh, God damn it.
Are you still watching Arsenio? There's no real buzz on it.
No. I watched the first episode.
Came out, and the ratings were incredible for the first...
first episode?
They said the ratings were really good.
Huh.
But no one's talking about Arsenio's talk show,
Probably
right?
because everybody thought Seinfeld was on.
Well, what channel is he on, even?
It's WPIX in New York,
Yeah,
right?
New York.
Channel 11?
Syndicated.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. It seemed like, oh boy, because he was kind of hip and stuff back then, you know. But now he's just not in that age bracket.
All right, we got some great phone calls about Chinese chicken and where it comes from. Jason in Rochester.
How's it going, fellas?
Hey, buddy.
The home of Brother Weeze. What's up, Jason?
When I went to the Culinary Institute, my health safety class, my safety inspection class, he was a safety inspector. He went out to eat with one of his health inspector buddies at a Chinese place on the beach. And he was eating his chicken, his sesame chicken, and he found a BB in the chicken, so he demanded to see the guy's cooler. He goes in, there's seagulls hanging up, and the guy's been going out on the beach eating seagulls. And
that sounds like an urban legend.
Yeah. I don't know. Here's where you lost me when you said he demanded to see the guy's cooler.
Right. Yeah, who would do it? And if he knows he's got pigeons hanging up or seagulls hanging up in his cooler, why would he let the guy in?
You know, this...
No, I don't doubt there's probably someone doing that.
But they're very mysterious because we're going to take a couple more phone calls, but no one can really prove it.
See, you're right. That's what it is.
That's what is very bothersome
It's
here.
like an E-Rock text.
Right, exactly.
Very vague.
There's a lot of suspicion, but no one can really nail them on it.
Right.
Because we've heard everything from what? Cats.
Cat was always a big one. They love eating their cats.
Pigeons now, seagulls.
Right. Uh-huh.
But no one can really prove it, except for the dude in Buffalo with the deer.
Right, because the guy blatantly dragged a dead, bleeding deer through the front of the restaurant.
Do you have the news clip of that?
Love that one.
We haven't played it in a while. Please.
Well, my health inspector...
Oh, God, you're still on the line. I forgot about you.
Oh, I'm punching out, guys.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
He's all fucking flustered.
It's all right, brother. Thanks, Jason.
So wait, now what? Seinfeld, they went to a movie, and that's why they left?
Yeah, because it was taking so long for them to get seated in the Chinese restaurant. And they just kept watching other people go in front of them.
So it's just a lie.
So they said, fuck it. And they left to go to the movie. And the second they left, that's when the guy went, Seinfeld fall, to seat them. They just missed.
Lawrence in Texas. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Yeah, I don't know about the bleaching, but the water might have been white because they use baking soda to, like, in their stir fry and stuff. That's what changes the color and the taste and also, like, the tenderness.
What are you, Mr. Chinese food cook guy? Couldn't think of anything.
I know they use the baking soda for the stir fry.
I know they're doing something because I get those headaches after Chinese food. And they always say it's the MSG.
MSG.
And so then you tell the people, no MSG. And like, we don't use MSG. It must be the baking soda and the bleaches and whatever else they're
everything
doing.
else they're doing.
Or they just say, okay. Like, literally, you might say, don't put any bowling balls in my food. Okay.
Okay.
They just ignore it. It means nothing when you say it.
Well, it's high salt to begin with, so that
very.
The Opster can't handle high salt.
A lot of salt.
Is this the story out of Buffalo? Mm-hmm. All right, we haven't done this.
I saw he went.
Chinese food ever again.
One channel.
How
do we fix the one channel thing?
That's a video. That's not.
I really weak
Can I do it on the board or something?
I was just too
Click
much
a mono.
to handle.
Make it
Some
mono.
former customers of Red Flower Chinese restaurant are angry about what they say happened while they were enjoying a Chinese buffet.
A lot of locals eat there, like on lunch breaks and stuff. Yeah, it was really disturbing. There was actually a blood trail that they were mopping up behind the garbage can.
Katie Hopkins says she witnessed employees dragging in a trash bin with a dead carcass inside of it.
There was like a tail and like a foot and a leg sticking out of the garbage can, and they wheeled it straight back into the kitchen.
That's when Environmental Health Inspector Paul Lawson was called to check it out.
There he goes special
and when
tonight.
Paul Lawson showed up to the restaurant, what he found inside, he says, is the craziest thing he's ever seen.
Upon arrival, I confirmed they did have a deer carcass in the facility.
The discovery led to the health department shutting down the restaurant. The owner tells Lawson that he picked up the deer along I-75.
They said they
Roadkill.
didn't know they weren't allowed to do that. So
Roadkill!
that makes me concerned that maybe they could have before.
The owners also tell Lawson that they plan to take the deer home and didn't plan to serve it to customers.
Sure.
Right.
Paulette's WLKY News.
Damn!
Do you know how many people saw that story and were regulars there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they're probably eating something that tasted weird
Just
10
a little
times.
off. And if they're picking up roadkill fucking deer, what's the difference between that and maybe a fucking dog or a goddamn possum? Something like that. Oh, we cook a good possum tonight.
Just bleach that shit, make it look like white chicken.
That might have been a possum. You know
Chicken
what?
or
You're right.
beef.
That might have been possum, but not like
Maybe
a fucking
possum.
alive, like not a deer, but that might have been a possum that you ate.
Yeah.
All right, this guy
doesn't look very good today.
This guy's been I've been in food service distribution for 15 years. Okay, we might get an answer. Will in Mississippi, what's up?
William.
Hey, brother.
Hey,
How
man.
are y'all?
We're
Yes.
doing all right, Will.
Hey, Jimmy, I love you.
Thank you, Will. As you should.
Real quick, and I just quit my job 2 days ago. But,
God, love you.
I know. I spent 15 years doing this shit.
What was your job?
I was in sales and sales management. Boo on both. But I used to go into a lot of these Asian accounts, and what if you're getting meat and you're getting what used to be good product on our standards, what they'll do, if you'll never notice, you'll see those Chinese distributors backed up to their door. They'll go out and make these big, huge opportunity buys on product that's either fixing to go out of date or was frozen shortly before it went out of date. So they'll go out and buy it just cheap as shit. And the Chinese distributors will buy this, the local ones, then send it out to the individual locations. Well, if you'll ever look at those trucks, they don't have refrigeration on them. So what you're tasting...
Oh, come on.
I'm serious now.
You gotta
What
have
you're
some
tasting
refrigeration.
Not
Well, think
necessarily.
about it. If you've got an insulated truck
That's
with
expensive.
frozen
Like we said
product in it,
earlier, the Chinese know how to cut some corners.
It'll last even if it's frozen. But what you're tasting most of the time is freezer burn. That's why the chicken looks gray. It's just it's been thawed and frozen so many times that it's freezer burn on the product. Now I'll tell you a good little quick story. When I first started and I was just broke and I was calling on this guy here in town, and I went into his account, and every time I'd go in there, he'd go, "Will, you want to, fix you up a free plate? Fix you up a free plate." Okay, great, man. I was broke, so I would take the stuff home and eat it later. One day I made the bad mistake of going in the back of the kitchen instead of the front door, and I walk in, and he's got this little silver tray on the floor. It's maybe 100 degrees outside, Mississippi weather. His kitchen might have been 150, and I walk in, and it hits me, this smell, and I look down on the floor, and just in a silver tray, no ice, no water, no all this other crap they're talking about, bleach and stuff is bullshit, just raw chicken in a dish on the floor, and I went, oof. This is bad.
And I went, oof.
You know what, though? That's really that story was not particularly climactic.
No,
but that's the truth. That's a true story. You don't have amazing food stories,
right? That doesn't sound like some big grandiose story. That's just a disgusting Chinese restaurant story.
And the fucking meat, it's out of date. That's probably what it is, right?
Yeah.
No, it's exactly what it is. I'm sorry, man. My stories
you're right.
aren't interesting.
No, it's very interesting.
Not bad, actually.
All right.
We loved it, I swear.
So
thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'm trying to put all this together. So far, we've heard pigeon.
Right.
We've heard deer, obviously.
Yeah.
Shitty chicken that's been frozen and thawed numerous times.
Unrefrigerated. Possum, maybe.
Well, we threw the possum there.
Could be.
And now we got to add another one to the list. Pam in South Carolina.
Pam.
Good evening.
Pam.
Another story, by the way, you're about to hear where it's mysterious, but...
This is really gross, really gross. I don't eat Chinese food anymore because of this story. I'm from Long Island originally.
Welcome. Strong Island. What town?
I grew up in Oakdale.
Oakdale.
Oh, an Oakdale girl.
You ever drink down at the wharf?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, bitches.
Going local.
You have to go the night before Thanksgiving.
Local is king.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. I've been down the wharf.
I'll be at several bars when I was growing up, like Chevys and...
Good girl.
Nice, a very good girl. How many times have you been...
Tremendously. It's rough down here. It's rough.
Oh,
Real southern.
Okay, all right.
But I'll
have
tell
a
you
conversation.
the story.
Thanks, Pam.
A Brooklyn firefighter, not a firefighter, who fought a fire in Brooklyn. It was a Chinese restaurant, and they busted down a wall in the back of the restaurant, and there were a bunch of cats that had been skinned, and they were draining, and they were hanging, like, from the ceiling.
Come on. No.
So that was it for me. That kind of did it for me. Put the nail in it. No more Chinese food.
And this guy swears that's what he saw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yikes.
That's it.
Man, I want to bust him.
Yep. So I was
Let's go bust a Chinese restaurant.
They're clever.
Yeah.
They cover it all up.
Yeah, they do.
All right. Thank you, Pam.
Crazy.
Love you. Bye.
Well, we got another, this one will back up Pam's story. Chuck in Virginia. Chuck.
Yeah, boys. Yeah, when I lived up in Jersey, it was a beautiful Chinese restaurant. Everybody lined up for, and one of my guys went in the back and found a whole bunch of really bitty cat carcasses in the garbage. Called the health department, shut them down. But it was that was the last I ate in that restaurant for years before I had Chinese.
April Fools.
Yo. All right, boys.
Wait, you got a wild voice there, Chuck.
Yeah.
How old a gentleman are you?
What's that?
How old a gentleman are you?
I'm 65.
Okay.
65.
All right. 65 years young.
65. You got it.
Were you retired?
Yeah.
What'd you used to do?
I was in communications.
Oh, that's vague.
That's very vague.
We could say that.
What do you do in communications?
Oh, audiovisual.
Audio-visual communications. That's still
Okay,
pretty
it's
vague.
still
Yeah,
vague.
that's every moment of everyone's life.
Yeah, well, it's for major corporations, that kind of thing, you know.
You still getting your pension? Is that why you don't want to say anything?
Yeah, I slowed down a lot.
Uh-huh. All right.
All right.
Well, have fun there.
Yeah, whatevs.
You two guys,
There
later.
in Virginia.
Thank you, Chuck. Chuck in Virginia.
There
All
in
right.
Virginia.
All right, all right, all right.
Wow, that's pretty fucking disgusting stuff right there.
Oh, this is because Iraq's sick from Chinese food.
Yeah, Iraq is a little ill-fated.
Oh, poor Iraq.
From
Those
Chinese.
calls help you out at all?
No, we don't have a definite answer, and it's just making me more nauseous.
You'll be fine, though. What time did you eat last night?
About 8 o'clock.
So it's almost 12 hours. You're still in a little bit of a shit zone, but you're probably okay.
How bad is the shit?
You know, if you add water to dog food that doesn't have water added to it, that needs
He's pissing out his ass.
I never heard it
No.
described
Oh,
that way.
no?
Just mushy.
When you have dry dog food that's not supposed to have water added to it, and it just expands into these big, soft, like...
Yeah, I get
Iraq's shit makes its own gravy. Like Gravy Train. Shit. That's fucking disgusting.
All right.
Damn. My grandfather used to say when we were eating Chinese food, he'd come in from the Met game that was on in the living room, you know, and he'd come in and go, "Hey, you's all eating chinks."
Did he really?
Yeah, that's one of probably 5 things I ever remember my grandfather saying. He wasn't a wordy guy at all. Oh my God, there was that, or Anthony, get your grandpa some more ammunition, and those were beers.
Oh, okay.
Like I'd have to get him another beer. Grandpa needs some ammunition, and I'd get him a fucking Schaefer.
Whose father was he?
My mom's dad.
Mommy's dad.
All I remember of him is just him in that fucking lounge chair, that fucking Castro convertible in the living room of the house that now my aunt and uncle have, and I still go there for holidays and stuff. And the TV with the antennas, you know, the aerial, and him just watching the Mets and go, God damn it. And then bitching that the Yankees, that's a bought team. A bought team.
Even back then.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's the
It was all
Steinbrenner
the
years,
same shit. Yeah, it was funny. He had a dog, big German Shepherd in the backyard named Caesar.
Wow.
And he had a big doghouse, and one of the scariest things you could do as a kid was go into Caesar's doghouse. And, because he was fucking vicious. He'd be like, go into Caesar's doghouse. No, you go. And then you fucking go in, and he'd be running around the yard, probably fucking biting black people, but You know, we were just fucking. We got lucky.
Did Caesar
Wasn't
ever
in
bite
there.
you?
Caesar bit me on the ear once. Yeah.
That nip? That nip bite?
Yeah. It was like a
those
kind of a quick. And of course, I burst into tears, like my head just got blown off, and started crying. And I think Mom grabbed me and hugged me, and my father called me a faggot. You know, just a normal day.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
German Shepherds are my number one. That's the dog.
You like them, huh?
No, that's the dog I'm scared of the most.
Oh, you don't see many around anymore unless they're being used for, professional purposes.
I mean, I got bit on my paper route, my inner knee, and I'm scared of German Shepherds to this day.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Number one over pit bulls and every other fucking dog.
Oh, look at that thing.
Although the Dobermans are pretty close.
Dobermans, they used to be the scariest dog in the world years ago. Doberman Pinschers, even German Shepherds. And then once
is there a
you
list
came
of the
out
scariest dogs in the world?
I'm sure.
Because I don't even know if there's dogs that beat the German Shepherd. This is just from personal experience that makes it number one for me.
And then before pit bull, there was what?
Doberman was the big scary one before
No, there was
Pitbull.
the other one with the big fat head.
Rottweiler?
A Roddy. Yeah, Roddy's got a bad rap for a while.
They're up there on my list,
but
too.
Pit bulls right now are just the number one hated fucking scary monster dog.
What was the other one that they were police dogs that George Foreman had?
George Foreman had him?
It looked like he offended the Africans. It was not a German Shepherd. It was the very good police dogs.
Wow, really?
Dobermans have to be up there, right?
No, they look like German Shepherds, though. They're in the same family, I think.
Oh.
Really?
Somebody will know.
A Mastiff?
No, not a Mastiff.
Chow?
No,
Chows
not
are
A
nasty.
Dalmatian?
No.
What do you mean chows are nasty?
I used to have a neighbor who had 2 chows, and those dogs would attack anybody that came near their house with their big purple tongues. And
that must have been quite ironic for you, not liking chow. I tried to shoehorn something in there. But
10 scariest guard dogs.
Oh,
What was that fucking... I think there's an A in it.
Oh, an A.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Ask Allo.
I never heard of those dogs.
No, I think.
Dogo Argentino?
Never heard of it.
He's a great Italian singer.
That's a scary dog?
It's all muscle, dude.
Anatolian Shepherd?
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
Anatolian Shepherd?
Anatolian Shepherd?
How big is
maybe?
that?
What? Damn, that thing looks pretty fucking frightening.
Wow, look at the ears back.
Are they guard dogs?
You never want to see those ears do that.
Jeez.
Ever.
It's a pretty dog, though.
Yeah, it really is.
What kind is it, Sam?
Dogo Argentino.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty fierce-looking
It's
dog.
also one of the names Anthony Weiner was using on the... I'm Dogo Argentino. See?
So that's 10.
Akita?
Yeah, Akita's
Akita!
9.
Well, that's the one I think Jimmy's talking about.
Whatever Foreman's... No, I'll weigh in... I'll know when I hear it.
That dog's scary?
They're giant.
What is that?
An Akita.
Yeah. They're adorable. But
They are
giant.
adorable.
I wouldn't be look at that. That is a puppy. Come on.
That's when they're puppies.
Aw.
I wouldn't be scared of that.
You would if you saw one. They're huge.
Coming at you, lunging at you.
Well,
with
yeah,
fucking
then of
teeth
course I'd
showing.
be scared, but...
They are very, very bootyful dog.
There's one that lives in my building. He's friendly, but if he wasn't friendly, he'd be terrifying.
You could tell, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
like he
keep
plays
going.
with you, but it's like if it wasn't play biting, it'd be horrible.
Fuck, really?
Yeah. Borbo. Bower bowl.
Bobo?
Yeah, stop right there.
Wolf, all right. Stopping my orders in here and I'm protected. I'm all right.
Oh.
Look at these things. What the fuck is that?
A boar bowl.
Tiny lister.
That's crazy because it looks like it looks like kind of like a pit bull face.
It
head,
does.
but it's so low to the ground. That center of gravity. You couldn't kick that thing over. You couldn't fucking shoo him away.
God, look at his legs.
Look how stout that thing is.
Fuck that.
That would just fuck you up.
But go back down how big that thing is. Look at his head. Look at that dog's
His
head.
head is giant.
That's a biting dog.
It's those fucking they get the jaw muscles just
Why are we
crunched down
looking
on
at
you.
dogs I've never seen before in my
fucking
entire
karate
life?
kick it.
Look at the size of that head.
God.
What is that?
That
It's
the
the
head
Rocky
is,
Dennis dog.
The head is 3 times the size of a human head.
Yeah.
Are they mastiffs?
No, that's a boar.
That's a boar.
Boar.
It's a South African breed that
It's
was
a
bred to
boar.
All right, the next one is Mastiff. We're looking
Oh.
at the top 10 scariest guard dogs.
South African breed. Yeah, I wonder what they bred them for. Oh boy.
Wait, the Mastiff now, are they
Here we go.
long-haired or short-haired dogs?
You're going to find out in a second. Wow.
I don't want a big drooly fucking retarded
They're
dog.
almost as big as a horse, though. Look at
Yeah,
this.
I mean,
they're
ridiculous.
What is that? That's not a dog.
Come on.
I
That's
swear to
not
God,
real.
that's a dog.
Yeah,
You've never seen the Mastiff? They're huge.
That is a giant
They're one of the
fucking dog.
biggest dogs in the world.
How big is that Mastiff? Not that one. Not the. That was actually that picture you just showed.
Oh my
That's
God.
gotta be real force perspective. Come on.
That looks like a huge pig.
They used that in a Chinese zoo to pretend it was a lion, and the people wanted their money back because the lion died. That they shaved it so it looked like it had a fucking mane.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Holy shit! Come on, that woman's
That's forced
standing far
perspective.
back.
Yeah, she's
Come on.
2 towns away.
Oh, they're huge dogs.
Yeah, they are big though. Wow, that's nuts.
How much do they weigh?
Jesus.
I don't know.
Any stats on the Mastiff?
Depends, probably. Yeah, I mean, there's all different types.
That's cray.
Well, everyone knows they're huge dogs.
Yeah.
All right, back to the list.
What are we looking at next?
Scariest guard dogs.
Rhodesian Ridgeback.
That just sounds scary.
Ridgeback. Let's see what this thing looks like.
Oh, man.
How is that scary?
Aw,
Oh, come on.
That's not bad.
Oh, I pet that thing till it
Oh,
slept.
that doesn't look
Aw.
scary.
Looks like man's best friend.
Yeah, I'd give him a
Yes.
little chin shooker.
Yeah. I bet he's fucking got something, though. Just clicks in his head and he fucking rips your eyeballs out.
Right.
Crazy dog.
Oh, there you go. You put attack after the dog's name and you get some lovely pictures that pop up.
Oh, my goodness. What's that one eating? A porcupine? What is that? What kind of nature scene's going on there? Holy shit.
The dog is raping a carpet.
All right, let's keep going.
Doberman Pinscher.
Doberman.
Oh, the old Doberman, yeah. For years they were used. They were your scary dogs. Remember Boys from Brazil? With the fucking little Hitler kid that had the Doberman?
Right.
Number 4 is
Attacked,
German Shepherd.
Gregory Peck.
4 is German Shepherd. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Number 3?
Cane Corso.
See, another dog I've never heard of before in my life. What does this thing look
That's
like?
how you know that they're bad if you never heard of them, because that means nobody has them as pets.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that thing is a killing,
Get the
killing
fuck out of
machine.
here. Another one that sort of has a pit bull head.
Killing machine.
Cane Corso dog.
Holy fuck. Yeah, do that one. Oh, my God. When you-
I don't fuck with that
It
thing.
looks like Bane.
Wow. How big
Wow.
do they get, though?
But look at him.
As a puppy, he's very cute.
Aw.
Let me see the lady petting him, yeah. Do you think that she would get hassled walking that thing?
No.
That's a fucking nasty looking dog.
I want to get one of each and just throw them in the backyard and see what happens.
Michael Vick.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah.
What was he fighting? Pit bulls?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
It's the culture, though.
Rottweilers, too.
Runner up is
Roddy.
Rottweiler.
Well, then you know, number 1.
Yeah.
Is the pit bull.
The poodle.
Yep.
The poodle. Poodles are vicious.
Why is the pit bull scarier than the fucking mastiff? Even though the bite is so intense and incredible.
Probably because it's way more aggressive.
Yeah, and
The Mastiff is intimidating.
That mastiff that guy was walking next to a pony.
How much fun would that be to have one of those dogs? Can't have it in New York City,
No.
obviously, but...
Unless you got a 10-bedroom apartment in fucking
Right.
Brownstone.
Oh, God. Pit bull. I love the people that try to convince everybody that pit bulls are the sweetest dogs.
But they're not trained, or they probably are nice.
You're pissing off Bill Burr right now, sir.
I know, but all I'm saying is, just stop. Every time you hear about these fucking... And I know they've been abused and shit, but, you know.
This dog is coming up a lot on our phones. Let me say hi to Liam. Liam,
Dog
go
on a
ahead.
phone?
So what's up, guys? Jimmy's thinking of a Malinois. It looks like a Shepherd, but
Yeah, you're right. A Belgian Malinois, right?
yeah, it's
That's
got
it.
like a crop tail, and the military uses it a
Oh,
lot.
Belgian Malinois. Okay. That's
What
supposed
do
to
they
be good
look
dogs,
like?
right? Protective.
So that's the dog Jimmy was talking about?
I think it is. Yeah, that sounds. That's
How do you
familiar.
spell it?
Yeah.
Belgian Malinois.
MAL.
WA.
It's got an X in there, I think, somewhere.
We're trying to find it. We get it?
I think that's the one.
It looks sort of like a German Shepherd?
Yeah.
Yeah. Military uses a lot. They're supposed to be nastier than shepherds.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of, right? That Malwa is the one I was thinking of.
Fuck, look at that. Yeah.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Thank you. Yeah, they're beautiful
Thanks,
dogs.
Liam.
They look like German Shepherds, but I'm just repeating what this guy said, but that's what I'd heard about them.
All right.
I want to pet one of those. I think that's what the cop. There was a cop that came up here, the canine guy.
Yeah.
And he had a beautiful.
Oh, remember that dog?
Oh my! And the dog was so friendly because the cop was cool.
Oh yeah.
So I just sat there and kissed it and petted it.
I think it's that dog because it looked
that's what
like
I think it was. Yeah,
because it wasn't a it looked like a German Shepherd, but it wasn't.
Kenny, well, I'll ask Kenny when he comes in because I want that guy. When you walk by that guy's police car, you can't get near the fucking car.
No.
Even if he's talking to you, the dog is so protective of the fucking the car.
Oh yeah.
My sister has a big friendly pit bull, and like you can pet it and everything, and he couldn't be nicer. But you know, when you're petting it, that it's up to that pit bull whether things are going to go good or not.
Whether or not your arm fucking leaves with you.
Yes, 100%.
How big is it? How much?
He's big. Like he's like
100 pounds or?
It could be 100 pounds. He's a big dog, and it's all muscle. It's not. He's not a fat dog. He just runs.
How's your family dog?
Punch them as hard as you could, and you won't do anything.
He's deaf and blind.
He's still around?
He's still around.
He lasted another year?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's fine.
I haven't been to your parents' house in about a year. He's still around?
He just walks into shit.
He's literally deaf and blind completely, and he's still alive.
Jesus.
Walks into chairs, walks into
Still
walls.
alive.
And as soon as he bumps into anything, he starts biting.
Oh man, great.
Because he doesn't know what the fuck it is.
He walks with his head down.
He's still alive?
Oh, he's doing fine.
Why don't you take him to the little,
Because he's still wagging his tail.
Blue fluid.
But he walks with his head down. That way, he hits the top of his head onto walls, so he doesn't like knock his nose on stuff. And he knows if he hits
Poor
the top
thing.
of his head, he's got to turn.
That's terrible.
Sometimes we'll catch him in a room by himself, just barking at the air, because he doesn't know whether or not
That's so
people are there with
sad.
him.
That's sad.
Do
You
you
gotta kill it.
Do you move the furniture around in a room?
Oh no! And just watch him.
The most muscular dog is the bull whippet, according to Jared in Pittsburgh. I want to see the bull whippet before we close out this amazing topic.
Oh, yes. A little animal-friendly topic today.
This is an amazing topic. It really is.
I had to...
The phones are lit. Look at this.
It is. I had a clip... Oh,
my...
What is that?
That's crazy. Come on.
It looks
That's
like
not real.
the lower half of the dog looks like a greyhound.
What is that?
And then it gets all wide and shit
Yeah.
as you get up near the head.
And the shoulders look like a human bodybuilder.
What is it?
It's a bull whippet.
It's a bull whippet.
That looks like... Come on.
Jesus.
They're saying that's the most muscular dog in the world, I guess.
It's got to be.
It's a bodybuilder dog.
Yeah.
But is he mean or no? Like, do they bite or are they
mean.
just fucking muscular shitheads?
Oh,
That one
wow.
doesn't look happy.
No, that looks like it would fuck you
He looks
up.
like one of those dogs from that movie. What's that movie with fucking... the Umbrella Umbrella Corporation? I'll get it. Come on. Help me out here, Pal Talk.
The Umbrella Corporation.
Make it worth my while. Resident Evil. Thank you.
Oh.
Resident Evil dogs where the zombie dogs would come fucking charging at you.
With the
That's what it
eyes.
looks like.
Yeah.
It looks crazy.
I want to get a dog that terrifies all.
Yes.
I want a massive dog.
Crazy.
Just a big fucking 200-pounder. Takes giant shits I don't have to clean up because everyone in the neighborhood's scared of me.
There's also an Akita in our building, and one day the Akita went after my sister's pit bull.
Oh, man.
And that was all Akita.
Did you bet?
No, we
I would have bet on it.
separated the dogs immediately.
How big's the
Why would you
Akita?
separate
Giant.
Let them go.
them? They can handle each
Just
other.
nature.
Yeah, if it's nature and you didn't purposely do it, you gotta
Yeah.
play it out. That's what nature asks from you.
They were both on leases. You mean you just let go of the leash?
Yes.
And
Let it go.
Wait,
You're
it
not
bullied,
setting up the whole thing.
Yeah.
it bullied your sister's dog?
Yeah, bullied the pit bull.
Did the pit bull cower or fight back?
Coward.
Okay. But then the
pussy.
dog had to fight back, though, it might have been. Would the pit bull have killed it?
No, I think the Akita would have taken care of business.
Really?
What a pussy.
Yeah, the Akita's even bigger than the pit bull.
But the teeth, man, the pit bull's jaw is just
So strong,
fucking
you're right.
You
ferocious.
clamp down. It's over.
Let's
It's over, Jenny.
Let's go to Josh in New York. Josh,
Hey guys, morning.
morning.
Look up a Presa Canario. I have one. They're fucking massive.
Are they the biggest dog in the world?
They may be.
Oh,
Just
wow.
look at a picture of them. They're monsters. They're very friendly dogs.
Well, we're looking at. We can't tell how big they are because they don't have them next to anything. Wow.
It looks like that dog the Hulk fought.
Wait, you have one of those? Now we're seeing it.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
That's a big fucking dog.
Oh my god.
That isn't even having a pet or a dog in a house. It's a roommate. It's another thing that's as big as a human.
You got to get a queen-size bed.
Yeah, it's going to fucking walk around your house like a person.
But it's just a little puppy.
Oh, look at them as puppies.
Guy. Adorable.
What are they called?
They are called Presa Canario.
And how big do they get, sir?
Yeah, how big is yours, Josh?
Ew.
God, he's...
Huh?
Standing, he's bigger than me.
Standing bigger than
How much
you.
do you weigh? 100 pounds?
He's a midget. It's not impressive.
I'm about 5'5". He's bigger than
Oh,
me.
he is.
Wow.
Don't make it sound like wowee. He's bigger than me. I'm 5'5".
Exactly. You're not exactly a Lakers prospect.
They're really good dogs. They're not bad. My 1-year-old crawls all over them. He'll lay there.
Yay!
Oh, Jesus.
All right, sir.
All right,
Thank
hang
you.
up the phone, get down off that little ladder, and get to work.
All right, Dan in Dayton, Ohio. Dan.
Dayton.
Yeah. You guys
Wait. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Why do we know Dayton, Ohio?
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio.
That's right.
With 2 very bad knees.
Oh. And then what?
And a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
I know what happens.
You do?
Yep.
It didn't happen.
Nope, it didn't. He was very
Thank God this dream came true.
Oh, shit. I thought it was the other guy.
Nice.
All right.
You're from that place, huh, Dan?
Yeah, I am.
They're just not as amused as we are.
No, they're not.
By the way, 140 pounds that guy's dogs get.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having many conversations here.
Yes.
Hold on a second, Dan. 140 pounds, Jimmy?
Yeah, and I'm thinking the Belgian, the Malinois, they're called. They get to be like 75 pounds.
Malamar?
So it's almost twice as heavy as those dogs.
Unbelievable. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, so you guys talking about Conde Corsos earlier, and I have one. Awesome dog. They're about 150 pounds.
Can you pop that in there, Sam, again? Did we look at it? The Can Corso?
Yes.
Or the Cane Corso?
150 pounds those things get? Yeah, those are fucking...
Which one was that again? I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, that thing is fucked up.
Looks like a hood dog. Just
Yeah, that does look like a fucking ghetto dog.
That dog looks scary, man.
150 pounds? That is a...
Are they nice dogs, Dan?
Oh, yeah, he's great. They actually use those guys for, like, boar hunting. They put,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
I really just had no energy to
There's
really...
just too many boar fucking...
Boar, yeah.
So, do they have jaws like a pit bull, or can they bite that hard?
Yeah, they're like 1/3 mouth. Their head is about a third of their a third of their head is their mouth.
Damn.
So they have tons of pressure.
You know the size of the dumps? Ugh.
They're great. Like we actually he's ours backpacks, like carries a lot of our stuff for us. They're really trainable. So
you can put a backpack on him? A beast of burden?
A backpack?
Nice. I put a backpack on my dog.
Backpack on him?
Backpack.
I don't know why you guys are talking like that.
Because you do.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had to clip little Beavis's nails yesterday for the first time. I had to clip his little fucking nails.
Right.
I was standing by the sink.
Right.
And
did you go too far down?
No. I
suppose you got to know what you're doing.
I'm a pro.
Okay.
At clipping cat nails.
All right.
Stand by the sink, and I just feel up my leg, and he's pulling the fucking climbing up my leg bit.
Your cat?
Yeah. And I was wearing like very light sweatpants, and all I was thinking is, if he gets to my fucking balls, it's over. I'll toss him across the room.
It's only the beginning.
He got up there, so I was like, well, now it's time to clip your nails. So I clipped him, and now he can't climb up things
Does it
very
hurt
well.
when you clip him or no?
No. You gotta clip the
Make sure you
pointy
get the
part
skin.
off. No.
Right.
But
go
you look
too
at the
far down,
nail.
you're
There's
gonna fuck
like
'em up.
there's a part in the nail where it's red.
Right.
It looks a little reddish, and then over that isn't, and you just don't go into the red part.
I thought you were supposed to go in there and get that,
No.
scrape that red out.
That's the nerve or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
get
like
rid of it.
That'll
there's a
hurt
little
the-
blood vessel in there,
Right,
and there's
you'll-
a nerve in there and stuff.
I'll bleed like a mother.
You just do it before that, but I bought a little.
Is he still
clipper and
cute, or
stuff.
is he starting?
He's adorable.
Still though, or is
Yes.
he getting a little bigger?
Still adorable.
Getting a little bigger.
I posted one on Instagram last night. Little
Your shelf life,
little guy.
as far as making a viral video with this kitten, and you don't have much more time
I don't
left.
have much more time.
No,
'Cause
man.
He's still a very little kitty.
Then they get too big, and then
Look.
those videos don't do as well.
Look at
Oh, he is still tiny.
See, those are the sweatpants I was wearing. Not very thick. And when he gets his fucking claws in there, oh, boy.
Until he's just tearing holes through him.
No, I'll clip his nails.
He is very pet. I want to go see your kitten before he's a big dumb cat.
Yes, a big dumb cat.
I want to give his little stripes a kiss. Little guy.
He, and he does a very cute thing when you're laying there and watching TV. He'll lunge right at your face.
Jesus.
Oh,
See, that's got to stop.
Yeah, wait till he starts doing it at this side.
There's Sam's giant fucking behemoth cat.
That fucking...
You're an enabler.
He used to be just a tiny
How much
little
are you
guy.
feeding that thing?
Not much.
Tell the cat to stop eating. Put all the food away.
Oh, you get that's good too. Because if you try to skip a meal or something, he loves it. He gets super friendly.
Oh, I bet he does.
Where's
right?
my fucking food?
He gets all pissed off.
He could beat half the dogs on this list.
Oh man.
Oh, E-Rock.
Fat fucking cat. Oh, Jesus.
I hope E-Rock's feeling better.
You feeling better, E-Rock?
Sure.
Oh, God.
All right. He's not feeling good.
I got to eat before my toast gets soggy.
So let's eat, motherfucker.
All right.
I had a big fucking killer German Shepherd.
No, you didn't.
That was his name, Killer.
Really? What happened to him? Do you still have him?
Yeah, no.
No, you don't.
He ran away.
You never had him. You're a liar, Chip.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
This is a definitive AAF song.
I'm going to guess that E-Rock's playing this for the hell of it today. Am I right?
Possum Kingdom, because we were talking about possums.
What song is this?
As food, right?
The Toadies. Possum Kingdom.
Is that why, E-Rock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this alt-rock?
This was 94, 95.
You know the song, Jimmy? Help Me, Jesus.
I don't like it.
This was
What was
such
our
a
request
big
back at
song.
AF? Did we talk about where the guy would always call for this song and he would go, you know the song that goes, Help Me, Jesus?
So help me, Jesus.
He was trying to like explain what song he wanted. So help me, Jesus. I can love this song. This is a song I'll never get sick of.
Up to me. Give it up to me.
Yeah.
They had a frump bass player.
Yeah.
She was a bit frumpy.
A little frump.
I think she played bass. What was the follow-up to this?
Oh, boy.
For the music people out there.
It was a bit of
on
the water.
That was them?
Was it? I don't know. Was it?
It was a bit of a drop-off, unfortunately. This song is played a lot still on rock stations. My head What was their second biggest song?
Away.
Away?
Away.
Oh, Away. Away. How does that go?
Make up your mind.
I don't think I know this.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
I want to hear it kick in. Nah.
They were a one-hit
That
wonder
sucks.
back in the 90s.
How do you come up with such a cool song like Possum Kingdom and that's it for you?
That's all you got.
Although they do have their fan base.
Yeah.
What's this one?
This was their I Come From the Water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This had got some play.
This got play.
On the only station that really rocks. The Toadies!
Oh, my God.
Remember this?
Yes. And now music would play, so me and Opie would play the pen game. We have to throw the pen and try to get it to flip up on the button console. The pen game.
We were bored shitless up there.
Oh, it was just
of course we had to blow it up.
Fucking music.
We need to fucking talk more, Bruce. What's wrong with you?
Like taking calls and shit during the song.
Everyone was surprised we blew it up. Of course.
We could just walk out of the studio and the songs were playing. Go into a little break room, take a piss, whatever. Fucking.
Well, because Brian would run the board for us.
Yeah,
we did exactly that.
Yeah.
Or we tried to get our production done.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, remember that? Trying to get production done.
We got 20 minutes.
Show.
We can do some production. Brian will run the board. Then we come back and make believe we were there the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I got away with murder in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Because I was, still partying. Sambuca shots were very, very big back in my Buffalo days. On Allen Street there.
Wow, that'll give you heartburn.
So I would do happy hour and all that, and then my shift would start at midnight, and I was fucking tired, man. So there was a guy that was running the AM part, a young go-getter, and I certainly was already out of the young go-getter stage.
Just fucking
and
get him to do your dirty work.
Well, he wanted to be on the FM side so bad. So I go, hey, man, I forgot his name, and I owe him a lot. Because I was also helping the morning show, so I didn't want to be tired for the morning show. So I would record all my breaks for 2 or 3 hours. Man. I go, all right, here's all the music. Here's the breaks, but you got to play them in order or you're going to fuck me. Here's the commercials, and you just run the whole show for me. He was so excited because what he had to do on the other side was push one lousy button every half hour.
Yeah.
Because it went to the network or some shit, some AM thing. So he literally just had to go boop at the right time.
Yeah.
So he knew when he had to do that, and then the rest of the time he ran the FM side for me.
The show.
And it sounded like I was live, but I would be in the break room fucking sleeping on a couch. And then he would wake me up about an hour before the morning show would come in so I could get my shit together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would do the last hour live, and then I would help the Bear Man. And this guy started doing it on a regular basis for me. And I got paid
to just sleep.
Because you could do the breaks in a 6-hour radio show in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I would do the 15 minutes, get all my breaks done.
Little voice tracking.
Then I would go snooze.
Where did I see Bearman recently? I think I just did
Allentown.
Is that where it was, Kenny?
He's the king of Allentown radio. Love the Bearman.
I thought it was somewhere else. I don't remember.
He's from that area, I think, yeah.
I'm thinking West Coast. Maybe it wasn't him. It was one of your old...
One of my old guys is on the West Coast.
I see them... I forget sometimes.
Was it Garth Hemp, who's now doing weather?
I see them every time I go away, or every other time I go away, there's one guy. Oh, yeah, I used to work with Opie, or whatever. And then some...
Half those guys are lying.
Maybe.
Looked like our pal, was it?
What?
Went real quick in the middle screen on CNN. Our pal Bill Donahue.
Yeah, what is Bill Donahue talking about?
I guarantee the Pope he's talking about.
The Pope.
Oh, really?
Who said that homosexuals are pedophiles?
Here's what
Did I say that?
The suggestion is that all of this was consensual because of the age of
He
the
always
victim.
has a problem.
Consensual. When people get raped, it's not consensual. Look, as far as I'm concerned, the Catholic Church didn't handle this right. I would have put these guys in the slammer a long time ago. Instead, they just think they could reform them. They sent them off to the psychiatrist. That's plain stupidity. No,
there are very few who are going to disagree with that. I mean, the way the church handled the situation is a large part of the stain on the church right now. But it is the discussion of homosexuality and the blame of them as somehow predatory that is what your Pope is telling you not to say. It's not about what I think. This is what your Pope is telling you.
Most of the molesting priests were gay, and most gay priests are not molesters.
Good.
I think people
Stop there.
But that's all I've ever said.
No, but who says that the molesters were gay?
I'm telling you, if most
says the molesters were gay?
They weren't girls, and they weren't.
Who says the molesters were gay?
Well, if a man has sex with a man, what would you call that?
He could be a deviant pedophile and a sick person.
Not if the kid is 18, 17, 16 years of age. A rapist could be straight or gay. I'll give you that much. But you're running away.
Make you predatory.
Look, you're trying to say that anybody who points out the obvious, that the Catholic Church had a homosexual scandal, therefore you're anti-gay. This is absurd.
Mr. Donahue, we both know that what is obvious here is that the Pope is asking you not to focus on these things.
He didn't ask me to shut up about the truth.
You and the Catholic League, you're the same organization that went forward and said, when you're defending the Passion, I'm a Mel Gibson fan, when you're defending the Passion, you say, hey, you know, those secular Jews in Hollywood, they don't like the Catholics, it's a fact. What?
Well, wait a minute.
This is the kind of thing that you shouldn't say anymore.
Do you want to get into, is it the Vietnamese who are making movies in Hollywood? Is it the Puerto Ricans who own Hollywood?
You understand how that sounds?
Do you know that the Jewish forward The Jewish Forward in its editorial said the exact same thing that I did.
So
what? Are they anti-Semitic?
So what? Why would you say it?
Why would I say it? Because I was just insulted on some guy on MSNBC, and I just came right back to him.
Listen, am I insulting you? No. We're having a discussion.
No,
right?
this is fun.
What I'm saying, it's not fun for me, and here's why. The Pope's giving you a different message. He's saying, don't make these statements about the homosexuals. Don't make these statements about the Jews. Get back to what your church is about. Jesus wasn't about what you're doing right now. Are you going to hear that message or no? Because it doesn't sound like it.
I've heard the message, but it's not the one that you will interpret for me.
So you think that the Pope wants you to say Jews don't like Catholics,
no,
and
I didn't
that
say
homosexuals,
that. No.
when they have sex with
I
people
never
a certain
said
age,
Jews
must
don't
be
like Catholics. When did I say that Jews don't like Catholics?
You were quoted.
No, I'm talking about secular Jews
Hollywood,
who run the Hollywood studios who make anti-Catholic movies. What is so absurd about that?
The absurdity is that you are blaming it on a faith and a culture.
Well,
when it is a subjective judgment about a movie.
Right.
So you're blaming these people, and he's telling you not to do it.
So if I mention that the Chinese live in Chinatown, am I considered now a bigot to point out the obvious?
No, but if a Chinese person makes something you don't like and you then decide to blame them because they're Chinese as opposed to what's made.
Well, the Catholics seem to get blamed for every time we complain about a movie.
We're blamed for this. I get blamed for this.
You get
One of the
blamed
things
for what
I get blamed for. Of course. You're a huge organization. The Catholic League matters. The Catholic League is relevant. Right or wrong, it is.
Maybe I get blamed for what Andrew Cuomo does because he's Catholic.
That would be a good switch for you, let me tell you.
I think I'd be going south.
Listen, the point is, what are you going to do with this message from the Pope?
Listen, I happen to agree. We have different interpretations, obviously. I love the Pope. And I do think that there are single-issue Catholics on the left and the right who need to get out of their little micro-turf battles and look at the macro issue. It should be about salvation. I will grant you that, and I am so happy that he has said it. He's also said that he has a problem with the rigorous priest, the right-wing authoritarians. He also said, if people actually read what he said in his interview, he's against those priests who are too lax. He said, and by that he meant those who deny the existence of sin. Yeah, there's a problem on the left with that, just as there's a problem on the right.
He identifies himself as a sinner first when they ask him about the man, Bergoglio.
I know, and everybody thinks this is breaking news. Every single pope throughout all of history went to confession. Why did he go to confession? Because he's a sinner. There's no breaking news there.
I think that his hope is that the people who call themselves devout Catholics get back to the main mission of the church, which is not division, it is love, and it is understanding that there is good in all.
So you think the nuns on the bus then are bringing everybody together by going out there in favor of Obamacare against what the bishops want? They're the ones who are divisive. The dissident ones typically are on the left, but not exclusively.
I'm thinking what he wants is for you to spend less time bashing nuns and more time bringing people together.
I don't bash nuns. I'm just simply pointing out that some of the sister polyesters have lost their mission. They should not be They should not be social workers. They should be nuns tending to the poor.
I think the one thing we'll agree on for sure is that we hope that the Pope's message is understood.
Yes, I do.
Mr. Donahue, thank you for taking the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Kate, over to you.
Wow.
Thanks so much, Chris. Coming up next on New Day, texting and driving.
Huh?
It was they said shockwaves.
Pope said cunt.
No, the Pope said cunt. You sit next to Otto Peterson on a plane.
He said gay. He was the first Pope to say gay.
He said he's tired. He's like the people. He said the church has become obsessed.
Yes, obsessed
with homosexuality and abortion, and he said we put dogma above caring for people and above caring for the poor and the what was the other word he used? The marginalized. What he said, I read that on the way in. I fucking couldn't. I'm like, I love this Pope.
He's amazing.
The last guy was a cunt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Last guy was a fucking doctrine-obsessed twat who wanted a smaller, purer church. This Pope wants a larger, more inclusive church.
Right. What Donahue's saying, though, is I can see what he's saying, absolutely.
Yeah.
Not to obsess on those issues, but it doesn't mean that there's this new openness in church that is accepting homosexuals and abortion.
But abortion, I agree with you on. Like, I think that's a rough one to get the church to upset. Although the stem cells, they should shut the fuck up about. But with the homosexuality, this Pope is not like he doesn't want to live with the last one lived. He has to be close to the people. I don't think he gives a shit about homosexuality. I really don't. Because he said something about who am I to judge?
Yeah,
about gay priests. Like, that was a big fucking thing for a Pope to say.
First time first time a Pope just said the word gay.
Oh, really?
That's what it said in the paper today. No Pope would even say the word.
What about the old days when it meant happy?
Well, that's a
We're
good
going to have a
point.
very gay time
very good
at the
point.
Vatican tonight.
Very good point.
Very gay time at
Getting blunt, Pope Francis says, "Don't be small." Yeah, he wants his fellow priests and shit to get out there among the people.
It was really earth-shattering what he said.
And where is he living?
I forget
Is he
where.
in the Vatican, but in a smaller part of it or something?
Yeah, he's closer. They said it in the article I read where he lived. It was he wants to be. He carries his own luggage. He's really fucking. He's the real deal. This guy. He's not some pious jizzbag. That fucking last one was. They got him out. He was losing members fucking fast.
You think he was pushed out?
Either he had Parkinson's or he had not Parkinson's. I'm sorry, Alzheimer's. It was one of those things.
No, they pushed him out because you're supposed to die in the position.
How bad of a pope do you have to be that they push you the fuck out?
The pedophilia scandal was tied to him.
Yeah,
it was tied to him. He was a Nazi-looking twat that I fucking hated that fucking guy. And John Paul, really fuck him too.
The exact quote from the Pope: "If someone is gay and he searches for the Lord and has goodwill, who am I to judge?"
Well, if he searches for the Lord, so he still doesn't like. He'll judge a gay guy that isn't searching for the Lord, that's searching for some ass. Then he'll fucking get on that shit. I don't know. I just don't see the Catholic Church as being very accepting toward gays.
This Pope is, I'm telling you, is really fucking...
Think he might be able to wheel a fucking little gayness in there?
No, but what did he say? He said he sent shockwaves through the Roman Catholic Church on Thursday. That he said the church had grown obsessed with abortion, gay marriage, and contraception, and they had chosen not to talk about these issues despite recriminations from his critics. It was surprising. He said that he criticized the church for putting dogma before love and for prioritizing moral doctrines over serving the poor and marginalized. He articulated his vision of an inclusive church, a home for all, which is a striking a striking contrast with Pope Benedict, the doctrinal defender, who took me a second. The doctrinal defender who envisioned a smaller, purer church. So this guy said Pope. Francis said, "It's not necessary to talk about these issues all the time. The dogmatic and moral teachings of the church are not all equivalent. The church's pastoral ministry cannot be obsessed with the transmission of a disjointed multitude of doctrines to be imposed insistently." Wow.
It's such a weird position the church has with the changing times and with modern society. Like years ago, obviously, people had to adhere to every little rule. There was, the old Inquisition. But in this day and age of inclusion and tolerance and everything, it's so hard to steadfastly stick to these issues of years ago and still have a large amount of members. And that's what you need. You need a lot of fucking people. And you're alienating some by, going against the gay.
He said, just lastly, we have to find a new balance. Otherwise, even the moral edifice of the church is likely to fall like a house of cards, losing the freshness and fragrance of the gospel. And they said his interview did not change doctrine, but it instantly changed the church's tone.
Wow, yeah.
So that's a very powerful thing he said.
Yeah.
And the real conservative Catholics will hate it.
Oh, sure.
Like Donahue probably doesn't like it, but
that's what he's saying. He was on there saying, like, look, I heard what he said, but I'm interpreting it as
he knows what he said.
Blah blah blah. Yeah. He knows what he said.
Bill, of course he does. Bill's he's a very smart guy, and he's a deceptively bright debater. Because
he's a very good debater.
He's a regular guy, and you can get him on a point, and he's okay with it.
Yeah, he'll laugh it off okay, but what? And then he'll
and he makes
something else.
And he also makes some fucking valid, kind of blunt points that aren't overly polite or
Yeah.
He's smart.
It's hard when you're arguing with somebody that doesn't feel like they're walking on eggshells when you're talking, because they always try to back up guys. And this guy was doing it too. That was interviewing Donahue. You try to back a guy into a corner with sounding like a homophobe or racist or something, and you back him in. And the second you do that, and the person starts going, but it puts him on the defensive. If you just turn around and say like, hey, if I say Chinese people live in Chinatown, but like that takes such a huge piece of their ammunition away.
Yeah.
I love, and that's why I love being able to talk openly on this show, especially about things like race and sexuality and stuff, because it takes away any ammunition someone has to try to pigeonhole you and call you a racist. Fine, I've been called that for years. Who gives a shit at this point?
Sometimes I think we're really lucky. Like, even though there's irritations here, but we can just sit and just fucking almost say whatever the fuck we want.
Discuss things, not inciting, not hate speech or anything, but literally have
Just
an open
openly
discussion
discussing
with
it,
real language that real people use and not be persecuted for it. It's a miracle that this fucking exists.
And a lot of the irritations are now gone. So
exactly. I hear what you're saying right there.
Which segs into a fine song.
Oh, what? Oh, God.
What? One last.
Who made this?
One last jab.
One last poke, huh?
Who made this?
Jefferson K. That's the same person. We played one of his songs the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Who's he on Twitter?
Of course.
I don't know.
These guys need their Twitter plugs.
Jefferson Knight on Twitter.
Jefferson Knight on Twitter. Came up with a goodbye song for the Radio Wizard.
Oh.
Who I would bet officially doesn't listen to us anymore.
Oh.
This is the artist who performed Fat Fuck and He Knows It that we played yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Fat Fuck and He Knows It.
Is that Jake? No. I thought it was Jake Gyllenhaal.
What are they doing
No,
on Fox?
doing like this stupid obstacle course on Fox.
No.
What are they doing?
They're running through an obstacle course right downstairs on the sidewalk.
Right.
Why is the chick winning? Oh, well, she can't do the tire.
She fell on a tire.
Get in front of
it, don't wait behind
Fucking
bitch.
Why does Fox feel they have to do these fucking stunts every morning?
They're a morning zoo now. This is morning zoo shit.
That's easy. I did that in the Marine Corps.
Oh, that rope went right up our cunt.
Kevin's trying to be way too polite. He's waiting behind.
Well,
they are muddy, they are wet, and they're about to get wetter. And we go to the bottom.
Oh, yeah, bottom.
When they slide down into water. What are they fucking children?
Oh, this was acid.
Hey, Kevin goes.
They didn't tell her. Now, what did that do?
There's 20 people out there.
I have mud in my teeth.
All right.
And there we go.
Here's mud in your teeth.
I threw my arm out. How was it, Kevin? I threw my arm out in the first. You got the Deucey injury? I got the Deucey injury. Oh, my God.
This is news. Hi. How you doing?
Wow,
How you doing?
Having real conversations here, and they're getting wacky on Fox.
By the way, a dozen
Fox
people
and Friends
were shot in Chicago last night. Just an aside. Just an aside. A dozen people were shot in Chicago last night. But
murder's down in Chicago this year, by the way.
It's still the murder capital.
Over 300.
Of the US.
What are they up to? 381, I think, for the year.
Yeah. Murder cap of the U.S.
Did you see the girl beat the boy, though, at the physical fitness challenge?
Yeah, I saw that. As long as you saw that. By the way, if it was, the lone white gunman thing and he was shooting people, it would be the lead story. They would put off the obstacle course and stuff. But because it's Chicago and it's just black people killing other black people, a 3-year-old, by the way, was shot last night also in critical condition. Why a 3-year-old was out at 10 p.m. at a basketball at a park basketball game is beyond me, but whatever.
Would you even go to a basketball court in Chicago?
No. No.
No,
thanks, Jimmy.
I love basketball. I was brought up with basketball. And even in New York City, I don't like walking by basketball courts.
You're always
just
looking,
know.
Oh, yeah, some shit's gone down there.
You know some shit's going on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the shit is, but something's going on.
Something's going on.
A little bit.
I used to go with the comics a few years ago with Patrice and Keith and actually Kevin Hart and a couple other guys would go, and Sherrod, and they would play in these courts. And I remember one time we were there. I was dating a girl named Ruth at the time, a British girl, and this group of guys from it was like the projects where it came out. And I was like, oh, it's going to be a problem. But it wasn't. They just wound up playing, and it was okay.
Oh, you thought it was going to be a
little issue? I was
issue?
just sitting there like with Ruth. Like we're like two white girlfriends of the players.
Oh, God.
Just sitting there watching. And
white girlfriend.
Did nothing.
Didn't get out there?
No.
12 shot last
Bob
night.
Kelly played too, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I figured.
What was he Oh, my God.
Bob was slim then, and fucking Bobby.
In good shape?
Yeah.
Had that fucking little Hispanic look to him, right?
I didn't realize how awful Bob's old Egyptian hairdo was until I fucking see it now.
Egyptian.
I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
he's like a fucking coin.
How's Bobby doing? Bobby good?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while, yeah.
It's been a while. We got to get him on the show.
Daddy Bobby, I see him in his Vine videos.
His kid's amazingly cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazingly cute.
In his Vine.
He's moving out to Westchester.
I hear.
Is he?
Fuck yes.
What's he doing there?
Well, you have a kid and then you move out of the city. That's what happens.
Get out of the apartment. Okay.
You got
I
it.
hear you.
What about me, though? They're not thinking of me.
I know.
Where am I supposed to
What's
go
Jimmy
on
gonna
fucking
do?
Thanksgiving? Where am I? My friends are leaving. Where am I going to go?
You got to take a little ride.
I don't want to take a ride. It's traffic.
You're the people that make
Selfish
the traffic
Bob
up.
and his selfish wife not thinking of me and how I like to get up late and go see my friends.
Imagine being serious and being like, what about me? Ugh. Yee.
Yeah, I'm bummed that they're leaving, but I'm happy for them.
Someone videoed a bus driver texting while she's driving the bus. Oh, my God.
That bitch is in trouble.
So fired.
To point A to point B in a safe condition. That's not safe.
Whoa.
In a
At
what
all.
condition?
And then if they, not only are they going to kill the driver, they're going to kill those children on that bus.
Currently,
On that bus.
41
Wow.
states ban texting
Who
for all
doesn't?
drivers,
What's-
and
Yeah.
only 3 states specifically ban school bus drivers from texting. Check out this video of another Florida bus driver texting on his
my
cell.
God.
Minutes later, he was involved in a fender bender. He was suspended without pay for weeks. And watch as this Florida driver fumbles with her phone using both hands, constantly glancing down at one time for nearly 10 seconds.
Oh,
she was
my
also suspended
God.
for 1 day.
Suspended
As for
for a day?
Hillsborough
Suspended
County
for
School
1
District
day.
issued this statement to CNN, saying in part, it is against school district policy for a bus driver to text while driving. From the video, it appears the driver is certainly looking at her cell phone.
looking at the phone.
That's a dangerous distraction for any driver. But the potential danger is greater when you have a bus full of children.
If a bus driver is doing something that is against our policies, then we're gonna do something about that.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, 1
Are
day
you?
suspension.
One day
Indeed. And as
suspension.
for the school bus driver
Scary
in question, we
indeed.
should note she is not currently driving the bus. The district investigating determining what
tomorrow.
action to take.
The second.
The important thing there is, I wonder if the
Looks
school
like they're going to interview a bus next. To get deeper into that.
That's
No?
the big woman.
Oh.
report this. I think
I thought they were
probably
going to
the
interview
only
the
reason
bus
a
itself.
14-year-old is using their cell phone.
And was trying to capture that, and then look what she caught instead.
It's so oftentimes it proves the point that our kids are paying attention and that they are listening to these messages
They're little
about not
rats.
doing it themselves, right? Especially these new drivers. But it's so interesting that the tables turn, and she pointed out to the adult that they were misbehaving.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, it is, you know, we see, every time I see, I don't know about you guys, anytime I see someone texting on the road, I'm like that crazy lady. No!
I know.
But
And you're going to cause an accident doing
When
that.
you have the responsibility
I look
of
all the
those
time when
kids.
someone's weaving on the road, and they're always
police
texting.
are dealing with and trying to get all of
Yeah.
us to stop texting while
Pains
we're
in
driving.
the
The school
asses.
is dealing
Yeah,
with. The school
little making
doesn't obviously
baskets.
want this
No.
any bus driver to be
Weaving.
texting. But what more
Weaving.
can you
Yes,
do
they're weaving.
other than take away their phones while they're on the job?
I noticed you were weaving.
I mean, it is the policy
And then there he is
of the
making a
district, no
basket.
texting,
What a
and
good little
no use
skit.
of cell phones. Obviously, that's
Yeah.
the policy. Now they have to look and see what action
Right.
to take here.
It gets a little tricky, right? Because sometimes, as the bus driver, you are allowed to use the cell phone, but the texting would be something different.
Obviously.
How is that tricky?
That
I
is.
think the big decider here is
This
that
guy's
the
an
kid's behind.
idiot.
I know that was a very sobering
Cuomo's
thing
son.
for me. As a
That's
former
Cuomo's son.
is?
Yeah.
God.
Oh.
The fucking lump of shit doesn't fall far from the
When that
asshole.
was pointed out to me with a certain intensity, I took the message.
Oh, his grandfather was the...
Mario. Mario.
That's Mario's grandkid, yes.
What was it? Accettame.
Yeah.
Well, how did it go?
I forgot. But it
Something,
was,
something, Sfachi.
Exactly.
Parents getting involved.
Are they still talking about texting?
Okay, thank
you
you.
all right.
Coming up next on New Day, a bizarre encounter between a priest and a photographer providing the bride and groom at their wedding with some very
They just play viral videos now, apparently.
And we just
play the news of them
we
playing viral
watch.
videos. We watch. It really, the news has just turned into fucking YouTube. It's
Texting,
astounding.
Texting is fucking out of control, though, on the roads.
Yeah. You could see
it is. I think you said it first on this show, and I absolutely agree with you. I'd rather see a drunk driver.
Yeah. Not hammered drunk driving down the wrong side.
No, but if you had to make a choice, I would rather be on the road with a drunk driver.
I'd rather...
That texting is out of control on the roads.
Yeah.
And it's so obvious, too, now.
So obvious. It's broad daylight. You got somebody either going from 40 miles an hour to 60 in the left lane.
Right.
They can't keep their speed constant. They're fucking... You go to pass them, and they're drifting over into your lane, and then they cut back.
Well, they do that quick move back into their lane because that's them looking back up from their phone.
And then you look over, and there they are. One hand fucking the phone. They're looking down. Pisses me off.
I was completely guilty when I had my BlackBerry because I could feel the keys. As soon as I got my Samsung Galaxy S3, soon to be S4, I stopped. Because I can't feel the buttons, obviously, anymore. So that was what made me stop. That's the only reason I stopped.
The voice helps a little bit, but you got to still read it.
Right.
But
it's just
Sam heard me one time. We were coming back and I was talking dirty into my phone.
Yeah,
he's sexting with a girl.
He had to listen to you sexting?
Yeah.
And it was like, why do you have to do that now? You're driving.
Oh, well.
And what did he say? Do you remember?
It's my sex addiction.
I don't remember what he said. I remember us talking about how furious my mom would be if he got into an accident and killed me on our drive home because he was sexting.
He was sexting right in front of you?
Wouldn't be funny at all.
Oh, my
I'm going to suck on your clit. And I had to go back in reverse and take the P and put a T because the dumb fucking Siri doesn't know what a clit is.
Yeah. Oh boy, fucking phones. Oh boy, was I having a fucking issue with the new iOS 7.
By the way,
Sweetie.
Going on.
A lot of people saying the iOS 7 is Android.
It's a lateral move.
Well, they did it to make it look more like Android.
They're basically sneaking that Android shit into the iPhones.
And last night, I'm trying to take some video, and they changed the camera around, and it's got, you could just kind of sideways scroll from pano to square, picture, photo, and video.
Okay.
By swiping the screen to the side. Well, the video option just disappeared off my phone last night. I go to take video, it was gone, and then all of a sudden it comes back, and then it's gone again. Just so fucking annoying. I don't like the way anything looks. The calendar is shit.
The calendar is shit.
You can't look at it at a glance. The old one you could look at a quick glance and see the days in the month that you were doing something. It would change the color of the square. Now we don't need a grid for a calendar. We'll just put the numbers on the screen and put a tiny fucking can't even really notice it dot next to the date.
Doesn't yours just go right? I don't want mine going right to date. Like, I want it to go open to the month. And mine opens up into the day. Does yours open to the day or the month?
I want it to go. Mine opens to the... I don't know. Let me see. I think I have mine opening to the month.
How do you have it do that?
I don't know. I put... I used the little thing here. Dink, dink, and went back sideways, like back.
Yeah, no, but when it first opens, close it now. And then reopen it, you bag of shit, and see what happens.
All right, I close it. Now I reopen. It opens at the month.
Oh, how do you do that?
I don't know. But I don't like... I like the grid, right? And then... and then when you look, on the 3rd, what did I have on the 3rd?
Hopefully AIDS.
I had the dentist on the 3rd.
Aww.
And look, now there's a tiny gray dot under the 3 instead of the grid having the whole thing for the 3rd be a different color. And you could look real quick and go, oh, I'm doing something that day. It's terrible!
Peepers aren't what they used to be, huh?
It is terrible.
The old eyes.
It has nothing to do with that. Anyone would say that that's a shitty fucking thing. Oh my God.
Do you like watching the icons move?
No, the moving icon thing is stupid. I mean, if that was just an aside for a really great update, it would be cool as fuck. But I tweeted last night. I said, they're gonna lose me to the Samsung.
What? What happened?
What?
Did you say Samsung?
I did. I said Apple is gonna
now I can be part of the conversation. Yay!
I said Apple's gonna lose me to the Samsung.
Ooh, I better... What?
Because I'm so sick of this Apple bullshit.
What the fuck? How does yours open into the month?
See, Jimmy.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I went... where's your calendar?
Here.
Oh, my Lord.
New iPhone today, right?
Yes.
And the China deal.
That's the China deal goes down.
No, I never watched.
China deal officially goes down.
You're always good with that inside info.
The China deal actually...
Oh, no, it's mine.
See?
it goes into effect today, the China deal.
Right, in the upper left,
So
I hit that
we'll see
thing.
what the stock does.
Oh, boy.
China deal, in effect today.
Ain't going to do shit.
iPhones are on sale in China today.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay.
So let's see what that does with the stock.
Oh, boy.
I'll tell you what's through the roof. Thanks to the phenomenal management in this fucking company, Sirius XM stock.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What is it up to?
Almost $4.
It was fucking. It
Jesus.
was.
And fucking.
Oh my God! It's $3.96 a share.
Yeah.
$3.96 a share.
And Mel gave me the elbow, like, buy some stock, kid.
Did he?
When it was 10 cents.
I wish I would.
And I went,
more.
ah.
I should have bought more.
Fucking millions of shares.
Yep, I should have bought more.
Imagine.
Oh, my God.
Imagine.
Just pump and dump the shit.
Pump and dump the shit out of it.
You gotta fucking buy when there's blood in the street. That's what Rockefeller said.
Well, that's why Apple might be a good buy with the China deal going into effect today.
How is it in pre-market trading?
well, you know.
Down a little.
We should take a break. We did nothing during this one.
It's all right. The stock's up. We're doing something right.
Nice. Oh, I get. All right.
I have a very special announcement too.
Can I just make sure people know we got our podcast out there? Podcast number 19 is available for your downloading pleasure.
Oh yeah.
There's a link on our Facebook page, Opie and Anthony. It's on iTunes. It's everywhere. It doesn't matter what phone you got. You can figure out how to get it. That's up to you. Stop asking me.
It's really not difficult.
I don't understand why I still get those tweets.
Anybody who has any sort of thing that you listen to podcasts on, just type in Opie and Anthony, and it'll pop up.
Oh, good. And we're up to the 19th one.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And it's the Cinnamon Challenge. It's E-Rock's Heroes List, the long form. And Patrice's Rock Coat.
But that's the long form, too. So it's the whole discussion about the cruise ship thing, and then Patrice gets into the Rock Coat thing. Legendary.
Great.
Very, very cool. So go get that for us, all right? And Jimmy's got a big announcement.
Very special announcement. Today at 10 a.m., my tickets with Dice go on sale for the Beacon Theater November the 1st. And apparently there was a pre-sale which has sold extremely well. It was an email pre-sale, which I didn't even know about.
Great.
So today at 10 a.m., check out our November 1st show and go to Ticketmaster.com. This show, I believe, will sell out, and I'm very happy about that. We're going to do some more dates. And Friday and Saturday, October 11 and 12, I'll be in the Comedy Cabaret working on material in Doylestown. Friday's sold out, and I should check the counts because Saturday might be sold out too. I don't know.
Comedy Cabaret. Hate that guy.
Yeah, he's.
We forgot to play the Gary song.
Oh, damn it.
I knew we got to keep going here. So, most people know the Radio Wizard's officially out. We haven't seen him since the big announcement a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, no, you couldn't be less interested.
There was a very weak hello in the hallway when I did see him. We passed each other.
There's nothing there.
But anytime I see him, he's all smiles.
The last time he came down to the studio to say we had the big meeting with Scott, and at that point we did not know the Tim Sabian thing was going down.
Yeah.
He said, "No, it's really good news."
Yeah.
That was the last
for him.
That was the last time we talked. That was 2 weeks ago.
He doesn't have to deal with us anymore.
And this guy Jeffrey Knight on Twitter put together a little Gary Is Gone song.
Oh.
It's all about the songs these days. The listeners are all about it.
Jefferson Knight.
What did I say, Jeffrey?
I think so.
Jefferson Knight on Twitter.
Thank God Gary's gone. Thank God Gary's gone. Gary's gone. The radio wizard was a joke to me. He's finally gone. He's gone. Tim Sabian is here. He'll turn the show around now. He'll get shit done. There'll be no trash on the ground now. Baldy is finally gone. About fucking time now. So grab your trophy and get the fuck out. So get the fuck out.
Not bad.
Not too shabby. A little shoehorn in there with Tim Sabian.
Not bad. Did Scott and Todd do a parody song yesterday or today? We played yesterday's.
I'll find out.
All right. And I see the participation trophy still in the studio.
He has not come in to take it. Again, I think very insulted that he's being offered a trophy that says world's greatest secretary.
Secretary. Well, you should put that at a place of pride and distinction.
World's greatest anything is flattering, don't you think?
So.
All right. So he should come down and get it. Should be a good sport and take his participation trophy.
Bastard.
Yeah. All right, we'll break and get into some other shit. I just saw Pete Corielli walk by.
Is that who that was?
Yeah, he should come in and say hi.
What ads?
Was he doing?
Get him on the show?
Doing Pete Dominic or something?
Is he doing Pete Dominic show?
I think so, but we can get him on.
Yeah, we'll have him come in and say hi. What the hell? He's a good dude, funny dude.
He's a very funny guy.
And we got Stalker Patty stopping by for her annual visit?
Christ.
Oh my God!
What the hell?
Even in emoticons, she's infuriating. Travis was like Google chatting or something, and he said, "Okay, Patty, you're all set for tomorrow." And she sent him this giant smiley face emoticon, like that took up the whole window. And Travis just looked at me like, "Look how big the fucking smiley face that she sent me is."
Exactly.
She's using valuable vacation minutes.
Yes.
To come in here though, so
she gets minutes on the week. Good for her. Can't wait to hear what her newest fucking problems are. Last time she was here, she was talking about that free checkup that her cat was getting.
Right.
And I do want to ask her about that because we fucking ragged her so badly about how it was going to be a ripoff.
Right.
And it was a ripoff.
Oh, you know.
What was a ripoff?
Remember, she was all excited because they offered her.
I got a postcard for a vet that's here in the area, and it's a free checkup for my cat, so I'm gonna go. And we're like, Patty, that's how they get you in there. And then she's like, she was on Facebook, and she said something like, "Hi, my cat needs," and it's like some fucking thing the cat needs, or it's gonna die.
Of course.
And it's like $1,000. Like, Patty, no, that's how this guy fucking works. Yeah. So I want to see how that turned out, if she got fucking rooked or listened to everybody's fucking advice and didn't pay the guy.
Well, she's great. I mean, let's be honest with each other. She's amazing.
Dunce.
And we'll learn another little tidbit
sure.
about her pathetic life.
Surely.
But she's really happy.
Good.
We could all learn from Stalker Patty.
Most people with limited mental capabilities are happy. See ya.
The Opie and Anthony Show. On Sirius XM. Sirius XM. Sirius XM. Yeah, this is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Wow, it was good. Oh, baby, when you wow.
Better than Ezra.
Very good.
Right?
Yeah.
And they sounded like the Toadies, so.
Little chat.
Uh-oh.
It was good. Oh, baby, when you wow.
Yeah. This is, what are we doing? Some 90s stuff, E-Rock?
We're doing alt-rock 1995.
Nice. I like it. Well, you know. Out of the 80s. I had,
You did?
I had finally gotten around to GTA 5 last night.
Nice. And?
Finally.
So it was a bad copy from Laszlo?
Look, I don't know what the fuck is going on at my house. I bought a new copy, right?
Yep.
And I put it in, and it was pulling the same shenanigans.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. And it was two separate Xboxes in my house. So how is it doing the same thing with two separate? So I kept futzing with it, and it finally loaded.
Because isn't it hard to get a bad copy these days?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Unless
so
you do something to
Vinny.
the copy and scratch it up or whatever.
Yeah.
But besides that, I would imagine it would be really hard to get a bad copy out of the box.
I think so.
Anyways.
I gave the copy to Vinny. my old copy, and he told me, he goes, oh, it booted right up.
Wow.
It's not even a fucking issue. So I have to wait until fucking, the new Xbox comes out. But I was able to play it. Finally loaded.
Okay.
And I was playing, and I ran through a few missions. I can't get enough of the black gentleman in the game.
I know why.
Lamar, and what's the other guy's name?
Franklin?
Franklin? No, I know, right? I was thinking that. The dialogue between the two are hilarious.
I feel like it's realistic language.
It's very realistic language. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious. And what I spent hours driving around as Franklin in the nice neighborhoods, and I would get out and just beat the shit out of white people. I got to tell you, it's fun. Yeah. I got to tell you, I kind of get it.
It's enjoyable,
now.
Huh? I get it now.
I just walk up to white people and start punching them and kicking them and beating them down.
Finally, you're seeing the other side for what it is.
I found it very entertaining. For hours, I was driving through the nice neighborhood, just fucking up white people.
That rules.
It was great.
Did you do the Facebook mission? They're talking about that on the news today.
No, I ran through.
They're basically saying this part of the game, you could pretty much blow up, the creator of Facebook.
Oh, really?
It's not really called Facebook in the game.
You can't really tell. It's kind of a mixture of
but everyone
Steve
knows
Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're basically saying it's Facebook.
Yeah.
It's an awesome mission.
And what? The guy answers the phone and then he blows up? Because that's the still I saw in the paper today.
Yeah, you break into this company's building.
Right.
And then you have to put a chip in the phone.
What's that?
Yeah. And then you have to go back to your house.
Yeah.
You turn on the TV so you can watch his big unveiling, his keynote address.
Right. Okay.
And then he takes out the phone to show you what he's working on.
And you're watching.
And then you call the phone from your phone, and he goes, I got a call. And he puts it up to his head, and it blows him to smithereens.
So that's Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
So why are they saying it's Zuckerberg on the news today?
Because when he's talking, there's like social networking language. He's introducing it like Steve Jobs does,
right?
But the product is more closely.
Do you think they mixed it like that so you couldn't say it with really one or the other?
Absolutely.
Well,
fuck yeah.
They're getting really smart.
Oh, yeah.
Because now, to keep it going, everyone's talking about this one particular mission on the news.
They don't want to
get
it.
It was in our paper today.
And it's funny, you could tell, too, because all the people report, like, that's a really early mission.
Yeah.
So all the people who are outraged just haven't gotten that far in the game yet.
Oh, by the way, I started as the black guy driving around in the crappy neighborhood, because that's kind of where you are.
Right.
And I got out, and I saw, like, this other black guy hanging out, and I punched him in the face, and two other black guys ran over, started beating me, and then I was stabbed to death.
Why?
That's when I realized I'm going to go to the white neighborhood and just hit up the white people.
Where there's no gang black on black crime?
They don't do it. They run and go, oh, leave me alone.
Did you shoot any of them?
Yeah, I shot some white people, too.
Was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun. There was some woman, and she was running away, and I just stopped, aimed, and fucking shot her in the back. It was a pisser.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. And I can't tell you how many cops I fucking shot last night. Oh, my God.
I shot my fair share of police officers in that game, too.
They pull up out of nowhere, car after car. They're fucking piling out, and you just bam, 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 bam.
Well, you end up in a position where you have no other choice.
You just have to.
Yeah.
If it's me or them, that ain't a choice.
God, I'm going to have to put the game in.
Yeah, it's really good.
Not good for my OCD, though.
I don't think that's entertaining to start shooting people. That's not a good message to send.
You'd rather back into pools.
Yeah,
but that was an accident. But it did show the dangers of unsafe driving.
Yes, it did.
I was trying to escape the police, and instead of firing at them, I did the responsible thing, which was drive off the road and land at a jet ski rental place in the water, and wait for the cops to just drive by on the road.
Yeah.
Because why would they check the jet skis for a car in the water?
Yeah. I also went to the house, my crib. I went to my crib, and I have the option, of course, to change clothes. What did I do? Changed right into a black hoodie.
I went
just because I wanted to wear one.
I went to the barber shop. And I got my black guy. I got him a mini afro and a beard like Rick Ross. With a mini afro.
Yeah, I didn't do it, and my partner keeps telling me what a fucking punk-ass nigga hairdo I got. And I look like shit, and I'm not getting any fucking bitches. So I got to go to the bar. I got to get to the barber shop myself.
The barber shop.
But man, it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Fuck yeah. Looks great. So many different options. I spent time just driving around in that, out the country,
out there, and there's fucking like hillbillies living there.
Yep.
I fell off drove down a cliff thing, and I ended up crashing into the front of a house.
Whoops.
And there was somebody on the porch, and I fucking killed him, and the whole family comes out to kill you.
So you haven't played as the white guy yet?
No, I've just been playing as the black guy.
So you haven't seen Danny Tamborelli?
Oh, no, I saw at the very beginning, your first kind of training mission, you see him where he's buying the car, and it's totally Danny Tamborelli.
He is all over. He got such a big part.
What a huge part.
Yeah.
And he's the dopey little fucking
awesome.
shithead brat kid of the crime boss guy.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. Fun fuck game. I love it.
This is Rohan Dawkins. He would go to GameStop on Lincoln Boulevard every week, give them $10 from his Home Depot paycheck. Finally, Tuesday, he saved enough to get the new game. He bought it, but police say he was followed into the parking lot by the husband and wife, where they robbed him right there and took the game.
Oh, didn't know one.
What?
And then one night.
Oh,
Basically, this is how hot this game is.
Oh, my
Probably
God.
should give it a little bit of a setup.
Oh, my God.
You got a mentally challenged man, and he had his game stolen.
Could I say
They fucking stole a retarded guy's fucking
yes.
video.
Because
Can
look
we
at
just
them.
play the video?
Because
Yeah,
look
please.
at them. Of course they did. Predatorial savages.
News Channel 5.
Off because this mentally challenged man
What happened?
saved up for weeks
I just
to buy
skipped
the
the
game.
news.
Barely got out of the store into the parking lot when police say this guy shows up, snatches the game away, and then his wife gets involved and starts punching and kicking
animals.
the mentally challenged man. Take a look at the video. This is Rohan Dawkins. He would go to GameStop on Lincoln Boulevard every
Yeah, those
week, give them
little dreads.
$10 from his Home Depot paycheck.
Oh, he
Finally,
works.
Tuesday, he saved enough to get the new game. He bought it, but police say he was followed into the parking lot by the husband and wife, where they robbed him right there and took the game.
Oh, didn't know one.
Oh,
And then one night.
Oh, my.
It wasn't nice that they did that to him, and it hurt him.
Big picture, it's a $150 game, but big picture, I'm sure to him, it was a very big deal. It's a very anticipated game.
What a fucking animal. To fucking how do you beat a guy up like that?
Both of them. The guy robbed him, and then the girl started punching
No,
him.
I say the punching is the worst.
And the women are worse than the fucking men. In a lot of instances, I see this. They will fucking punch people. Like, there is such a problem in the black community with the fucking women that just are fucking unbelievably uncivilized. I hate it. I see it too much. Stop trying to argue about it with me, too. I'm right!
Right of center, I'd say.
Well, any more left to the story?
More
What happened to
importantly,
these two?
I've never seen a black mentally challenged person before.
Very rare.
You've never worked with Keith Robinson?
Why is that rare?
I don't know.
I'm not even joking.
You don't see many. Not as many. I don't know why.
Well, you got to assume, again, 10% of the population.
Right,
You're not going to,
Right.
But you still think you'd see them more often. Like I don't think I've seen that many.
Also, can we pull audio from other channels yet?
Really depends.
R. Clockoff or something on Twitter writes, guys on EW, that would be Entertainment Weekly, I guess.
That's right.
We're talking about O&A around 8 a.m. Host thought O&A were laughing at him when he was walking by studio.
Oh, boy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could not tell.
Exactly.
Wait, what are you talking about?
One of the
hosts, I guess, walked by our studio, and he's so paranoid, he thought we were laughing at him.
You should laugh at him.
Who is he?
Wow,
He's picking on him.
E-Rock's right.
What happened?
He said that where?
On their channel.
Oh, on the air. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, did he
we
say
got
it?
spies.
E-Rock, why?
Oh, God.
Metallica.
What the fuck happened? Why did that pop up?
I went to SiriusXM's website and it started
And the
shouting
volume was
Enter
up.
Sandman at me.
Oh.
God, that's very intrusive.
Wow.
We're all excited to see Metallica tomorrow night at the Apollo Theater.
Well, I'm
but
glad they
we
think
get our
that
tickets.
language is appropriate.
if we
that
get our
type of
tickets, because I
volume.
can't stick around to get my tickets because I got to get my young son to school.
I can't either.
So hopefully someone can pick up my tickets for me.
Someone's got to pick up my tickets. And
E-Rock, how come
Jimmy's.
you don't like the guy?
Yeah, let's go back to E-Rock,
what's going on?
who's never opinionated.
No.
And I mean that.
You got to see this guy's profile. We're trying to get
handsome?
a photo. No.
Well, Sal is getting involved. Why, Sal? Go ahead.
I don't like the guy either.
Yeah.
Why?
He's creepy looking. His chin sticks out way too far from his face.
Well, your belly.
You know the Me, Myself, and Irene?
I get it.
Yeah.
I want to be on the same page with you right now. What?
Jim Carrey gets the plastic surgery
Yeah.
with the chin. That's exactly. He's got that ass chin. This guy.
Is he fat or skinny? I don't even know who he is.
He's like tall and lanky.
I have no idea who this guy is, and he thinks we're laughing at him.
Now, how was he saying that? Was he saying it nasty or just like they were laughing? You know, what was his tone when he said it?
I would like to hear it. Yes.
Yeah, it might not be anything.
Can we get the audio?
I can try.
Sal's running down the hall.
Sal's running.
Sal has a very, quite a masculine gait, if I may.
No.
Must have heard there was a full glory hole with no takers in the bathroom.
Jesus.
So he's going to go suck a dick.
I understood.
All right.
Oh, Kenny's got info. Kenny knows what's going on in the hallway.
Kenny knows everything.
He does know.
Those people aren't very cordial.
They're not, right?
That's the guy? I've never seen that guy in my life.
I've never seen him.
I'm going to tell you, his name's Dalton Ross, and he couldn't be a nicer guy.
He doesn't say good morning or hello.
Sam.
I've never seen the guy.
I talk to him fairly
Sam's
often.
building
I don't
a
know
bridge,
if I've ever seen. I wouldn't recognize that guy if he approached me in the street.
We weren't laughing at you. I've never seen you before.
Because he's being attacked right now for possibly saying that we might have been laughing at him.
Yeah.
We're not attacking him. I'm just saying.
E-Rock and Sal just destroyed
Well, they
him.
may have it, but then again,
well, yeah, let's find out what their problems
and Kenny
are.
don't like him, and Sam likes him. That means he's probably not a great guy.
Yeah. So what's wrong with this picture, Sam?
He wants the gig, so he's got to be nice to the people over there.
Because there you go.
Yeah.
Sam's sucking up to Pete Dominic now so he can get on that show.
That's right. Sam wants to be anywhere but here. He's just not happy with this arrangement.
They're judging him based solely on appearance, which means they haven't said one word to him.
No. They don't say hello in the morning. They walk around the long way to avoid the studio.
Why would they think that we'd be hostile? Where would they get that impression from?
I mentioned to their boss like that they're like not friendly in the morning.
Hey, boss. Yeah.
And
you tattletaled.
No, I'm friends with the guy.
Oh, okay.
Because I said, like, what's up with those people? They don't even say hello in the morning.
Oh, boy.
And it was told to me that they're intimidated.
Oh, all right. See that?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but they're trying. They probably don't want us to be mean to them.
Can we?
But that show's not going to last long anyway because their phones never ring.
Oh, how do you know their phones never ring?
We can see it from the booth.
Kenny is just a nosy body.
Can you give me I'm observant.
Time again?
Or that.
Huh?
Did the tweet
Around
say-
8, they said.
I can.
Most channels, most of these shows they could turn off and no one would care.
No one would really know.
Hey, kid, you know that clown that just, like, kind of is all creepy and shit and he stands there?
Yeah.
E-Rock, could you just go to their studio and just stand out there?
Oh, God.
Outside their studio and just stare at them for 1 minute and then just walk away?
60 seconds.
Please?
Okay.
All right. All right, go, Sam. Go with him.
Yeah,
okay.
you gotta
go with him. Just stare at him for 1 minute and then just walk away.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What are you pausing, Sam?
Going to make problems.
Yeah.
Are you worried about problems?
No, I'm not worried at all.
No.
I just know it's going to make
They're going to
problems. I
say
don't
like
care.
this.
Dude, if we get past the Troy Kwan situation, come on.
Who? The name that shall not be mentioned.
This is going to be all over now. There's been an elephant showing up outside of studios.
Is he doing it, Kenny?
Yeah, they're in the hallway.
E-Rock just staring at them?
Yeah.
For 1 minute?
Yeah.
And what are they doing? Can you see them?
No, I can see Eric, but I can't see.
They're just continuing the show right now, but Eric is just creepily standing.
Is the girl pretty who works there?
What was that?
She's cute, right, the girl?
Yeah, the host she is.
I think I've seen her.
How have I not seen
We don't know any of those
people.
I've probably seen her. I think I saw her walking towards the studio. What's her name? What's this little tomato's name?
Look it up for you.
I'm telling you, they take the long way around.
Yeah. We got a reputation.
It's
That
amazing
sucks.
the reputation. It's like we're the fucking nicest saps in the building if we like you.
We really are
If
nice
you're nice
people.
to us, we're
Bunch of
nice to you.
pussies we are.
We don't take
Yes.
shots at anyone, man.
You're friends with all the girls at the morning mashup?
Oh, all the ladies.
All the gals? Yeah, we like them.
Covino and Rich?
Yeah, Covino and Rich.
She is a Survivor winner and TV host Jenna Moraska.
Jenna Moraska, I've heard of her.
Which one is she? Did she have the curly hair?
She's got like straight hair right now.
Sam's
E-Rock's
coming back there.
E-Rock.
E-Rock is back in there.
Was it uncomfortable?
Now we got to repeat this. We got to wait now about, I don't know, an hour.
5 minutes.
It was so creepy.
Yeah, was it uncomfortable?
Because E-Rock positioned himself in a way to make sure that Dalton could see him.
Right.
Which meant he had to go into like an awkward corner where nobody would just stand.
You wouldn't just stand there.
Right.
And so he stood there and he just put his arms in front of him.
Right.
And just didn't smile, didn't frown, didn't look menacing, just stared.
Just stared.
For a full minute. And he said the whole time Dalton was like, all of them in the studio actually were looking at their papers. Like they'd look up for a second and they'd catch E-Rock's eyes and then look away again real quick.
Very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable.
When do we do it again? Wait about an hour?
Yeah, you gotta wait.
I think we kind of forced a break really fast over there.
They went to break? Are they going to complain now?
You got them talking about us?
No, they didn't say a word, but
No, I mean,
from
from
we came
the-
back in, we're listening on the delay. They're like, "Oh, let's just go to break."
Oh, really? All right, can we go back to the story of the black mentally challenged guy?
Sam's got to find the bit or the little
Yeah, you
part.
tell me, because I'm listening in one ear to their show at 8 o'clock.
In your rear?
No, just ear.
Your rear?
Ear, I said.
Oh.
Get up your asshole, right?
Oh,
Whoa.
Jesus, Chip.
Let's finish the news story on the GTA 5 that was ripped from the mentally challenged guy's hands by these two animals.
Okay.
And then he was punched about.
Poor feller.
Because it wasn't bad enough you take his shit. Now you got to punch him about.
Well, you always got to get violent.
You got to get a few shots in.
God.
To really make it hurt.
Behave.
Arrested just hours ago are Tommy Davis and his wife Adele Jones, charged with strong armed
different
robbery
names,
and then
what?
selling the game to someone else. Police say they offered to buy Rohan a new game when they were arrested today, but frankly, it was just too late then. The sad thing is Rohan right now still does not have that video game. The police telling us that that couple sold it to someone else, and they still haven't been able to track it down. Live in Delray Beach, Brian Enton.
How about you buy him a fucking game?
Where's Delray Beach?
Florida.
Get him a GTA 1.
I believe.
Yeah, it's
Won't notice.
Down there for a Lauderdale.
I can get him fucking Final Fantasy 2.
It won't matter.
Like, oh, this is great. Love this game.
He just lived the game.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They just lived the game.
Yeah, right? How come you want to go
kinda
play
cool.
a game, but you live the game?
That's kind of cool to live the
Hey,
game.
look at that.
Speaking of video games,
Yes.
any big Super Mario fans? Zelda fans?
Sex man.
I know it's E-Rock. That's why I'm looking at the screen right now. He's sexy and he knows
Sex
it.
man. That's ludicrous.
E-Rock, you got to be bummed today.
It is a sad time.
The ex-Nintendo president, developer of Super Mario / Zelda, dies of pneumonia.
Oh, no.
13th richest man in Japan. 13? Who beats him out?
In Japan?
In Japan, he's only the 13th? Or the world?
No, in Japan.
He was worth 2.1 billion.
It's a lot of yen.
How old was he?
Like 32.
Oh, I would have thought older.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. It was 90, right? Or something like that?
Oh, okay.
89, 90?
I hope so with that kind of money. You don't want somebody dying young with a fucking $2 billion.
Yes.
Only the good
dumb
die
Steve
young.
Jobs fucking refusing, trying to holistic shit. Go get the
dunce.
fucking radiation zapped into you.
Yeah.
He had so much money, he turned down all the retirement benefits and pension that the company was going to give him.
Oh, yeah, big whoop.
Wow, that's a nice
honorable.
guy. Yeah, exactly.
After he raised their coffers.
Right. Whatever it's called.
You want to...
Very honorable thing to do.
I think I might have something here.
Oh, okay.
He said she was pointing at his thyroid or his testicles.
What you got?
He wasn't pointing at his head.
Or his wallet.
You're poor.
You're dumb and broke. It's not even my fault. We wish you had a disease.
Stupid as well.
I wish I had something.
Broke.
I don't know.
That's not cool.
What'd you find?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Dalton said, I have to get something off my chest.
Dalton from fucking
Entertainment Weekly.
Oh, I thought
Can
it
we
was...
play it on our show?
Let's just play it.
Oh, yeah, let's play it. Where is this shit?
Let's play it.
I really got to. It happens every day. Every damn day, all right? I'm walking here to the office. And I walk by, I'll even tell you the block. I'll even tell you the corner. I'm talking northeast corner.
It's very specific.
Very specific. 48th Street and 7th Avenue. Okay? All right. Every single morning at about 6:45, 6:50 a.m., somewhere in there.
I'm picturing this block. I know exactly the corner you're talking about.
I'm right there. There's a guy on the corner.
Yep.
He's there every morning. And he has like a little stand with like a little black box.
I know exactly what you're going to say. He did it to me yesterday.
He's the homeless guy.
He does
This
it
has
to
nothing
me
to do with us.
every single damn day.
Explain what he does.
He goes, "Hey, big fella, can't you help the kids? Can you help the kids, big fella? Like the homeless, help the." He changed. Sometimes it's the kids. Sometimes it's the homeless.
Keep in mind, this is like 6 a.m.
Yes. So I'm unclear whether it's homeless kids or sometimes it's just kids and sometimes it's homeless or what.
Seem to be about us
So
at
this
all.
guy
Well, it
has
might be.
And every day I just sort of walk by him and say not today, or I sort of nod, or I just ignore him or whatever. But every
Maybe it
morning he
goes
keeps hitting
into-
me up. He's persistent. I give him points for that. But here's why I keep
Maybe
ignoring this
talking
guy.
about
Okay,
Miley.
because there is literally no signage whatsoever
Yeah.
for where this money is going. It is the sketchiest.
It's a black box.
It's literally a little black box. He doesn't even bother to put a name of an organization.
They're right, by the way.
anything.
I've seen these
It's just
guys,
like,
and I
give money to the
fucking
kids,
give
give
them. I
money to
shoot them a
homeless,
nasty
and
fucking
he's there.
look.
I'm like, this
I'll show
cannot
them.
be real. This guy.
You're lying. Hey, pretty lady.
As I was,
They're trying to get the
crossing
tourists.
street, and I was like, crap, there he is. So I started doing a diagonal, like, jaywalk across the street, trying to get away from his corner of the block.
English
He's like, hey,
Fez?
buddy! I was like, oh,
Who's that
got
guy?
me. He's like,
Yeah, I
you
was
got any
thinking-
change? And I was like, I don't have anything.
thinking
I actually
gay, but
don't
it's
have anything.
English.
He's like, we
Yeah.
take credit
Right?
cards. And I was like, come on. It's too early for this.
He is insistent and persistent, and because it's early morning here in New York City, there's not many people out. He can do that. He can yell you down.
Yep.
And the other day, usually I just say, and he just lets me go, and he goes on to the next guy. But then yesterday, he said,
Do we sound this
"Open
boring?
your heart, big fella.
When we
You need to
talk?
open your heart.
I don't
Life will
think
be
so.
better." And then I literally almost was like, going to go
squeezing
take him
the
on. I'm like,
laughs.
give me
I
all
hope so.
the information you have on this organization. I am going to put a tail on you, follow you and this black box, see where this money's
sounds
going.
sexy.
Because I know it's not going to kids or homeless
talking
people.
about us?
It's Bank of America. His account. That's where it's going.
Okay, so that's the first thing. Here's the second thing.
Yep.
I got to get off my chest. All
Oh
right.
boy. Oh,
So
strap in.
I come into Sirius XM every morning.
Okay, here it is.
Because I'm a nerd, I usually make my lunch, and as we've established, I eat like a 5-year-old, like literally peanut butter and jelly.
Lucky
and baby
you.
carrots. It's
That's
pathetic.
all I have up there.
It's pathetic. So I drop that off in the Sirius XM fridge. Okay, grab myself an orange juice. Okay, so that's my attempt to
I
stay
love
healthy.
that there's free juice here.
Got the free juice, already put it down, Tropicana 100%, felt good. So I get the juice at the fridge, then I walk down the long corridor to come here.
Yeah.
As you walk down that corridor, Opie and Anthony studios in front of you, right? So they're there, and I've noticed every once in a while they all seem to turn around and look at me and start laughing while they're on the air. It makes me very self-conscious. I don't like this at all.
You should go back and listen to them on demand and see what they're saying.
Well, I've thought about doing that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I don't like this at all. Like, I'm exposed. They've got a view. They're looking at me. Why are they laughing at me? So then again this morning, I noticed that they turn and they're laughing at me. I'm like these what is going on? But then I noticed, wait a minute. All this time that I thought they were looking at me and laughing at me, there's actually some TV monitors they have there.
Oh.
So I realized, no, they're not watching me. They're watching, whatever the Today Show or whatever, and they're making
Well,
fun.
now
of,
we have to laugh at them.
Matt Lauer. It's
Right.
not me at all.
Does that actually make you a little upset?
Well, this is just it. Was it me being so self-conscious and insecure that made me think they were talking about me, or was it my ego?
You actually kind of liked it a little
That makes
bit.
me think they're talking about me. I don't know.
You see how this is why we have to hear
Yes.
stuff, because the listeners send something in.
Yeah, I don't mind this guy at all.
No, it's
actually.
fine. And by the way, here's
This
the
break
beauty.
wasn't bad at all.
The beauty of him is that they chose those voices over Sam.
That's right. Holy
Yeah, they did.
shit.
They thought Sam,
your voice wasn't that good.
they liked your content, but your voice wasn't good.
Oh, man.
See, that wasn't a bad break at all.
Nah, it's fine.
No, I would talk about the fucking
They're-
dumb black guys that are on the corner trying to fucking steal money from the tourists.
Which is why it's funny that, like, you guys held judgment until you listened to the clip.
Yeah.
I said he was a nice guy, but now in the record books, Club Soda Kenny, E-Rock, and Sal have shitted on them for no reason.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, he's totally fine. And he even admitted we weren't laughing at him. So
No.
Yeah, he is fine looking.
But next time he comes by, you do just have to point right
No,
at him.
point,
and start laughing.
point at him and laugh.
Yeah, then we should like throw something.
No, see, Chip, that doesn't work.
now someone's saying that Conan is ripping off Jim Norton. We got spies everywhere
Conan
today.
the Barbarian with his physique.
And actually, you know what? Sorry, Jimmy, sorry. Actually, Mentality Mag is a great one to follow on Twitter. So he might be onto something. Could you go to his Twitter?
Yes.
Conan O'Brien reviews Grand Theft Auto 5. Conan stole Jimmy's clueless gamer bit.
I don't know if it's a bit.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't see Conan stealing from me.
Left trigger. All right, so now let's just kind of drive around, get a feel for it.
It was fantastic. This is actually how I commute to work.
You can also steal any car. If you see a car you like, you can jump out and then just steal it. Oops. Oh, nice. Yep. Oh, nice. All right, now get yellow to get his car. Nice. There you go, a little Mini Cooper.
Just crashing into
It
everything.
is funny to watch. Green to answer it.
Hey, Jim. I'm going for a drink with...
Dad, shit. I'm in our boat going down the west...
That's Danny Tamborelli.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a ripoff at all. It's just
anybody that plays that hasn't played, it's going to be funny.
I don't think it's a ripoff, but it does show you how funny that would have been if we had a TV
if
element.
we actually had a visual element, because Jimmy it was hilarious.
We did something, and now Conan gets. Again, Conan is Conan.
I lifted up my camera and Laszlo gave me a look.
Oh, well, that was.
And out of respect for Laszlo, I didn't film.
Oh, because it wasn't.
But too bad we couldn't have filmed that. And then
I should have filmed
it
it and then told Laszlo, you got my word, I won't put it out until the game is out.
But can you imagine if we had the
I
ability-
saw the look Laszlo gave me, and I'm like, all right, cool. He's really paranoid and nervous about shit getting out there.
But imagine if we had the ability to tape that, knowing that we'd put it out once the game was out.
Oh, it would have been great. That thing would have done unbelievable.
Or even to make it look like that with like the gameplay video and stuff.
Well, that's what I'm
actually
saying.
in the video.
That's what you tape that. I mean, like from the TV
Split
with just
screen
the
it.
audio.
Do we still
over
have an
the split
Xbox
screen.
here?
I think so.
This is what we
So
need.
why don't we try it again?
Because we'd have to capture. We don't have a method of capturing the gameplay.
Right.
Like that.
We don't have any
we
equipment
could-
here. We could make
but we
use
could
for
just
viral stuff.
we could just film it.
Yeah.
I don't want to force it either. Now it just feels like it's too
I
much.
know, you're right,
It was funny. Like
Crash
I
into
enjoyed it.
something, Jim.
Yeah.
That's how we'd be.
Then I-
Okay, Jimmy.
Then I would just be really good at it. Also, I'm an expert.
Kicking ass.
Quite honestly, Conan did it. So.
And Conan did it already.
Yeah,
he did
we
it.
can't rip off Conan.
But it would seem like that. You know what I mean? People who aren't familiar with our show would say, "Oh,
He's the only late night talk show host that has never really had any interaction with us.
Yeah.
I would love to know what that's about someday.
He probably doesn't know anything about us.
He's
nah, he's
gotta
from New York.
know.
He's out of New York.
Doesn't
in
have
Boston.
anyone on his show
Nah,
that
he's gotta
cares.
know, man.
Conan.
Like, we've all been on Fallon, Leno, and Letterman, and a lot of our guguys have been on all those shows.
Maybe
but
he's in
something with Conan, man.
I just found out a buddy of mine was fucking head writers for Kimmel. This guy Gary Greenberg, who I've known for years.
Wow.
He's a very funny, quirky comic and author.
Right.
And it's like, all right, that's one reason Kimmel's stuff is so like, you know what I mean? It's like you see like a kind of a weird thinking comic mind behind it. It's like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Conan, I think his head writer's a guy named Mike Sweeney, who is a fucking brilliant stand-up host here. At least he was for a long time.
In New York.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in years, but he was really funny.
Wow, people are lining up for the iPhone.
What?
Not really. I was here yesterday at the line.
They're lining up. They just showed video, Sam.
Wait, when's the new one coming out?
Today.
The new iPhone today.
Yes.
See,
iPhones.
That's how much I could give a flying fuck.
Oh,
these
that's
days.
nice talk.
I could give a flying fuck.
Oh, that's nice talk.
All the people online for it yesterday that were like sleeping overnight and everything, all of them sponsored.
Yeah.
All of them were there last year too.
What
Like,
about?
They're not real.
You know
What
what?
about the
How
Apple
much do they
5?
charge?
She wasn't there.
Companies ruin everything.
They do.
Yeah.
Because it was a thing to wait online, and then they have to get their fucking hands involved. Like, oh, well, let's sponsor this guy. And just takes away from the whole thing.
Yeah.
Of course, Greg Packer is there as always.
Is he?
Yeah.
How much do you think he gets paid to do that?
I don't know, but there was some kid who was there for like 14 days.
And what? But he has a shirt on.
Of course, they all
so
have
he
shirts
wasn't
on.
going to be there 14 days.
For the phone. He
Not
wasn't there
only-
for the phone. He was
Right.
there
It's
for
a
the
it's a company that
publicity.
said, look, you know, it's probably an intern or something said, hey, you're going to wear a shirt for 14 days. The media is going to pick up on this and eventually talk to you.
And not only is it
it's garbage.
they're getting one guy to wear a shirt, but they're now blocking off. There's like the first 6 people in line are all wearing the same shirt, and then the next 6 people in line are wearing a different shirt.
See,
and it's like it
and
wasn't
those
even
guys
worth-
would never be waiting online if
It's
they
not a
weren't.
thing. It's not a good thing.
Right.
It
It's some
stinks.
dumb marketing thing.
They were
now.
there last year. They got the phone last year.
Right.
And they were sponsored last year, too.
So you think the phone will be sold out, of course, because Apple won't ship it? That's another thing Apple does. Stop with the fucking predictable, oh, we don't have enough, sorry.
Yeah, we just underestimated.
Yeah, they want to make a buzz about it instead of serving it.
We underestimated how hot this phone would be.
Did you fucking 10
So
years
you're going to have to
running?
wait 10 days now.
Because in the studio,
it's all garbage.
Yeah, you fucking cronut fucking ideology.
There are 2 Apple fanboy queers in this room.
Yeah.
Who did not know the phone was coming out today.
Yep.
Like, Apple is very slowly losing certain people because these fucking douchey lateral. I'm listening to Opie talk about the Notebook. I'm like, you know what? Maybe that would be a fucking fun phone to try. Oh, the Note.
It's big, though.
Why not?
But I was out with my old pal, Buzzy, who I've known since I was 18, and... God, that Note looks great.
But it's like something
and
to think
go,
about.
can I have it for a second? I want to see if it just fits in a pocket nice. Because in the end, that's all you care. That's all you care about, if you can put it in a pocket nice.
The online store is already estimating 7 to 10 days before they can ship the new iPhone.
I don't know, we underestimated the demand for this thing.
What fucking cunts. Why can't you ship it faster?
They're really...
Bullshit.
That company, mark my word, is going down, down.
What about the China deal?
I'm so mad.
Even with the China deal, I'm starting to think, whoa. I'm not saying anything outrageous, but I'm telling you, they're now going to fuck up everything.
They are just, again, they keep doing the same shit that worked a few years ago.
Thank you. All that shit did work. But it's not working anymore.
Yeah, keep cock teasing the technology, dummies. Their stock almost fell in half when this fucking twat Tim Cook took over.
Yeah.
That's a big... All right, stock goes up and down.
Huge drop.
7-something down to almost 390 again?
They got to reinvent themselves a little bit.
Fucking assholes.
A little bit.
What's on this new phone? The fingerprint thing is pretty cool.
The fingerprint password.
The processor in it is crazy. It's as powerful as
one
the
they should have had this time, but they didn't.
But the fingerprint thing is going to be on everything within probably 2 years.
But yeah,
It's
easily.
probably going to be the way you start your own damn car.
So now your fingerprint thing, it's like, all right, I'm gonna fucking go to Facebook.
Right.
And instead of logging in, fingerprint.
Right.
That's the name of the game here.
Eventually.
Right
now, it's just to unlock the phone.
Right now, it's just to unlock the phone. Who gives a shit?
Will that be easier?
That'll be everyone's password.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, is that easier or hard? I guess it's harder to steal, but what if you have a picture of somebody's... Will people be able to get a graphic image of your fingerprint?
No, you have to actually touch the physical phone.
But
not
there'll
the screen.
always be a workaround.
It's not a scan.
But somebody will figure it out. There's always a workaround.
Now
but the
what's gonna
fingerprint's
happen-
going to be pretty damn tough.
Here's what's going to happen now. Someone's going to punch in your face, take your
What?
iPhone, nip your thumb off, and run away with it, and then fucking...
So there's going to be a lot of people walking around without thumbs.
Thumbless people.
Absolutely.
Just so they could unlock the
But
phone
it might
and
not
change
be the
everything.
thumb. It might be a combination of your fingers. You could go like...
Now, okay, then take the fucking hand.
Take all your hands
Then
and
the
try
hand
everyone.
goes.
Plink, plink, plink,
Yes.
plink.
And there's also a much better camera on it.
Of course. One they could have put here, too. But again, make another lateral movement instead of inventing something. Shitheads.
A camera that can fully take advantage of the new camera software.
4K? Because I hear 4K.
No, there's
I don't know if it
trees.
costs that much.
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm trying to upgrade for the new millennium.
Uber racism.
4K.
I just got a
KKK.
I just got a delicious treat.
What was
I
that?
got to share it with everyone.
Oh, no.
Had a little something going on in my mouth, so I went for the pick and just peeled an entire layer of skin out of my mouth.
God damn it.
Why?
Just a nice, wonderful treat that came out of nowhere.
You're like Brundle Hughes. You're just like peeling pieces off of
No,
yourself.
it wasn't like, no.
Your athlete's foot.
No pain or any of that shit. It was
Skin.
just, little skin was hanging, and I went for the peel, and it just peeled the whole bunch of stuff right off.
I don't know. It just, to me, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
It's those wonderful surprise...
it's the small moments.
It's the small moments in life. Wow.
Oh, God. Now
Do you think you're getting just a little something and just whoosh,
You're going to try to recapture the moment and fucking...
like a sheet of
leave
skin.
A
A sheet of skin
gash.
just came off.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then it dislodged cleanly, all
that
nice. Then I swallowed it.
Oh, yuck. Why did you eat it?
The bit needed a punchline. Wasn't that great. I needed to punch it up a little bit. For the people that really are concerned, and I know they care, I did not eat the pizza last night. Thank you.
Oh, right.
Oh, they care. Yeah,
What about
I've
Fruit
heard.
Loops?
They're
Or,
tweeting
what
about it
uh,
all the time. No, last
Lucky
night.
Charms.
Last night, I finally was able to do it. I went to Yasuda, which is this wonderful sushi joint in New York City that Anthony Bourdain turned me on
What's
to
it called?
personally. Yasuda.
You like it? It fits me pretty good. Huh?
I thought you actually cared. and then I came home.
I got a fucking $1 million settlement afterwards.
A lawsuit. Oh, call me a
Yasuda?
You
Yeah, I
fucking,
did.
you tickle me.
And then I got home around 10 o'clock. Had a couple beers with my old pal. Catching up. Had
Tying
some
one
sushi.
on.
Not really. I was telling you about that earlier. I'm just not into drinking anymore.
Yeah.
A few beers here and there, maybe, but like we went and got wine, a glass of wine. I'm sipping it. I'm like, yeah, I don't like wine anymore. I've decided. And I used to love it. Anyway, then I get home and there's 2 fucking boxes of pizza right on the kitchen counter. Everyone's asleep.
Oh, man.
It's 10 o'clock and I'm like, here you go. Just go
one.
to bed.
Just one slice.
Just go to bed.
Have a slice. Work it off tomorrow.
And then I tweeted the picture that just said, don't do it. Go to bed.
Go to bed.
And there were a lot of concerned people out there, and also a lot of assholes.
Were people
saying,
supportive?
just do it. No, of course not.
They weren't.
Do you ask your wife why she's getting pizza? Like, do you say, like, you can't do this? You can't order pizza. Order yourself a slice or order a few and then throw it down
It's
the
not like
dumpster.
we have pizza every day in the house, but it was sitting there tempting me.
It tasked me.
It certainly did. But for the people that really are following along, I just went to bed. Although I did go in the cabinet and I just had to see if it was still there.
What?
The Lucas Charms?
The Lucky
I
Charms.
just had to see if there was a box of Lucky Charms that was there.
You really like them Lucky Charms.
Dude, I'm like a fucking drug addict. I start shaking. I'm like, just go to bed.
They are tasty.
They're so good.
But they're not.
There's
they're not
nothing
that
better
good.
than eating right before you go to bed.
Yeah, they're pretty goddamn good when you just that first giant spoonful where you got to make the sound. Yeah, good stuff.
There's another cereal that I can't help but eat.
Sugar Pops? Captain Crunch?
Ooh, we're going to guess?
S'mores.
Frosted Flakes?
What would be the other cereal?
Kashi.
Fruity Pebbles?
Special
Cocoa
K.
Pebbles?
Fruity Pebbles is nice.
Cheerios.
Cheerios.
Kicks.
This is a popular one.
Honeycomb. You went to the Honeycomb Hideout.
This is a pop culture
Cinnamon
one.
Toast Crunch.
Holla! Yeah!
See that?
CTC.
That's my second go-to.
So good.
Is that healthier? you
No.
think? Fuck.
No.
Oh, no.
It's covered in
Why?
sugar. And
But cinnamon is not like
Yeah,
sugar.
but the sugar part is. Damn it. It's not just cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon really does suck without the sugar part.
Horrible.
It really does.
And Cinnamon Toast Crunch is basically sugar with a dash of cinnamon.
God, do
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's my second go-to.
It is lovely.
You like that too, Jimmy?
Of course.
You don't like shredded wheat?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is
Or
amazing.
Wheaties?
And then you drink the fucking milk afterwards, and you kiss a girl, and you get dry milk breath.
Nice.
Do you buy milk at Jubilee?
I only buy lactate, fat-free milk, and that's where I
Anti-Semitic.
get it.
Their milk is leaky.
What?
This is way too local.
Oh, is it
Our
that
supermarket has leaky milk.
on the rack? You pick it up and it's just fucking
Well,
sitting in a puddle of milk.
You see that?
Yeah.
So then I make sure that doesn't happen when I grab mine, and then I take it home, and guess what? I got the milky, leaky
It's
spot
leaky?
in the fucking kitchen.
What's going on?
So we constantly have to pour our stupid milk into pitchers. I don't know what. What is going on?
A pitcher.
Do they
Like
got to
old
update
days.
the milk carton? Is it getting too soggy or something?
I don't know.
It's
I
probably
don't.
sweating on the outside. I don't know, actually.
No, this is actual milk,
Maybe
and
someone's
it's a big
fucking
pile.
gorillas transporting it.
Like my
Rolling
old
it on the
TV.
floor.
Like my old TV.
Yeah, like your TV, they're rolling the milk in.
See, I never claimed to be an actual tough guy. Because when it comes right down to it, I'm a fucking pussy. These guys rolled in a $500 at the time TV into my old brownstone.
Big old tube television.
It weighed, in all fairness, about 200 to 300 pounds. Old school.
Yeah.
And this is not that long ago. 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
And these guys, these animals, rolled my TV into my house, and I didn't say a fucking word. I
needed
just
3
accepted that's
people.
how it was going to be delivered.
I needed 3 people to move my 38-inch. I had a 38-inch tube television with the back that fucking went out 5 feet and shit. And it took 3 people, one on each corner of the front and one holding the back thing that came off. because it was so heavy. And then me and Vinny hung the
Vinny and I.
Me and Vinny hung the 90-inch television, and really it was nothing.
What are the new TVs?
Nothing.
I saw it when I was in LA. There's a new, because 1080 is the one now. This is 4K.
4K, motherfucker.
Yeah, I want to get one of those.
That's it. I'm waiting for 4K. Because,
is that what you were talking about before? You said 4Ks? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to get a 3D projector for the theater.
Jesus.
I'm upgrading to 3D projector.
And 4K is good
and I'm
for
getting 4K.
4K is good for 3D, right? It's already 3D ready.
Oh yeah. It's you're getting 4,000 pixels instead of 1080p.
Me and my manager were talking. He's like, "You should
Amazing.
sell your old TV." I'm like, "Dude, it's a fucking 7-year-old plasma. The picture's beautiful, but it's not as good as a 4K picture."
Yeah,
I give you $30 for it.
Looks
Yeah,
astounding.
I'll fucking take it.
Speaking of 3D, my buddy last night was telling me that they're re-releasing, I guess, The Wizard of Oz in 3D?
In 3D.
I didn't know about this until he told me last night, but they're only doing it for a week or two?
Gays are thrilled.
But it was really tough to turn that movie into 3D, and they're only going to throw it out there on the IMAX for a week?
Yeah.
Well, then you know what they're going to do after that? They'll put it on 3D Blu-ray, and then they'll make their money that way.
Needed the money.
But fuck, man, if they'd spent all that time, I would love to go to an IMAX and see that in 3D.
Yeah.
I saw Jurassic Park. It was okay in 3D. It's got to be shot in 3D for it to work.
That's true. You need the right.
You have to.
I don't know. I think The Wizard of Oz in 3D would be kick ass.
Yeah, maybe they can do something cool with it.
I wish my kid was a little older.
They're remaking that with fucking with Gwyneth Paltrow.
You should have picked a different actress.
I know I should have. I couldn't think of anyone.
That would look ridiculous.
Yes, she's
Gwyneth Paltrow.
She's playing Toto.
We should take a break because we got a very special guest outside the studio.
Yeah. Oh, who is it? I'm actually surprised we were able to pull this off.
It's pretty amazing.
Oh.
We'll just leave it at that.
I can't wait.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Wow.
Bush.
Bush was pretty big in those 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Let the rain.
I don't think they got enough credit for their songs.
Yeah?
Because the girls were just... Remember we saw Bush?
Oh, my God.
Somewhere up there in the Boston
Worcester
area.
Centrum, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
And I was a big Bush fan back then. I really liked their songs a lot. And they had a lot of hits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is going to be... We got to go to a lot of concerts, but that one I was really looking forward to. And I remember sitting on the side of the stage, like in the audience, but on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty close to the stage. And you were sitting right next to me. I think we brought our girls at the time. And I was so pissed off because the girls
all you'd hear
just were screaming the whole time because he's a sexy devil, I guess. And I was thinking to myself, fuck, I really want to hear these guys. It didn't matter how well they played because these girls weren't paying attention to anything.
No, they just wanted Gavin.
I don't know. I just feel like they should have got a little more credit for their music than they did in the end.
They had signs. All the girls were holding
Remember?
signs about how they loved Gavin.
Oh, my God.
I want Gavin.
Anyway, we got a very special guest outside the studio.
We do. Yeah.
For the record, we never played the Billie Jean King, Bobby Riggs thing that we started the show off with.
Well, we'll assume...
Years later, they're saying Bobby Riggs had to pay off some debts, so he purposely lost so some gamblers would make a few shekels.
He trued a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck him.
Let's bring in our... Oh, Troy is right outside.
No.
Troy Kwan.
What if you're opening the door? What?
We're getting to our special guest, and then we just...
Troy!
No.
Hi!
We got a guest to bring in, and we'll bring them in, and that'll be that. No.
What?
No.
He's waving back, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Close the curtain.
Close the curtain. We're not playing porn.
It's all fine. It's all fine. We're just bringing in the special guest. We don't want to leave our guest waiting.
We'll talk to him about his new tats.
No. It's no big story. He's gotten tats before. It's really boring.
All right.
I love that Stalker Patty is talking, and everyone has their heads down, and they're not paying attention, but it doesn't stop her. She continues talking.
Well, she could do that in here now, too, because we'll all just not listen.
Our special guest.
Let's bring her in.
Stalker Patty.
It's Stalker Patty, ladies and gentlemen.
The most pathetic person we have met over the years.
Yeah.
But she doesn't think so, and I
Patty.
love that about her.
Look at Patty.
Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty.
We've known you for 18 years.
How's your lump?
Oh, getting there.
What happened? Wait a minute, it's gone?
Yeah.
Well, no, I still got it. I could still see it. It's like over here.
Oh my God! Right on
Yeah.
the Adam's
Did they
apple.
slit your
If you
throat?
had an Adam's apple.
Yeah, they did.
They slit your throat?
Well,
Not
yeah,
deep
they're
enough.
going to get the thyroid, half the thyroid out.
Oh, God. So what did they do? They pulled out your thyroid gland?
Yeah, just half of it.
Patty,
half
half of
that had
it?
the lump on it, but it was benign.
You don't age. You've
10.
But the thing is,
Bingo.
they couldn't tell
Right.
when it was still in there. They had to take
Right,
it
I
out to
forgot she
find
doesn't
out it was
listen to anybody.
benign. So I got half the thyroid.
benign. To
Like pulling
find out
teeth.
it was benign.
When did you have that done?
June 5th.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, only 3 months ago.
You feel okay?
Yeah.
Patty.
I don't even need medications,
Yeah.
Synthroid, nothing so far because my blood results are fine.
They're all good over there. How did you know you had the thyroid thing? You felt a lump?
Yeah, well, the doctor was doing a routine exam and just found it, by because they feel your throat, and he said, "I feel something there."
Oh,
and,
boy.
that's how they found it.
Jesus.
Where's the scar?
He said, no way it's cum.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't suck
Oh,
any
I'm
dick.
fine.
Oh, I'm fine.
I was going to say, Patty, we've known you for 18 years. You don't age. You've looked 60 for 18 years.
Yeah.
But you don't age.
Well, I
kind of
take
looked
care
old
of
for your age
myself.
back in the day, but now you're looking good.
You always looked old for your age.
But
older than your age.
But you haven't she hasn't aged since
But
then.
she's
It's
just,
creepy.
Yeah, state of complete fucking suspended animation.
You were as much a delight today as the day I met you.
Yes. I could have recommended a good doctor to
Okay.
cut that out. Elzar Cowie.
All right.
Oh,
Yes, the
Patty.
Los Cetas said they're going to help take out my thyroid lump.
My thyroid.
Yes, it took me to a field.
That was, could you talk afterwards?
Well, I was hoarse for about 2 months, and then it went away. That was all.
When are you getting married to Fez, or did they drop that bit?
Weren't you and Fez getting married at some point?
No, it didn't work. It wasn't meant to be. We're happier being free.
Wait, how did that bit end, Sam? Do you know?
How did that bit end?
Yeah, he's happy.
Fez
how
was,
he
I
is,
guess,
and I'm happy
I
how
guess
I
he's a
am.
gay man, but I'm not sure if he's had any gay sex or whatever. I don't know.
Believe it
was
or
going to
not-
marry Patty for the radio,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
And then they were going to have to live together, I guess.
I know when it comes to Fez, this is going to be tough to believe.
Right.
But I think it just kind of trickled out with no real payoff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It just kind of...
Because to keep the bit going, you need one of the... you need to talk about it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
For the record, I was laughing at something else I saw. I didn't hear what you said.
The guy from Entertainment Weekly Radio that
That's
was walking
exactly
by?
it.
You were
That was
laughing at
him?
No. He
No.
was laughing, though, so I assumed it was
What
him.
happened?
What happened?
Yeah, I was laughing at what you said about Fez. I just didn't want to cop to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember we were just talking about what we should put on the podcast next week?
Yes.
Joshua in Texas nailed it. It has to be the best of Stalker Patty.
That's a good one. Make it Stalker Patty centric.
What are you going to do with the other 55 minutes? Oh, shit, Patty. Oh, shit. No, he didn't.
I don't know
All
how
right.
to download the podcast. Can I do it through an app on my phone?
Yes, what you got to do
Sounds
though
like a commercial.
is you wet
Bad
your
acting.
fingers, and there's those things in the wall, and you jam your fingers in there, and the
That's very good
podcast just
advice.
shows up
I'll
on your
take
phone.
that advice. Okay. Yeah, I already figured out Pal Talk Free, and I put that on my
No,
phone.
you just say stuff that no one cares about.
It's our life.
It's
been that way
unbelievable.
always.
What kind of phone do you have?
I had
Jitterbug.
a Galaxy. I got it for Christmas 2 years
Who
ago.
gave it to you?
Aw.
A man?
A guy?
A gentleman?
I have
Did you
an
earn it
older
with your mouth?
foster brother in New Jersey,
Oh, no.
and he gave it to me for
Here
my
it comes.
I
birthday.
never
for
want a
Christmas.
foster brother.
Here it
No.
comes.
For the people
I don't
out
want a
there,
foster
I don't
brother.
want a foster brother, and if I did, I wouldn't call him my foster brother.
My foster
That just
brother.
puts you in a bad situation before you even have a relationship. Isn't he just like your brother, sort of, like, that lived in the house too and was abused?
But not for long. Yeah, was he abused too? Did your foster father walk in on him when he was bathing?
Oh, I don't know. He was 9 years older than me. They had their own lives when they're that much older.
So did he get a little piece of you too?
Adult.
Like dear old dad? Did he do anything?
No.
Oh.
No, not sexually.
Let me ask you, when you were laying on the couch, though, honestly, would you ever feel like when you were laying on the couch, you didn't like him laying next to you and cuddling you? That was kind of creepy.
Well, I don't know. At 11, 12, you kind of want to be by yourself.
That's true. And he would lay behind you and just kind of cuddle close and fall asleep.
But when I think about
Did
it,
you feel his hardness?
The person, that, his sister in Massachusetts didn't have a lot of space.
Well, I know, but there wasn't that little space.
Really.
That's you're very optimistic.
Fucking rod had to be pressed against your ass.
This was not an issue of geometry and space. This was, but you would kind of feel impressed against your backside. You didn't like it, right? Kind of. It's all right.
Let's talk about finally, Patty.
Well, I wasn't comfortable, no.
But now, would he have pajama bottoms on?
Yeah, I had just PJs on, like footsies or something.
I
very
can't
young.
What would he have on?
He just had his regular pajamas on.
And he would hug you. Now, would he kiss your neck a little bit?
No, he didn't do that at all.
Was there a hatch?
Not at all.
Was that little hatch on the back of your...
No contact, no.
But you'd feel him against your buttocks through the pajamas, though.
Unbutton ass fucker.
Yeah.
But would you feel him through the pajamas? Not naked, though. I mean, but through the pajamas. You had to.
No,
You feel a little
I don't
lump?
remember.
Little
Well,
twitch.
think about it.
Something twitching.
All I know is I didn't like his smell because he smoked, so I wasn't exactly
You didn't like his
comfortable
breath,
with that.
right? Or his breath was awful?
Well, yeah, when you smoke, you smell all over.
So would he ever, when he would lay behind you, would he wrap his arms around you?
No.
He would had to. He would
had
cuddle
to.
you.
I don't think so. I don't remember that.
Where were his arms then?
Yeah, what did he
Laying
fucking
there?
put him
You
over
just
his head like he was...
like go to like that.
She put them
you
on
know.
her face like he was sleeping. Like it looked like the fucking poster the Elephant Man had in his room. A photo of a normal boy sleeping.
Was there any rubbing? As he was trying to get comfortable? Because, there's not a lot of room on the couch.
No,
You gotta
find a spot.
kind of rub around a
No.
little bit and try to find your
Not at
spot.
Yeah.
Did he ever take your hand and pull it back a little bit?
No.
Come on, what are you lying for?
He never touched me.
You had
No.
you were like Streisand and
Whoa,
nuts.
you said he never touched me. Hold on. I caught that.
Oh.
He never touched me. Meaning,
No,
you touched him.
He didn't do.
Did he touch others?
So he never touched me?
Were there
or he
stories
never
of
touched me?
Right, were there stories of him touching others?
I don't know.
Okay. Can we put you under hypnosis?
Oh boy.
He said nothing really happened. He didn't think anything did.
No, I want to
either.
put you under hypnosis. I know it's kind of a hack bit, but
didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, you
That's how we got all this information.
Yeah, the hypnotist fell asleep.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was
She's
really
even boring under.
Yeah. It was very long and very boring, but we did manage to get this colonel
Who
finally.
was there that day that was so mad at us? Because they didn't want
Somebody with ears.
But we were spending a lot of attention on her than a comic or something.
Yeah, it was definitely a comedian.
Oh, sounds like a treat.
Bobby? Voss? Joel McHale?
No, it's
Richard Pryor?
The dude with the glasses.
Ari?
Does a lot of cartoon voices.
Dude with the glasses?
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Cartoon voices.
Does
older guy. Oh, help me out.
Colin Quinn?
No. Shit, this is not good.
Oh.
Jimmy.
Boy, no help from Pal Talk.
I think he's from San Francisco originally. Fuck.
Greg Proops?
Greg Proops. For the win.
D-Rod.
I think he might have been in that day, and we were so into the hypnosis thing with Patty, I think he didn't really get a lot of airtime, and I think he was a bit frustrated by that whole thing.
Oh, well.
It happens.
Sorry. My apologies to
Patty,
Greg.
what happened to your cat? Last we talked to you on the phone,
Patty.
you got a little postcard in the mail that you could take your cat in for a free checkup.
You
and
know-
we warned you at the time that that's going to lead to something.
Yep.
That it was some kind of scam.
I never did go back to him. Instead, I went to the vet around the corner for
But you went.
shots. and
Hold
it
on,
was-
hold on. Did you go to him originally?
Well, the first time for the free checkup.
Okay, then why didn't you go back?
I didn't go back because he was trying to sell me other things, but I went to the vet around the corner for only a quarter of the price. He did another checkup, plus he gave us shots and everything, all for under $50.
And what did the other guy want?
200.
$200, and he said that what? The cat needed something. He was sick. Or?
Effie was fine because I asked the other vet, and he said she's okay. She's fine.
They were
What
talking
a
about you
fucko.
being fine.
Oh,
You're fine.
No, Effie's fine. You know.
Wow.
You know, she's 11 years old, so you know.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, you ought to just kind of fucking squish her head under a bike tire.
Oh man. So that fucking vet, we were absolutely right, Patty, when we told you he was going to try to rip you off.
To him.
See, we look after you. You know that.
See? We're your pals.
That's right. What did she just do?
I don't know. How's work?
She was very happy that we said that. It gave us a
I'm
big
getting
smile.
transfer so I can get a little closer to home.
You
so
getting
I
a transfer?
You're getting a transfer?
Yeah.
Man, where?
I've been in the same place for 7.5 years, so it's about
Starbucks
time
we're talking
I got
about,
a
right?
change of scenery.
Ah, change of
I'm the
scenery.
only original employee
You
left,
do
and
realize
I'm
you work for the one company where you're not going to get the change of scenery because it's the exact same fucking
yeah
coffee shop.
Doesn't matter where you
No
are.
matter what city you go to.
Move across the country, it's the exact same scenery.
And it's gonna all the stuff's gonna be in the exact same place.
The same
They
music.
don't
is playing.
fuck around, man.
Same bananas.
Yeah. You're going to be on Staten Island?
Yeah, I would like to be, you know.
Oh.
Did you put
walk
in
to
for this
work,
transfer?
Cut my car fare in half, you know.
Did you put in for the transfer?
Yeah, I already did. That's already taken care of. I'm
Oh.
just waiting now.
Oh.
And then when do you find out?
I don't know. They're going to call me next week.
Oh, boy. We'll
Yeah.
call. Don't call us. We'll call you.
No, he'll get back to me. He
Oh.
already put my, reached out to the other DMs over there, so they already know they have my name. It just
Oh, boy. What do you think he said to them?
Schedule and hours and stuff.
You know, you could speed this along. Go in the back office and,
Oh, yeah.
pull his bag a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Pop a
Shake
cricket in
that
your
ass.
yap.
You'll be transferred immediately.
You're beautiful.
You go, can I talk to you in the office? And then when he sits down, you fucking kneel in front of him, unzip his fly, and just grab his cock.
And take his latte.
Yeah.
His foaming latte.
Yeah, get
Oh,
some of that foam in your mouth. Yeah, Patty.
A little squirt of vanilla on your back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, what were you saying about that transfer? Oh, God.
There's more where that came from.
Yeah.
Tell the DM at the other place there's much more of that.
Stalker Patty's just passing out blowies to whoever wants them.
She's a lovely woman.
Oh, God, Edgar.
Edgar's
You
a
like
crush.
Patty, Edgar? Yeah, Edgar's like smitten over there.
He's crushing on her.
You see him poking her?
Delightful.
Delightful. Wow, what a compliment.
Patty, we got to go through the questions that we ask you every single time. First of all, how much vacation time do you have now?
Vacation time?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm up to about 4 or 5 hours now. I already used 6 hours. I just do it as part of my paycheck.
4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
I'm up to is the
Yeah.
best part of that. I'm up to 4 or 5 hours.
She would get on a flight and go, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's it. God damn it. And you've been there 7.5 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're not taking advantage.
Just want to make sure.
A loyal employee like Patty, I guarantee she's a great employee.
Oh, you probably work.
Well, yeah, she only vacations 4 to 5 hours a year.
4 to 5 hours.
Do you get there like a little before you're supposed to start?
Yeah, I'm taking a walk around Times Square about 4 a.m. And I don't have to be there till 5, but I make sure I get there.
Right. And then when you're done, you don't walk out the second your shift is over, right?
No, I make my latte first, and then I go out.
Creature of habit. What kind of latte?
Sometimes change my clothes if I feel like it.
What kind of latte?
Yeah, what kind of latte?
My favorite is vanilla cappuccino
Oh.
with whipped cream and cinnamon.
Oh, very
The
sweet. You
Greenwich
got a little,
Village way I like to have
got a
it,
little
with cream
sweet
and
tooth.
cinnamon.
That seems pretty good. Yeah, a little
Greenwich
sweet
Village
too.
way. That's what they pour it into your asshole.
Patty,
Tamp it down with a fucking plunger handle. Oh, Patty. God damn. Well, it sounds
All right.
like you're
So-
doing very well.
Yeah, you're up to 4 or 5 hours. That's good. And the other question everyone wants to know: how's the sex thing?
All right.
My
How's
sex
the
Not the
life?
sex thing.
Oh, I don't have
the sex
one.
thing.
So I'm fine.
Oh.
Just still playing with yourself.
Have you been dating, though? Any dates?
No, not at all.
Anything you could even classify as a date. Have you been out alone with a man to do anything?
Well, I had a friend from New Jersey and me go to the Olive Garden, just for lunch a couple weeks ago.
The Olive Garden?
How was
it? We get together about once a month, but he's just a friend.
When you're on the rag? Oh, well.
He's got a fetish for it.
That's it. Just a casual friend,
Yeah?
Did you kiss you goodbye?
You say he's
No.
just a friend.
Peck on the cheek?
No, it's not like that at all. We're just friends.
White guy?
You're a good woman of higher
And then my other friend, 30 years, I used to work with him and in one of his stores and everything yogurt. He took me to Atlantic City in July for my, in honor of my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Did you offer to swallow his yogurt?
Shut up.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Edgar. I'm going after Edgar's girl.
Yeah, and then he treated me to a little bit of play, and stuff.
A
little bit of
ass
play on
play?
the machines, that is, the penny machines.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't win anything, but it was fun.
Wait, he gave you money for the penny slots?
Well, yeah, just
How much
for the
was
heck,
that?
it was
42
my birthday,
cents?
so he gave me like $100 to go do that.
$100, Patty?
What'd you do in return, you whore?
Nothing.
Yeah?
And then he
I'll
took
bet he
me to
played
a
with your
concert
penny
afterwards.
slots.
Where did you
B Street Band, it's called. It's a East Street Band.
Oh, right, cover band.
Yeah.
Where did you stay?
We stayed. Oh, I got the room for free. We had 2 beds, of course.
What? Where? Same bedroom, though?
Because I have a card.
Same
so,
room, though, right?
Yeah, it's just
have
2
you ever
separate
slept?
beds.
Have you ever slept in the same room with a strange man
who wasn't
like that?
No, never.
What did you think?
It was kind of hot, right?
Nothing, it's just a casual friend. That's
I bet you
all.
couldn't sleep though, could you? You kept probably waking up with that
No.
dull ache between your legs.
Yeah, were you yearning?
No,
To the
not like
fap
that
sound
at
from the
all.
bed next to you?
Were you yearning, hoping that you could put the 2 beds together?
Because I have a card. I've never stayed
Right.
overnight before.
Sleeping like fucking Lucy and Ricky.
I've never used any of my
Did you
comps
did
for
you
that
want did
before.
you
Not for
find
your
your
comps.
underwear and socks in a different place than you left them?
Oh, on the bed.
Still on me.
Oh, what did you sleep in? What did you sleep in?
Yeah, how did you get to
My pajamas.
But how did you change into your
Yes.
pajamas without
There's
him?
a bathroom.
Did you
close the
fling the
door.
door open with the light on behind you and kind of lean against the door jam and go, well, I'm in something a little more comfortable?
Nothing like
No, it wasn't
that.
like a scene out of a rom-com.
Did you get out of the tub when he walked in and hugged him?
What was the room number?
Room
I'm sorry
237.
to disappoint you, but I got nothing.
What was he wearing?
Yeah, what he
What was he wearing for this
He was wearing pajamas
for the
too.
sleepover? Oh, really?
All loose in the front, commando?
Yeah.
Did his dick come fucking boop?
Which one of you took a shit first in the bathroom?
Oh, yeah.
Great
Come
question.
on.
I don't. I
Which
don't
one of you
remember
stunk up
stuff
the bathroom?
Like that.
Oh,
you just
Patty.
go to the bathroom. That's
Did you put the water on while you were shitting?
no.
Oh.
Why would you put the water on before you?
So they can't hear your
wash your
fucking.
hands?
So they can't hear your percolating
Can hear
honey.
your coffee and fucking Atlantic
Well,
City buffet
listen.
shits.
Exactly. It's a Chinese food buffet shit.
Fucking plopping out little peeling each shrimp.
That's what he heard. Just plop.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. He had
Plop,
his ear against
plop.
the door, listening.
Probably-
Okay.
Did you notice while you were shitting, he was outside, he went, and the volume on the TV went up?
Wow. So how did you get out of bed?
I woke up.
No, but did you were you uncomfortable in your PJs in front of a man?
Yeah.
No.
Whoa.
Because I know the guy
Patty.
for over 30 years. He's like a brother to me.
Oh,
you know?
that makes it hotter.
Foster brother. That
You're
Yeah.
a good lady.
Oh God, Edgar. Edgar's complimenting her, trying to get in there.
Patty, this is like sex for you.
That is Penthouse Forum.
Yeah, this is
for
like
Patty.
sex for Patty. You felt a little naughty, little different.
As I
Being
was
in a room
putting
with a
on
man.
as I put on my pajamas, I was thinking of how nice it would be to get a good night's sleep. There's nothing sexy
That's
about
exactly what I was
Yes.
thinking.
Did it take him a while to go to
I
sleep?
even had coffee before I went to bed.
Enough with the
Just to
coffee.
get the
all right?
breath sexy and ready for kisses.
Right,
God.
he loves his
Enough
coffee.
of her with her coffee.
Yeah.
Did the guy, he couldn't get to sleep right away? Maybe he was hinting that maybe he needed a little company on his bed?
Yeah.
No, it's
Did he
just
say
my
anything like
friend.
there was bed bugs over there? You might want to come over here.
Oh, push the beds together.
No, believe me, no bed bugs.
Did you say, I'll suck your cock? And he went, no?
No, just crickets.
What? I
don't know.
Oh.
You're delightful.
Delightful. Edgar is so taken by Patty.
And Stalker Patty is the only person who doesn't react when Edgar creepily touches
She's
her.
got a lovely, lovely skin.
No, she stays right there.
I like older women.
Alder?
You should do.
Oh. Why don't you tell Edgar?
They're mature.
Edgar, why don't you get to her with a little humor, like one of your pranks? One of your pranks.
Look, there's watermelons in there. Apple falls.
No, they look like strawberries.
Yes,
to me, like
exactly.
rock
There's,
roses,
she's
you know?
right. April falls. Oh, is he the worst? Stupid Edgar. He doesn't give her a chance to even respond.
It's not even April.
No, it's not April either. I don't know.
It's not even spring.
God damn. So, Patty, what have you been doing for fun, though? Like, now you work, you got your thyroid yanked out, you took your cat to the vet. What about some free time, a little Patty time, a
You
little
hoard it up
fun?
in AC? What else
Yeah,
is
what, you
No.
hoard it up.
Well, I haven't been there since
in
my
AC?
friend took me.
What? What's that?
I haven't been there since my friend took me.
When did he take you?
At July 11th or 18th.
Remember every
I
day.
forgot which day.
I'd be like, I think it was June, July, or August.
It was July 18th.
She knows the exact date.
Yeah.
God,
Because that was the last time I went. That's
Well-
why I know the exact date. Yeah, I like to go home.
Well,
I
okay.
don't have my roadie right now, so I downloaded Pal Talk Free
Your
so I get
roadie?
the show that way.
What are you, someone's hauling equipment for you?
No, I had this roadie like almost 10 years
What's a
now.
roadie?
Yeah, the one
Remember
he
the
gave me when he
XM
first
roadie?
came back on the air.
Remember
You still
the
listen to that?
roadie?
Yeah, but the thing is, I gotta wait until I can, I want to actually save up to get an Inno and just do away with the roadie. It's a little outdated
Inno?
now.
What's an Inno?
The Inno's
Are
even
people
really old.
still fucking using
I
those?
don't know. What's the Inno again?
Well, that's all I know.
Is that the Inno?
You know.
No, this is the roadie.
That's the
Look
roadie.
at the
okay.
roadie.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I had
It's like
that.
something you'd
that's
find in a
what it
military
looks like.
vehicle.
But the thing is, I
Oh.
I owe $52, so I'm not paying it till October, so I could get other bills out of the way. So I downloaded Pal Talk Free, so I get
Wait.
4 or
What do you
5
owe
hours of the show
$52?
a day that way.
What is?
Oh, boy.
What's the $52
Ixnay on that.
Well, I owe $52 to XM Radio, but I can't pay it right now, so I downloaded Pal Talk Free, so I can
Stop
at least
talking
get
about
the
Pal
show
Talk.
while I'm
Yeah,
waiting.
enough
You know?
about that, okay? Jesus Christ.
You shut the
And I
fuck
didn't
up.
know
God
that
damn
was-
it.
Shut up about that.
We
Oh,
know
my
how
God.
you listen.
That's for our poor fans.
Right.
Will you shut up?
Yeah, so you don't have the, you can't listen on that.
No, not right now.
What'd you
but
do?
I'm still getting the show anyway. That's
old,
too.
Stop it.
Didn't we just tell you to not talk about how you get the show
Shut
for
up
free?
Knock it off.
About that. All right?
Stop saying that.
It's impossible to hear it without the
my
without the
God.
fucking
Inno.
thing hooked
That's
up.
the Inno.
There's no way you could be hearing it.
Well, you download it on your phone,
What?
the free app.
What for? What?
Wait, what free app?
Pal Talk Free.
You are an idiot.
Trust me, she doesn't know how to do bits, so
She's an
it's the
idiot.
real deal.
Oh, my
We're gonna go down the
God,
hall and tell
Patty.
them that you owe them $52. And
I'll pay it,
Oh,
Puddy.
they know.
Oh.
they know
Yeah.
why they call you.
Yeah, they know.
They call you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the bill. But I
Really?
can't pay it, so
Well,
they
Bill.
turned me off.
They
I
turned
just
you
get-
off.
Yeah,
Right.
so I just, looked into the internet and found the other and downloaded that.
What'd you find?
Yeah, the Pal Talk Free. Yeah.
She doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Oh, my
This
God.
wonderful, honest lady.
Patty, you want to sing a song for us today?
Yay.
What?
Sing a song.
Do you want to sing a song?
We like Patty singing.
I like that one with Will I Am.
Which
That's
one?
going through my head. Scream
I wish it was
shout.
Bullet.
Scream and Shout by Will I Am. What's that one?
It's Britney Spears and Will I Am.
Yeah.
It's new?
Newish, I guess. It's not the new Britney Spears song.
Do you get damp in the panties for Will I Am?
No, I just like the song.
Yeah.
Do you know how to sing it?
It's the one that goes, Will I Am and Britney, bitch.
Yeah, everybody
Patty?
in the room.
Oh.
All eyes on us, you know that one? I love it.
Oh.
Do you know how to
Absolutely
sing
love
it?
that. I think that did a good job with that song.
You know how to sing it? Yeah? You know the words?
Well, not by heart.
I got the lyrics.
It would have to be
we mentioned
karaoke
heart.
style again, like Grandma.
Oh.
Shut up.
It didn't. Oh, Jesus. Edgar's turning on us.
Sam, shut up.
Oh, okay.
Can we karaoke this shit or what?
Yeah, we could kind of play the song low and then let her read these lyrics.
Read, she sings.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry,
love
yeah.
that song.
I love that song.
Do you dance to it? Can you do a little dancing for us?
A little
Yeah,
twerking?
but I'm not a good twerker, though.
So,
I can't
let me see your
twerk. I don't
twerk.
know
Yeah.
how.
Let's see your twerk
Eric,
first of all.
don't put on the Will I Am song. Put on something that she could twerk to.
Yeah,
We'll just
let's see the twerk first of all.
film it.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Jordy.
Let's see
Do
the
a little
twerk.
twerking.
Don't.
Just show us a
How to
twerk.
do it, though.
So
You,
try it. Well,
you
hold on.
kind
let's-
of, yeah, wait until the music comes on. And
You're delightful.
You know, I'm not hearing anything in this.
well, neither are we.
Yeah, we haven't
I
played
need-
anything yet.
Anybody have an idea?
Play some like some hip hop, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something this delightful woman can twerk to.
Yeah. You've seen girls twerk, right, Patty?
Yeah,
Did
but
you see Miley Cyrus doing her little twerking?
Oh yeah, you know what?
She's really crazy.
She's a woman of lower
Wow.
stock.
She's really crazy. Yeah, she is
I don't
crazy.
want to be her father. He's probably like,
I wouldn't want to be yours.
Yeah, we'd be in jail.
You mean that fucking stockbroker that got the hooker pregnant?
Yeah, let's
Hooker that
find.
dumped her off at the fucking.
Yeah, let me
Twerk songs. I didn't know they had that.
Okay, this will be
category.
good. Yeah, why don't you just put on Juvenile, Back That Ass Up.
Oh, back that ass up.
Back that ass up.
It's not
There you
new,
go.
but it's good.
But it works, right?
Yeah.
Yay.
Patty is gonna twerk for us a little bit, huh? You know how to do it? You kind of lean forward, right? You put your hands on your knees.
I
and then,
do like this.
well, a little bit, sure.
Get this
And then
chair out of here.
You move your ass in a like
Oh,
a circular motion.
I don't know if I could do it well.
Oh,
bet you
I'm
can.
sure you can do it just
look good,
fine.
too.
Even Laverne and Shirley probably did it better.
Look, what? Oh, right.
Yeah, I
part
saw
of it.
that video, by the way, and the guy going like this. You know, I don't know who
Oh.
that guy was that was in.
That's her kid.
All right, now, kind of bop around, dance around a little.
But I don't hear anything.
What?
Do you hear our voices in your headphones?
No, I don't.
Oh, my.
Headphones on for 20 minutes.
She's had headphones that aren't working on
For
her head
20
the whole
minutes.
time.
Okay, now I hear some static.
Yeah, that's you talking.
That's your part.
It's just your voice. Now you know how it feels.
Keep the music up.
All right.
You hear it?
Okay, a little bit. Yeah.
Turn it up.
Oh, she's. All right. Well, there she goes. All right, Patty's. I think Patty's twerking. I think Patty's. All right. She's got her shoulders going. Oh.
You look like you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah, she's doing a rolling in a wheelchair
Oh
dance.
my god.
All right. Well, you got to bend over more, Patty, and shake that ass. No, bend
Not
over
your
more.
shoulders.
Yeah,
It's all
bend
about the
over.
ass.
Now, shake your ass. Make it go in circles.
Try to work the ass without even working the hips.
Yeah, just
the
work your ass. Oh my God.
Clap your cheeks. Let me get a booty clap. Clap your cheeks, Patty.
Great.
No, you don't.
No, not with your hands. Clap your cheeks together.
She looks like if Michael J. Fox was working a marionette.
Yes.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, and the weird thing is it's usually done in underpants.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You know.
Patty, it's done in underpants. So can you take your jeans off, please?
Let me close the curtain.
Sam is absolutely right on this. I think we're missing the sexiness.
Yeah, there has
of
to be
the
a little
twerk.
sexiness.
So if you will, take your pants off.
Yeah, Patty, just take those pants off. You've done it before. This is
You don't
nothing
have to be
new.
naked. We don't want you
You don't
naked.
have to be naked.
No, that's how the
Just in
girls
your
twerk
panties.
in their bedrooms.
They go in their panties and
Right.
do a little
I don't
twerking.
twerk in mine.
Well,
you're going
might
today.
after this.
Yes.
Dirty.
No, it's not, Edgar.
It's just a fun thing,
Patty,
Patty.
you've done this so much.
Yeah, don't worry
times
about it.
before. And take them off. What color panties you wearing today?
And
Black.
All right,
Nice.
perfect. And do you have a bra on?
Edgar's rubbing his dick.
Do you have a bra?
No, I don't need one. I have nothing to hold
Yeah, but you
on.
probably should take the shirt off.
No.
Or you know what you could do to
What?
start?
No reason
You could do that
to
thing
that.
where you bring the bottom of the shirt up through
Oh
the
yeah,
neck
you got
hole.
to as you're twerking,
there
you
you
got to
go.
fool around with your shirt like it's a little bit of a tease.
Take your pants, Patty. Take your pants
Yes.
off. You're gonna trip and dial it. Take your shoes
Yeah.
off first.
Take your
Oh
shoes
my
off.
God, Patty, you know how to take your pants off?
Putty.
And then take the bottom of your shirt and bring it up through the neck.
Right.
Just so you can kind of get a hint of the titties, you know?
Right.
You look like Miley.
I can't.
She doesn't understand that you could
Let me
take your
help
pants
you.
completely off.
I'll
She
help.
doesn't understand that concept.
How many
your
times
socks
has she
on.
been in that position?
Leave the
Pants
socks
around the
on.
ankle.
The shin band-aid makes it really attractive.
Yeah, yeah.
Why do you got a shin band-aid?
It's that
I
covering
cut
up a
myself
biopsy scar.
shaving my legs.
My legs.
Can we
Shaving
turn
them.
the music up in here?
Yeah.
Start and
How?
not into the headphones for the video. Put it up in here so she doesn't need the headphones.
I would love that, but then we'd
right.
have to be off air, right?
Yeah. We can get you the song. We can edit the song in.
I ain't editing no fucking song in.
Yeah,
Well,
and
fuck
now
that shit.
Take
Hold
the
on.
bottom of the shirt
Yeah.
and then bring it up and under through the neck hole.
No.
Yeah, it'll look sexy.
No.
You need to be sexy, Patty.
I don't think so.
If you want to, Jim, you could take your headphones off and put one near the microphone, and you'd hear it.
Patty, up
I guess I don't know where
and
the
then
mic
through.
is.
It'll look good. You can keep the
It's not a
titties
mouthpiece,
covered,
maybe. Yeah.
Like this?
but bring the bottom up through the neck hole. So the neck hole is down.
What are
You know
you
what I'm saying?
doing? Oh my
That?
God.
Okay.
Make your shirt sexy.
Yeah, you gotta be
Make
sexy.
your shirt sexy.
Okay, she did it backwards, but
She did it all backwards. She's trying.
Beautiful.
but she's got a little bit of bottom tit sticking out. That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, a little bottom titty is sticking out, which is nice. Patty. Oh my God.
This in the war?
It's like you're trying to adjust and. Oh, it's not on. It's that red switch.
I tried that.
No, the red switch right there. No? Dimmer? XLR? Oh, well, that light is.
Whatever you do, don't put
Oh,
this on. Just put it on your website.
Of course. Don't even sweat it.
Please, because I don't want anyone to see.
No, don't worry
Oh.
about that.
58
You know
years
what?
old, you know?
Somebody who won't be named is giving me a good idea.
Yeah.
To be like a twerking video, you kind of have to give yourself a bit of a wedgie with your panties.
That's true,
No.
too.
Hey,
No,
don't we have a boombox or something we can bring in here to play the
Yeah.
song?
If you want, why you really don't want to edit it in later, huh?
Nah, I'm fucking lazy.
I like it live, yeah.
Here, I'll do it on my phone.
Beautiful.
It's going to be loud?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Bag that ass up.
Hey, give me your phone.
Bag that ass up.
Hang on, let
Give
me
the song and give me your phone. That's how it is.
YouTube the video, I guess.
Why do you shave your legs, Patty?
What's the point?
So I don't like hair.
You got evil.
I'm not an ape.
What's that
Oh.
scar? Or is that a cat scratch
Where? Here?
above the huge bandage on your leg?
Shaving my legs.
What the fuck are you shaving with, a rapier?
Well, no.
That's a violent fucking scratch.
Well, the
Yeah,
razor
perfect.
was sharp.
I got
Hey,
it.
Patty.
All right. Patty is
All right.
ready?
Yeah,
You could take the headphones off now because you could hear the music.
All right.
You'll be able to when it starts. Like that sexy hunched over thing she's got going. Your posture is terrible. It's like the middle of the evolutionary chart. All right. Patty's waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the music.
Oh.
What the?
What the hell's going on?
Hang on. Okay, no, they replaced the audio in this.
Oh. You stink.
It's not my fault.
Come on, just play a rap song. What are you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I think Liam might be coming in here with a real boombox. If that
Really?
makes it better, yeah.
Okay.
We could-
do it properly.
When?
Does she have to keep her red socks on?
Oh,
Yeah, I think the
of
Red
course she
Sox
does.
make it
Yeah.
work. And yeah, while we're waiting for Liam, Patty, why don't you kind of tuck the underwear into the cheeks a little bit?
Then your skin's
Yeah,
little-
you gotta.
That's the way you do it.
You got to
Your
show the
skin's a little
cheek
dry.
A little
No,
wedgie.
into the butt
A little
crack.
wedgie.
Show
let
the
me
cheeks
do
off
it.
a little bit.
A butt crack wedgie.
She's beautiful.
Oh, Edgar, that's sweet. You should go out with Edgar.
Who's Edgar?
Just bring it. We got to bring up. Let the underpants ride into the.
No.
A little bit. Don't listen to Edgar.
Yeah, don't listen to
Edgar. Edgar is.
Well, that's Edgar.
Give yourself a bit of a wedgie.
Anything?
Yeah. You have to be able to see ass cheeks shake.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. Patty, will you do this? Will you do us a favor and just kind of show your ass, just the cheek?
Why?
Because so you could see the shake. You
That's
know what
how
I mean?
it's got to shake when you twerk.
Like Miley did it.
Your butt cheeks got to shake a
It's
little.
just fun, like Miley.
Yeah. It's just like Miley. Don't worry about it.
Is your boombox coming?
Yeah, where the fuck?
Play it. We're making this a big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on now? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. There she goes. Now, she's doing the fucking. She's doing a little '60s dance there, though. A little more than.
You got to concentrate on the ass.
Yeah,
You got to work the ass.
You got to put your stance a little further apart, right? Your feet a little further apart. Now bend over and grab your knees. Now shake your ass. Bend over more. Now shake your ass. Yeah. Now you're twerking.
Yeah.
This is good. I know I haven't had this feeling as I'm going to be driving home for quite a while today. That feeling of complete like I'm a piece of shit.
She said it's hard because I have arthritis.
Oh, it's hard to twerk with arthritis.
Show your ass cheeks a little bit.
Yeah, Patty, shake that ass. Shake it.
Pull the underwear into the crack. Pull it into the crack.
Give yourself a wedgie, a little bit of a wedgie. Yeah.
There you go.
Now, bend over more, though. You're not bent over enough. Now, look over your shoulder, all sexy at Jimmy. Boy, that arthritis is a bitch. Holy shit. Her joints are like rusty hinges.
This is horrible.
What are you do? Oh, my God. It's like she's being electrocuted.
She's shaking her knees.
Oh. This is Quasimodo twerks.
Thank you.
Well. Hey, it's the unnamed guy. Oh, you got a boombox? What's that for? Oh, I guess you plug an iPhone into it. Wow, Patty.
That was awful.
Wow, Patty.
Yeah, what else are we going to do with that? It's good.
Jimmy's right.
Oh, well.
When you're right, you're right.
All the listeners are hearing is music.
Yeah.
I can't believe she's so put together.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
Well.
What, Patty?
I thought
It was all right.
What, Patty?
Lovely.
Oh, wow.
Let's play. Let's make a deal.
Oh, no. It can't just be nice.
Patty, you want to play Let's Make a Deal?
How do you play that?
Well, get on mic there, Patty.
Would you like to know what you're playing for?
Lift that mic up. Lift it up. You can just not like that. No. Leave it in the. Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
It's
it
okay.
doesn't move.
Just pull the stand up. Not by the mic. By that. No. Grab in front of the right there. Now push up. No, up the whole. Patty, grab that. Grab the bar. Now pull it up. No, up. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, like that. Oh my God! Now put the mic back. Holy shit!
Okay, now I got it.
All right, you want to know what you're playing for?
What?
Patty, you're playing for the XMP3i.
Wow!
Yes, the P3i, a wonderful receiver for Sirius XM satellite radio.
Is there any service included with that?
It's a portable satellite receiver, an MP3 player. Record what you love. Listen when you want. The XMP3i.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Hold on, we got a big star on the line here. Mr. Colin Quinn.
Oh my God! Hi, Colin.
Hi, Patty. I'm in Toronto right now, but I've heard from
Oh,
wait, hold on a minute. Hold on.
right.
Hold on. We didn't hear you, Kyle, because all of a sudden some music cranked up in the background. Because we're getting ready to make a twerking video with Patty.
Well, I just called to say hello because I heard Patty was on Twitter, so I'm in Toronto, but I had to call in.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna twerk for them.
I can't wait. I want to see this video.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it.
I'm twerking for an XMP3i.
Oh boy!
Can I tell you what she's doing while she's talking to Colin Quinn?
What?
She's clenching her ass cheeks.
Oh my God, Carl.
She's so excited. She's ridiculously excited.
I think. Yeah.
I'd like to be the Robin Thicke in that one, Patty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or Robin Thin, right, Carl?
Oh, what?
You know, that guy right there looks like he could pull off the Robin Thicke part.
No. He's
got
fine.
that nice head of hair.
I think he could pull off the Robin Thicke part.
We don't need a Robin Thicke. We
You
don't
sure?
Need yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
That's too bad.
He's fine where
very
he is.
similar to Robin Thicke.
No. We'll figure that all out.
What is he hooking up there? Some kind of machine that hurts people's feelings?
Yeah, the mean machine.
Oh, Colin, when are you coming back in here?
You going tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm in Toronto, but I mean, Patty, the show's changed. One time they believe me, since you've been gone, they put me on hold for Paul Anka once.
All right,
true.
we got to get over that. I think we got to try to get past that.
You mean you are my destiny, Paul Anka?
Oh,
That
Jesus
one?
Christ! I should have known you were a Paul Anka fan.
Just know music. That's all. I know certain things.
She's a wonderful woman.
Edgar is smitten.
Oh, shoot. All right, I got to go, you guys. I just want to call up for Patty's return. Bye.
Bye, Carl.
Colin Quinn in Toronto tonight. Go find him.
Gotta love Colin Quinn. Yes.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
So
have
what are we
to.
gonna do? Like she's got to do the twerking way better to get the MPI.
Yeah.
MP3i or whatever. XMP3i.
You got Patty. You got to pull the underwear like this. Watch.
Jim will show you.
Just do this.
No, you got to do that.
Here,
Pull the underwear like this, Patty.
Patty.
Look what I'm
Nice.
doing. Patty, look what I'm doing. Take the underwear and pull it up like. Would you think less would be if there was a hole cut in the back? And pull it up in between your cheeks like that. Pull it up in between the cheeks. I'm not going to do it, but
Here, go ahead.
Like that?
Is she
Hold on.
wedgieing?
yeah, but do it more. But you're getting there.
Like that?
Don't you know what a wedgie is, Patty?
Yeah.
Anyone ever give you a wedgie when you were a kid?
No.
Huh?
There you go. That's better.
All right. There we go.
All right.
A little more, Jimmy says.
All right.
And pull the sides up a little. The sides, too.
go.
Yeah, now you're talking.
And Patty, is there any way you could take your ponytail and put it in the side of your head instead of the back?
The side. Oh, like
Just to
her?
look sexy
Okay.
and young. Here, take the headphones off.
To look sexy and young, yeah.
And just kind of get the right up here, Patty.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
up.
yeah. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Not bad.
We want you to
Now
look
you're
like,
talking.
one of those video
Not bad
professionals.
for a woman
You
who
know what I mean?
fucking remembers life before Hoover.
There you go. That looks sexy.
That's good.
Bad. Not at all.
Really?
There you
Turn, Patty,
Like-
Patty, turn around. Let me see.
Like I
Let me
said.
see. Oh, man.
So.
Wow, Patty's got some meat on her ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking get up in
women
that.
my age do.
Oh, dude. No, I mean, like, well, forget it.
All right.
All right, Patty.
Now, you see what this girl's doing, Patty?
Oh, there you go. Okay, study the video.
Look at her. See?
Do you see this?
Oh, I get it.
Just
Yeah.
making them cheeks pop.
It's
You know what I mean?
everything. And look at that.
Pop that shit.
That's
Pop
every
that ass.
move that will
Yeah, I
break
don't
your
like
fucking hip.
Pop that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to pop that.
Oh, okay.
You want a Molly before? Maybe you need a Molly.
Oh no, I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
Watch
So you're gonna, maybe
How do you turn those off? I don't
get you some.
her. Okay, she just showed the basic motions. Okay, so
Yeah. So you understand, right?
Yeah, I do.
You're getting the gist.
You go like this, and then
That's it, right?
Yeah.
like that.
Practice
you know.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Practice.
All right. Whoa. Oh, jeez. She's going.
You gotta really pop that ass. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Damn, Patty.
Patty, back up a little, though, so we get a little room to see you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right, let's start over. All right, Patty. All right, this is for your thing now, all right?
All right, this is for all the prize here, the XMP3i.
Twerk it, girl.
Yeah, kind of look at her, see what she's doing. Oh, yeah. Looks like you're taking a dump. Oh, boy. Patty, my nigga. Look at her go. She's twerking. Whoa. Looks like she's trying to catch her balance.
She okay?
I don't know. You need an extra Boniva? Don't want to hear a fucking shin bone snap or anything.
There's something scary and skeletal about this.
Yes, right? She's, oh, nice. Opa's getting in there like a music video. There's some,
World Star Hip Hop!
Yeah, World Star! Wow. Opa's going in like a music video. It's great. This is going to look good. All right.
Hip Hop!
Yeah. Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, she's gone. I don't know what that was.
No.
Oh, she's shaking now. Wow. Yeah, shake the ass like that. Bend over, though. Bend over, yeah.
She's in red socks that are cuffed at the ankles.
With a big Band-Aid on her shin.
And her t-shirt is like a New York tourist t-shirt for 1989.
What's that? The I Dream of Jeannie?
Not so much the arms, more those ass cheeks.
Yeah, forget about the arms. Get that ass moving. Move your ass in circles. Like in little quick circles.
Clench it like Colin Quinn was on the phone.
And clench like you're cutting off a log. Yeah. She's 60?
Yeah, she's a fine motherfucker.
She's still able to fucking twerk. Oh my god, that's great. Opie's getting the best video ever.
Opie's had his phone between her legs in her face.
Oh, this is great.
She's got a ridiculous side ponytail with a giant lime green scrunchie holding it.
Oh, yeah. Patty, can you spin around so I can see a little? Turn around completely. All right, now shake that ass. Wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's it.
Shit.
Yeah. Now she's shaking that ass. Oh, yeah.
That's what's up. Patty, you're not going to stay a virgin after this video
Holy
comes
shit.
out.
This looks like an edited scene from Eraserhead. Yeah. Uh-huh. There it is. There it is. Well, I gotta say.
Killed it.
That was fun.
It was fun, wasn't it? It was fun. Oh, you out of breath?
Yeah, I'm just got
Little
tired.
aerobic workout.
I know.
Of course you got tired. You're 60 and you're fucking twerking. It's crazy.
58 years old.
Well,
you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just out of breath.
Oh, my
It's a
God.
lot of energy.
have some water. Take a seat, Patty. Where's a chair for poor Patty? She's got to sit down. She's no kid anymore. She never was.
I think I did good for someone my age.
Well, of course. Ope got some of the best fucking angles.
It's disgusting.
And her face, it was great. You got right in her face. Dude, that is a good video.
I don't know. I suddenly started laughing.
Yeah, right there. It's perfect.
Beautiful.
That is going to be a good video right there. Holy shit.
Oh, shit, that shot worked out.
Did it? The between the legs shot? It looks good, right?
I can dance. I got
All
red,
right. We know you can dance.
before.
We've seen.
I never did that
amazing.
kind of dancing before.
You look damn good doing it.
You really look great, Patty.
Yep.
Terrific.
Good job, Patty.
I'm going to fucking...
I got to work out more.
Twerk out more.
Twerk?
Yeah, you do the twerk workout, you know?
That's what it is.
Twerk out.
Twerking out.
Work out.
Patty, you's a fine motherfucker.
Thank you. That's a
Patty, you
Yes,
know
it
what?
is.
XMP3i. Does it come with a subscription?
Prescription?
We'll try to see if we can get her some service.
Yeah,
hooked
we
up.
should get her some service.
Yeah, we're going to try to get you some service, you know?
Oh, look at that, Patty.
But there's not much we could do for the $52. That's
Oh,
you.
no.
If
I'll
you
take
owe
my
them,
time paying that.
you know.
Wow, you're
want-
hugging
no,
it.
We want it today. Today.
You're hugging it, Patty. You love it, huh?
Yeah. Good job.
Man. You look sexy.
That was some twerking.
Well,
and look at that.
slow down.
Right to 10. We rode Patty's ass right to 10.
Yeah, I worked my ass
Twerks.
Oh, you did, Patty.
Patty, next time you come in here, we're going to make sure we have a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
Really get sexy.
Oh, man, naked, swinging on the wrecking ball?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, God.
she's just going to do everything Miley does.
Would that be hilarious?
Patty nude on a wrecking ball.
Oh, my God.
Just like waving to the camera.
How great would that be?
That sounds like a good title for a record album, The Wrecking Ball.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Play on ball, but wrecking, meaning wild.
Hey.
You're clever.
You really
I'll give you
are.
that.
I hope somebody thinks of it.
Yeah, really. Whew. Well, that was good, Patty.
That was great.
Thanks for coming in. It was very nice to hear from you again.
Absolutely.
It's been too long,
I know.
I know you don't get much vacation time.
She got a good 4 or 5 hours.
This was like, you know how when we go to like the Bahamas or... That's what this was for Patty. That's what this was. Her fucking... She's going to go back to work and go, let me tell you what I did on vacation.
She did have a wild time. She was twerking. She took her pants off.
I know, right? Room full of guys.
She really started clenching her ass over and over
excited.
when Colin Quinn called her.
I got to tell you, the best part was when you told her to put the ponytail to the side.
Oh, yeah.
It just made it so horrific.
That really set it off.
You look like a video vixen, Patty.
You really do.
You look like one of them video hoes.
I think Jimmy's tickets are on sale.
Oh,
10 o'clock,
shit.
right?
Come on.
Wow, 10 o'clock. Thank you, man. Tickets are now on sale.
Tickets.
Ticketmaster.com for Dice and I at the Beacon Theater, November the 1st. I'm not doing just a 15-minute opener set. I'm doing like a real 40-minute headline set. And Dice has been on fire since Blue Jasmine. So the pre-sale did extremely well. It's probably the best pre-sale I've ever been involved with. So that was done through email. I didn't announce it. It was all. I didn't even know it was happening. It was all in the email pre-sale.
So this fucking thing's going to sell out. So you got to get your tickets, man.
I hope so.
Don't
Ticketmaster
delay.
right now for November 1st, the Beacon Theater. Myself and Dice doing the first gig together in many years.
Is there anyone else?
He'll have an opener, probably.
Not that it matters.
Eleanor, I'm not sure, but I think it's just us.
Eleanor! I remember.
I
I like the Eleanor. And her brothers are big fans of the show.
Yes.
Philly strong.
Hi.
Patty, what are you promoting?
Patty.
As usual, I got nothing.
Where are you going to be?
I got nothing.
You have
I'm just
me.
gonna go home and, stay home today.
I want to live with you.
Oh, God.
What type of proposition is that?
Take a picture of Edgar and Patty, Sam.
96%.
Oh, okay.
97%.
Oh, uploading.
98%. 99%. 100%.
Nice.
Processing.
Processing. Oh, man.
Processing.
I can't do that.
You can.
No, you gotta.
the video,
you gotta
you
go
go
right
back,
to your YouTube.
Go that.
Processing. The processing. I've said fuck it. I didn't even edit this.
Doesn't need
Put
it.
it straight up?
Yeah.
It doesn't need any
Yeah,
editing.
the people need to see this. Go to my
Perfect.
YouTube channel, Opie Radio. It's labeled Stalker Patty Twerking. It should be available any second. It's processing right now.
Amazing.
And then I'll tweet it on my Twitter, Opie Radio.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's get our Twitter plugs out there. Opie Radio, OPIE
yes.
Radio, one word. Then you got the Anthony Cumia.
Right.
We're openly admitting we all want more followers.
Yeah, where the hell are the followers?
And then we got, of course, Jim Norton on Twitter. So,
oh, boy.
Patty, you're not on the Twitter, are
Not
you?
Sam doesn't get any.
I got 1,333
Just gave it to me, baby. Not Sam and the he's.
I have more.
What, Patty?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm Brooksy, at Brooksy, BROKSI.
Processing.
Oh, I wish it was like this fucking.
Like fucking Brooks.
Yeah, Brooksy.
I hope you get sued.
That is my name.
Maybe I could kill the manager, sort of like a bonus.
I used to be called that in school.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
I didn't know where that came from.
Oh. Thought it was the note left at the fucking diner that your mom ditched you at.
Because one time I was
Isn't that terrible?
visiting Ron and Fez, and they talked about childhood names, so I was called Brooksy.
Abandon Z.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And
Just
I got
mean.
I got over 1,330 followers.
Whoa!
To me, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
It really is a lot.
Well, good for you, Patty. Enjoy your XMP3i.
I will.
And
for real, we're gonna try to get a free.
Yeah, we'll try to hook you up with the service.
We'll try to get you the
service.
How will I know?
How will you know? You turn it on and hear something.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't call us. We'll call you.
Yeah. You know how you know? You plug it in, right?
Yeah.
Then you get in the bathtub. And then you drop it in the... What?
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah, we'll figure it out, Patty. Don't worry.
And we're gonna see Metallica tomorrow night at the Apollo. So we should have some good stories by Monday.
Yeah. Roland is saying star-studded.
Star-studded?
Star-studded.
In what way?
A lot of celebs.
I know that, but like, who's? I
don't know. He's not saying who, but he's just saying star-studded. That'll take a while.
Process.
Yeah. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Oh, headphones coming off.
Good night,
I'm starting my goddamn weekend right now.
Thank you. Great seeing you guys again.
All
Well, I
right.
wish I could say the same.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys Monday.
Bye.
The Opie and Anthony Show continues. Sort of. After O&A Live with Sam Roberts is next. This is After Opie and Anthony Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Yeah. Welcome to After Opie and Anthony Live. 866-969-1969. Interns are cleaning up the studio. Had another color issue with an intern today. Asked for peanut butter bagel. Came back with a cream cheese bagel.
Yuri?
No, this one.
Oh, Jack.
The only thing that I can figure out is that these interns are not taught colors by the intern instructors. Eric, are you teaching the interns colors before they start?
He's the boss.
That's not in my job description to teach them colors.
Well, you need to realize that there's something going on with the American educational system, that kids are not learning colors and shapes, because he didn't realize that peanut butter is like an orangey brown color.
And raspberries and strawberries.
And cream cheese is white. If you remember yesterday, like Roland was saying, we had our intern in here who he thought he came in with raspberries, not by mistake, thinking that they were strawberries. This is a whole nother intern that didn't know the difference between cream cheese and peanut butter. I don't know if you want to delegate that to Sal. Sal, do you think you can be responsible for teaching the interns colors?
Well, I think in the interview process, Eric should probably, hold an eye exam.
Yeah.
An audiology exam. Just to, make sure everyone understands.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but there's obviously, Eric, you do have to admit there is a gap somewhere in the communication process. Will you give me that? Will you give me that?
No, I don't think so.
So what is it then?
I don't know.
Okay, because Eric, the first rule of improv is always say no and then stop.
Yep.
Immediately. No. You're pretty good with this stuff, E-Rock.
That's what I learned from Family Guy.
It is After Opie and Anthony Live, and it's going to be a great big show today because the winner of America's Got Talent is coming in here.
Oh, the dancer.
Kenichi Abina, yeah, he's a crazy Asian dancing dude who I guess in the auditions was dancing and made it look like he had no head. And then later on, looked like he went to heaven. He was dancing in front of a video screen, and he made the video, and he choreographed it. It's amazing. Go on YouTube and look up some of his dancing. Do not go on YouTube and look up Opie Radio's channel, because he just uploaded immediately the video that just happened in here, which was Stalker Patty twerking, and it was horrific. It was obscene. It was terrible. 510, you're on After Opie and Anthony Live.
What's up, Sam? This is a professional broadcaster.
How you doing, buddy?
No, you know what? I was just looking at the radio as I was listening to your professionalism.
Yeah.
And I noticed that the pad data doesn't have after Opie and Anthony. You're not getting your credit.
Yeah, it does.
Oh. Maybe it just hasn't updated on yours
I'll
yet.
load it again. Hold on.
All right. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, so he's coming in today. It's going to be an exciting show. And I'm going to find out from him if he'd eat a fake fake apple made from fillers and preservatives. I don't think he would. I wonder if he'd eat a meatball that was made that way. Like most people, you want to be able to pronounce every ingredient that goes into your food. If you cook at home, you use real, fresh ingredients. If you don't have time to cook from scratch, Mama Mancini's Meatballs is the answer for you. Mama Mancini's starts with 100% USDA graded domestic beef for their meatballs and all-natural ingredients, like genuine Pecorino Romano cheese, onion, parsley, breadcrumbs, eggs, and a little salt and pepper. Real ingredients, that's it. Mama Mancini's famous slow-cooked Italian sauce is made just as simply as their meatballs. They start with whole Italian plum tomatoes, crush them, and then add natural seasonings. Mama Mancini's adds their meatballs to the simmering, slow-cooked sauce for the perfect combination of flavors. Since 1921, Mama Mancini's has never veered from Grandma Mancini's original recipe. Real ingredients just taste better. Mama Mancini's slow-cooked Italian sauce and meatballs, now available at your local supermarket. And if Roland likes these meatballs, they got to be good.
Is today the last day Eric's sponsor?
Yep. You feeling okay about that, Eric?
It's sad.
It is, isn't it?
It was a nice ride.
I bet it was.
But next week we'll have sandwiches.
910, you're on the air.
Nice.
910.
Sam.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, I know who it was giving Anthony all the information yesterday.
Who?
Slow!
Slavo, was it you giving Anthony the information?
About a fight that I had, allegedly? No.
That's a great thing. You know, I went to Travis after the show. If you remember yesterday, we spent some time trying to figure out who is informing Anthony of the behind-the-scenes goings-on at SiriusXM. Because over the past, week or two...
I thought it was you.
He's known everything that's been going on in these hallways that's outside the show. And I told Eric it wasn't me, and Roland and Eric were both equally surprised.
Yeah.
Because they just assumed it must be me. Roland says it's not him. It's obviously not Eric, since a lot of the news is about Eric. Well...
I didn't tell him about
most of the news was about Roland.
I went to Travis and said, all right, yeah, I figured it was you. Don't even worry about it. Because he didn't come on the show. And he goes, what? And I go, I was telling Anthony about what's going on behind the scenes. And he goes, no, it wasn't me.
Wait, I have a theory, I think.
So I don't know who it was anymore.
Maybe it might be the old Gary or Rob. Like, hey, just so you know.
No, they weren't
not
around for that.
He doesn't stick around and talk to, he's not going into somebody's office and gossiping.
They don't care what we do anymore.
No.
We thought it was Denny yesterday, and then
too.
Denny came in and said it wasn't
He's
him.
probably still suspect number one.
He was waiting outside the door here.
718, that's suspicious. 718, you're on the air. Yeah, buddy.
Hey.
Hey.
Future of American broadcasting.
Thank you very much.
It is an honor for me to talk to you. This is my first time. I just want to let you know, I'm driving, and...
Well, thank you.
I know I shouldn't be, but I watched that Stalker Patty twerking video.
Yeah, while you're driving?
Yeah.
Look, you have to realize it's not just you I'm worried about the safety of. It's all the drivers on the road with you.
Okay, well, I stopped.
Good. What'd you think?
But that is the most disturbing thing I've ever fucking seen in my life.
It is so gross. Stalker Patty was in here just 10 minutes ago, and I guess we ran out of stuff to talk to her about, so it broke down that she needed to twerk. At first, she was trying to twerk with, her shirt on and her pants on and everything, and I'm like, Patty, if you're not showing some skin, it's not twerking. So she ended up taking her pants off, hiking her underwears up, and we put on some Juvenile. And, the shots that Opie got on this thing, he's up through her legs, he's close-ups of her face. It's disgusting. It's on his YouTube page already, which is incredible, the technology.
Opie's out of control.
Huh?
Opie's out of control.
Why you say that?
With all the shots he was getting.
Oh, yeah, I don't... he has done what almost no one has, traveled between the legs of Stalker Patty.
That's crazy. But, yeah, I've been to combat, and that's still the most disturbing thing I've seen in my life.
It's really bad. I'm looking now at from the behind, and it's awful. It's awful. Sal, you're pretty secure in your choice of men, correct? After seeing this video?
No, dude. Come
on.
Huh? No, it's not the case.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, thanks, buddy. What's your name?
Rick.
Rick, thank you, Rick. What do you think of this, Sal?
It's pretty awful, but she does have an ass at least.
It's interesting because there is an ass there. There is an ass to speak of, but the ass is slightly above average, I'll even say.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of girls who just will be flat, completely flat.
She has a slightly above average ass, but everything connected to that ass is so far below average that it really takes the mean down.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is bad. It looks like she's going into convulsions. 614.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell Samuel, the professional that he is, he needs to distance himself from this video as soon as possible. It is disgusting and disturbing. It will ruin his career.
Thank you, sir. And I want everybody to know I had nothing to do with the production of this video. I don't know anything about it. I happened to be in the room when it was being filmed, but that is it. That is all the responsibility that I will take for it. It's gross, man.
She can at least get it to shake a little bit, too, you know?
The ass, you mean?
Yeah.
I guess she can. But nobody's enjoying it. Stalker Patty has been doing the O&A show for, since before SiriusXM was even a thought to exist as a company. Before the technology existed for satellite radio, Stalker Patty was doing the Opie and Anthony show. Back in the days of WNEW, probably close to 15 years at this point. And, she came in today after all this, and I don't know, I see Opie is getting shots of her face. It really is filmed like a music video. But she's just done horrifying thing after horrifying thing, and it's one of those deals where you think at some point a woman, mentally challenged or not, and Stalker Patty is not diagnosed with any mental challenge, would say, all right, I can't do everything that's asked of me, but not Patty. Patty is there to do whatever you ask her to do. Scrambler in Chicago.
Hey, Sam. If you've ever met Stalker Patty, which when I've come to New York, I've been lucky enough to end up at the same place as her a couple of times, she is the quietest, keep to herself, just sit in the corner, doesn't bother anybody. And when she comes on the show, they get her so far out of what I would consider her natural zone of comfort.
Well, that's been one of the questions that we've had for a long time, is what exactly does Stalker Patty love so much about the Opie and Anthony show? Because she couldn't be more of a wholesome, don't pay attention to anybody's business, I want to be nice to everybody, I don't want to see anybody get hurt type of person. But she comes on here and there's something about the show that she loves. I don't think she gets the jokes. Because when she's in this room and we're all laughing amongst each other and we're all, getting our shit out there, Stalker Patty's not making a move. Like, she has no idea what we're talking about most of the time. But there's something where Colin Quinn calls in, and I'm telling you, her pants were off because she had just been practicing this twerk video. Colin Quinn calls in, and I look to my left, and Stalker Patty is involuntarily clenching and shivering her ass cheeks because she's so excited to talk to Colin. It was the strangest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Roland, you look disgusted.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, there's something.
Her ass at the end starts shaking like a lot.
Yeah, her ass towards the end, there's a really bad shot of it towards the end.
At the end of the video?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's one of those things where there was some little thing about the show that she liked when it first came on, and she's just glommed onto that, like she's attached herself. Stalker Patty is a woman who decides what she likes and doesn't like the minute she encounters it. Okay, so she listened to the Opie and Anthony show once. She goes, oh, people enjoy this show. I like it. And then from that day forward has not questioned that thought once. She doesn't stop and say, well, am I really enjoying this? Or what do I like about it? Or at the age of however old she is now. Eric, do you know how old she is?
60s probably.
I think she's 60, 61.
Yeah. Is she that old?
I think at this point.
She's right there at 60. And she's not thinking to herself, maybe at this
58.
age. 58. Okay, she's a 58-year-old woman, and she's not thinking, maybe I shouldn't be twerking today. Maybe today's not the day for it. No part of her.
Or maybe just go home, AARP, that shit.
Yeah. There's nothing. She should be a member of AARP at this point, I believe. And there's nothing wrong with that. You get discounts. It's a great thing, but you kind of got to give up the twerking. And she's a virgin. I don't know if you new listeners are aware of that. You probably could gather it. But yeah, she was on Maury Povich several years back. And I think back when she was on Maury Povich, she was like a 50 or a 51-year-old virgin. Well, now she is going to be a 60-year-old virgin. This is the time when you realize, like, this woman is going to die without having sex with somebody. And it's fucking crazy. But she's still coming in here and twerking with her pants off and her underwear shoved up her asshole.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while. I should give him a call.
Who?
Maury.
Yeah, see if he wants to do an update show. Or get her on the test with Kirk Fox.
Yeah.
I don't know what you could test. Test to see if her hymen is still intact. Mike in Connecticut.
Sam Roberts, professional broadcaster. Even people in hostage situations get assurances that their hostages are being taken care of well. Can we hear Troy Kwan's voice to make sure that he's still alive and well?
Number one, no, you absolutely cannot, because I want to keep my job.
Troy Kwan.
But number two, there might be a little cameo in this video that Opie just posted, the Stalker Patty twerking video.
Oh, very nice.
Keep your eyes open, because that's what we're exposing him to. We're not letting him say anything. We're not, even off the air. He's not allowed to speak to anyone in the building. He's being held in a small wooden box, and the only time we let him out is to watch people like Stalker Patty twerk.
And lunch.
So you want to jump on that? All right, here comes our guest.
Ooh.
The winner of America's Got Talent is here, Roland. Are you pumped?
I am.
Eric, did you watch this season?
I did.
Come on in. We're live. Kenichi, welcome.
Thank you.
Wherever you're comfortable. We're on the air, and you can sit wherever you like. After all, you're the winner of America's Got Talent. You're the one here with talent, not me. That's been established. Grab that microphone.
This one?
Yeah, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you very much.
So how is life as the winner of AGT?
Kind of feel overwhelming.
Overwhelming.
And exciting, of course.
Now, when you're performing for this show, when the show is happening and it's being filmed and everything, are you kind of in a bubble where you're not out in the real world? Like the American Idol kids end up, stuck in this bubble where they don't really know what's going on until after they're off the show. Were you kind of aware of how many people were catching on to your dance routines while the show was on, or did that kind of hit you in the past couple of days?
The America's Got Talent is huge.
Right.
Huge impact, influence all over the world.
America's Got Talent is huge internationally.
Yes.
So other countries are watching this like, why can't we be this talented? Damn it.
I don't know about that, but...
Well, I mean, otherwise they'd be watching their own country's Got Talent, right?
Oh, yeah, but... Yeah.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. So, but what I'm saying, did you know, were you getting this feedback, or was that kind of held off from you?
Actually, I was expecting at some, level, but it was way beyond my expectation.
And when did the reality hit you of how big this thing was?
Actually, after my first audition.
Oh, so early on.
Early on.
Yeah.
When I was in Chicago, and what it made so big difference was the YouTube. Actually, my audition from in Chicago hits over 10 million hits.
So you get now, but that's the show's YouTube hit, right? Like you can't put that on your own YouTube channel and get the hit, right?
No, not mine.
But you find out like
AGT, put it out.
This dance that I did just to try to get on the show already has 10 million hits. So right there, it's a life changer, because even if you don't even make it to the show, the fact that your audition has 10 million hits on YouTube, you just got an audience.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you know already your life is changing.
Right.
So you walked into the audition confident. You seem confident. I saw you at the audition, and the audition is where you did the dance where you had like that magic coat where your head could drop to the middle of your waist and then you could pick it back up, and you did these crazy things. You call it like a dance-ish routine, correct?
Yes.
Because it's not quite dance.
Right.
Because there's other elements in there with it.
Yeah, because in there, like it was 90 seconds, and I danced maybe less than 10 seconds. All the other stuff, it was not even dance.
That's why nobody can match you. That's why nobody can figure out what you're doing. Like dancers are sitting there being like, well, I just do what he does. And they're like, what? They don't teach this in any dancing classes.
Right.
Right.
Because I'm totally self-taught. And, what I wanted to show was not just dance. I mean, I'm bad at dancing, actually.
You're not good?
I'm not good.
So, like, if you go to a wedding, it's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like, if you hit the dance floor at a wedding, and they're just like, no tricks, no videos, no music, just you and this chick.
Yeah, but I love freestyling. The clubbing, freestyling.
Sure.
So no audience, just having fun.
Right.
And to any kind of music.
Yeah, but like when you go to a wedding and you start freestyling and you're doing your thing, do you end up getting like brides mad at you because you're kind of taking all the attention away? Because I would imagine even if you're not intending to get an audience...
No, they like it.
They do?
Yes.
It's like a show.
Yeah, but It's more like, informal, rough. So it doesn't need to be really super good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How many routines did you prepare for AGT? Because when you're doing America's Got Talent, the trick is that if you're getting voted through, you keep coming back and you have to do something new every week. But most people don't think they're going to win the whole show.
Right.
So how many? You didn't think so? How many routines from the audition did you have ready to go?
No. I was never ready to go.
You weren't.
But I threw some ideas in the concepts or story that, to the directors and producers, and then we talk about, we discuss, maybe this is good, this is not, not good. And
so they help you kind of figure out what works for television and stuff like that.
Basically.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this is a TV show.
Yeah.
And from the audition, basically the people were expecting, for me to kind of energy, high pace.
Yes.
The physical movements. But what I wanted to, show was not only the performer side of me, but also the director side of me, or like writer, or
the storyteller.
Right.
I saw the one routine where you created almost like a video game behind you on the video screen.
Right.
And of course you put yourself in all the characters.
Yes.
Because if you're going to do it, you might as well have every single role. Put your face. I would do the same thing. And then you synced up live dancing in front of the video screen. It was pretty incredible. But I would imagine that you can't do that like in 3 days.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's something you must have, like that's one of my go-to things.
Right. That, the hardest part was shooting, the pre-shooting.
For the video screen.
Yeah, for the video screen, against the green screen.
Right.
And make all the computer graphic, the behind. So that this time, this is something that I always wanted to do. But I didn't, have money. I mean, I couldn't afford to do all that.
Right.
So,
that's great.
I'm glad, the AGT helped me.
Yeah. So you had all these ideas of
Yes.
things you wanted to do, and finally
Right.
you have a television production budget that you can pull them off.
Yes.
How was it? I always wonder, to be a contestant on that show, and you've got all this attention coming your way, but the judges are these giant celebrities. You got Howie Mandel and Mel B and Howard Stern. Is it annoying to you as a performer that people pay as much attention as they do to the judges when you're like, the judges are just sitting there? I'm actually doing something on this stage.
What do you mean? I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
A lot of people will pay attention to the fact that these celebrities, that these judges are giant celebrities. So they'll go, oh, what did Howie say to Howard? What did Mel B say to whatever? And kind of lose the fact that there are these people on stage actually performing things. Did that ever...
I didn't feel that way,
You didn't?
No, because when I was performing, I think the people, were paying attention to me. But after the performance, of course, judges, of course they're gonna, give the all attention to the judges because they make comments.
Right.
And it was all good. And I didn't,
So once you're done performing, you don't really care what they're paying attention to anymore because you're finished.
Right.
Brush it off your shoulders.
Right.
I understand. Were you confident at the end? Because you won. Wednesday was the last show, correct? 2 days ago you won?
Yes.
Does it feel like 2 days ago, or does it feel like it was a long time ago?
It feels like 2 days ago.
It feels like 2 days ago. You look confident on stage. Like, it was funny watching, like, that closing moment.
Confident?
You looked like you had a tuxedo on.
Yeah,
You look totally confident.
That was the first time that I wore the tuxedo in my life.
Really?
In these 40 years.
You look like you were born in it. Because you look like James Bond. You know what I mean? You look like the Asian James Bond, just up there like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be in this tuxedo. Whereas the guy next to you, the comedian, was kind of nervous, and he was making faces, and he was in like this gray suit or whatever.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Right.
He was doing great.
He did a great job, but you look you look like I'm sitting here patiently waiting for these people to announce that I'm the winner of America's Got Talent. Like, you look like at no point were you wondering who was going to win this thing.
No, I was thinking, there's so many things going on in my brain at the time.
Yes.
Because when I was remain as a top two, that was a surprise already. I thought, from the judgment, my judgment,
Yes.
from the final performance,
Yes.
my performance was not that impressive, I thought.
You didn't think so?
no.
You probably hold
And,
yourself to a fairly high standard.
And America, agree that
they didn't like it.
They didn't like it.
Mhm.
I mean, and I wouldn't say they didn't like it.
Mhm.
It was good, but that was not great.
Right.
Compared with my past ones.
Well, that's when you give it, and that must be concerning yours too. Like, if you do your best stuff at the audition to get on stage, you can't do worse. You know what I mean? You got to just keep getting better.
Yeah, but what I was, that was, I put the best stuff in audition, and I go worse and worse and worse. Right?
Yeah.
So,
because you were like, okay, well, I'll just take the second best then. And you're like, oh, Jesus, I made it through. I'll do the third best because,
yeah,
you're just like every week is just survival.
Basically.
Yes.
But from maybe semifinal, to be honest, I didn't really care about winning or,
What?
The winning the whole thing.
Why?
Because I was more okay to win. If I wanted to win, I would have done different things, more more performance side, more like intense thing. But I wanted to showcase my different aspect of me, and so that my goal is doing a one-man show,
right? Which is what you're going to be doing now, correct? Like,
yes.
Which is great,
right? And I have materials, but to keep the high pace and energetic, dance moves,
right,
for 1.5 hour, impossible,
right?
So
that's what I was thinking.
I wanted to show, the different aspects of me, like a video game one, like
Yes.
like and final performance.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do much. I mean, actually, that even I thought it didn't need me on a stage.
Right.
I wanted to make something.
But they make you
that I
show
can-
up. It's
that
like
I can
attendance.
take rests.
Yeah.
And I don't do much so that I don't get tired, but still kind of entertaining people.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I
that's the
needed
trick. It's the same thing as radio. You do work, but if you can pre-tape as much as humanly possible and just
Right,
throw
right,
it on, you
yes.
can go, at least you can go home and still be performing. It's great.
Yes. So, for me,
yes,
I was really glad to do the different stuff because the beginning, the AGT wanted me to do like all the energy person,
But you were like, and it seems to me like your strategy was not as much to win as it was, let me use this TV time to be a commercial for everything I'm capable of.
Right.
Now, when they say you win a $1 million contract, a $1 million deal, how soon are you going to see the $1 million? Like, are they writing you a check for $1 million? Are you a millionaire now?
No.
No, you're not.
Apparently, no.
No.
Look at me, no.
I don't know. Your jacket's pretty sparkly.
Yeah, but this is like maybe $10.
Okay, $10.
$5.
All right, so you're that's still $15, maybe $30 wardrobe. So you're not seeing the money yet.
No.
How does that happen?
I don't know. I have to ask them.
Yeah, you should probably clear that soon because otherwise they're going to see you coming a mile away. And how soon do you even know? Like, what's the goal for getting to Vegas? Like, how soon are you going to have a show in Vegas?
Oh, that I don't know yet.
Yeah.
But we're gonna. The first step was, is we, me and all other performers from the show.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go on tour, and we stop in all different cities.
Now, is the tour? Do you think it's humiliating for the people who didn't win because they'll all open up and do this and do that, and then they'll say, and now the moment you've been waiting for. Here's the winner and the most talented person here, and everybody else is like, well, what did I show up for then?
No, I mean,
wouldn't that be a bummer to you if you were like, what do you mean I have to go on in the middle?
No.
You don't think so? No. You wouldn't want to headline? You are headlining.
I don't know. What do you mean headlining?
Like, you're the headlining meaning you're the top of the bill. Like, people come to see you, and then it's nice that the other contestants are there. Like, do you think that bums them out?
No, I don't think so.
How come?
Because, it's very interesting that inside a house, we're all good friends.
Really?
Yeah. And
see, I would be
all the medias and surroundings all talk about the competition, who's gonna win, who's gonna lose, and who's bad, who's but we.
Do you know why that is? It's because all of us in the media, we're all horrible people. And, like, we're all competitive with each other. And, like, all I'm thinking, like, see, you're at Sirius XM. This is not the only show you're doing. You're going from show to show. And, like, we're not going back to those offices and being like, oh, everybody have a good show today. I hope that every show on the platform gets canceled except for mine, and that way I could be the best. But maybe that's just media. Maybe that's not the way that true, talented people like yourself operate. Because you're a little more confident than that. You're like, you know what? Maybe I'll just be good at what I do, and you can also be good. That's your mind frame? Yeah, me not so much. It's probably a fault, though. You know, it's not a good thing.
Well, surprisingly, actually, like since like top 24 or something, everybody, all the contestants were so good, so nice, and we really good friends, and we kind of support each other. We respect each other. It's
I'd be like,
I'm not trying to be just nice.
Of course,
the truth. You know? So, like inside, the holding room, very peaceful. But all the medias and people are talking about, the competition.
Yeah.
But
see,
so
I'd be sitting there in the house.
It's the nature of the.
I'd be waiting for you to go to the bathroom, right? And you'd shut the door. And then I'd just sprinkle marbles right outside the door. And hopefully you'd slip and fall and hurt your leg, and then you can't perform your dance, and then maybe I'll win instead of you. But that's me.
Well,
I probably wouldn't last in the house very long, to tell you the truth, because my only talent is trying to sabotage other people, and that's not a real talent. You know?
No, that's a talent too.
You think so?
Yeah.
But they wouldn't put, Howie Mandel's not voting me through because I can sabotage people.
No, but then he should realize that's the talent.
Right. Like I'm doing something here. I just put all those marbles outside his door. Do you pay attention to what other people are doing in the dance world and what people are talking about? Like, was this Miley Cyrus twerking thing? Was that something that hit you?
I don't know about that.
Miley Cyrus was at the VMAs twerking. Do you know what twerking is?
No.
That's something you may want to incorporate into your routine because that's what all the kids are doing now. It's basically like twerking. Yeah, it's like butt shaking.
Oh.
Can I show you something? And if you don't like it, we'll turn it off immediately. Okay?
Okay.
This is something that happened in this studio earlier today. Roland, put it on the computer screen for him. This is our friend Stalker Patty. This is twerking. And you tell me if there is any artistic merit to this dance. Because you're a guy whose opinion I respect. See, there she is with her side ponytail. And this is the type of music that you would play. It's juvenile. That's not a descriptive. That's the name of the artist. You ever seen anything like that before?
Is this?
It's a dance. You know, it's like a club dance.
But you mean the
twerking, booty dancing? Sure.
Booty shake.
Yeah. I mean, she's not the best at it. No,
okay,
but
so she's not the best at it.
No. This is not like a prize winner. Okay, this is pretty
I don't
obvious.
know, maybe like because you showed me this one, maybe she's the champion or something.
No. She's still learning. You know, she's.
Oh, okay.
Why did you look at her like?
Supposedly, like it goes like. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, what do you think of her as a dancer?
She seems to have fun,
and that's important, isn't it?
Yes, and she's not competing anyone. She's just having fun.
I don't think anybody's giving her $1 million, though. Do you?
No.
Maybe just to leave the room. Maybe I'll give you $1 million to leave.
Maybe she can have a spot for the kind of boo, like a kind of funny.
Right. Yeah.
Like a lot of people,
they like to go throw tomatoes and
yeah.
Would you let her open for you at the one man? And that way, people's expectations are so low that you can come on stage and just blow their minds.
Yeah.
You would maybe. I don't know. It's very disturbing. Her name's Stalker Patty. She's 58 years old.
Wow.
So that's something. Let me ask you. Is your family, because you're a married guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have any kids?
One kid.
You have one kid. Is your wife, before you go on America's Got Talent, is she worried? Because what you do is, and I mean, you're an amazingly talented guy, and you deserve to win. Last season, I was watching America's Got Talent, and when they gave, I don't know if you saw it last season, but a dog act won the whole thing. Like dogs that run through hoops and everything. Mm-hmm. And I was outraged. I couldn't believe I had given my time to that show to watch a dog act win. When you won this Because who's going to go see a dog act? Like, I don't even watch. It's like you watch.
America is so obsessed, to the dogs.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah, but if you were out in Vegas, right, and you're trying to sell tickets to your show, and everybody's like, Kenichi, I would go see you tonight, but I got tickets to the dog show. Wouldn't you be like, you gotta be kidding me? A dog show is what you're going to see.
You know what? They're amazed. I mean,
you're amazed by them. Well, I'm going to tell you something. You had a lot more talent than those dogs did. 100% more. Because those dogs, there's no way.
Different.
Yeah, but those dogs couldn't have choreographed anything in front of a video screen. They couldn't do it with wings on. They couldn't do any of the stuff that you did.
Yeah, but they flip. I cannot flip.
You can't do. I'll bet you could do a flip. Be honest with me.
I used to.
You can't
stop doing it because I broke my, my foot and.
You broke your foot while flipping? How'd you do it?
I was on a tour. It was a tour of the, variety act show.
And was this you solo or with a group?
Solo, but like at the end, as a finale, everybody comes on the stage and doing like, dancing. Then when I did a flip, I saw somebody behind, and I was about to kick. I was like, shoot. And then I twist my body and I landed awkwardly.
Were you pissed at the guy who made you move? Like, why don't you learn your spot, dude? I just broke my leg.
No.
Oh, man, I would have been. You're a good man. You're a good man. Was there anybody who said to you, this is not the career path for you? Like, is there anybody, now that you're the winner, is there anybody that you're saying, ha, look at me, I told you I'd be able to accomplish this? Were there people in your life that were telling you, nah, it's not going to work for you? As you were coming up.
I'm sorry,
as you were coming up and doing this and saying, this is what I'm going to do for my career, were there ever people that told you that's not going to work out, you need a real job?
Oh, no.
That's awesome. Did people just recognize that you were like, wow, I can't do that, I guess it'll work for him? Because, like, in my mind, there's only two avenues to take what you do. And you're either going to Vegas and getting a one-man show, or you're on the street outside Universal Studios doing the robot and trying to get tourists to give you money. Like, there's not too many different places to go with it. So it's a very risky scenario, especially for a man that has a family.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty confident for just make living. I mean, it's not only the two jobs, either one man show in Vegas or
that's the only place I see you guys.
There's so many different jobs.
Like where's the average job?
Average
for somebody who does like dance-ish routines like you do. Like where's the guy who's like, well, he's not famous, but he's making a living. Where does he go?
Like corporate events.
Oh, I see.
Like festivals.
Yeah.
Like shopping malls or like.
Did you have to do that for a while?
I'm still doing it.
Yeah, but you're not going to do it now. You're like a Millionaire America's Got Talent winner. You're a famous celebrity now. You got YouTube clips. You got like hundreds of millions of hits in YouTube.
Okay, believe me, like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Everybody forget.
It's done.
Yeah.
That's smart. That's probably why you're not like a kid. You've been through this for a while, so you're aware. Like, I refer to the winner of last year's America's Got Talent as the dog show people. You're aware that, like, this burst of fame that's happening right now is not a forever thing.
Of course.
And you're ready.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. But they promised you a Vegas show, so even if the fame...
No, they didn't promise, but...
I thought they'd give you definitely a Vegas show. Is he getting a Vegas show or what? He's going on tour. Oh, that's all. That's all we know for sure.
So
right now...
we stopped in Vegas.
Oh my gosh! So they really make you work for it. Now you got to work your ass off on the tour.
It's good.
You love it.
Yes.
How much time do you get on the tour? Do you know yet?
How much time?
Yeah, like you specifically, as an act. Like like on America's Got Talent, you would get 2.5 minutes.
Probably everybody gets like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Well, you should remind them that you won. So if everybody's getting 15, why don't you give you 25 or something like that? You know what I mean? Like remind people who they came to see.
Well, even though I won whole thing,
you bet you
like
did.
Everybody feels, the favorite is different. It's a preference, like you love sushi, or hamburger,
right, or chicken nuggets for me.
Or chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't. Nobody ever broke their foot telling a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Well, everybody. Okay, let's say everybody loves Taylor.
Mm-hmm. He's great, by the way. He's hilarious.
Yes. And everybody loves, like all the, the Forte and all the singers. I mean, top 12.
Yeah.
Especially, I think we had a very good, contestants, this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like basically split. So some people, a lot of people don't like me.
What? You're the most likable guy I've ever met in my life.
No, I mean, as a performer, like,
Well, they're nuts.
Okay, he's dumb.
They're nuts. They're crazy.
No. But
yesterday on Reddit, Kevin Pollak said that I had a terrible voice. I don't put any faith in Kevin Pollak's opinion anymore. You know what I mean? Let the haters hate, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, where can people get information on the tour? Most importantly.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's a website, the AGT Tour.
AGT Live Tour.
AGTLiveTour.com.
Well, look, AGTLiveTour.com. Look it up and make sure you put Kenichi Abina into YouTube. If you haven't seen this guy, I mean, it's like, you can't even call, you're right not to say dance. You're smart to say it's something else because it's amazing. Definitely check him out and check out the tour and everything. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
On the big win, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Ron and Fez are coming up next, and we will see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
The Opie and Anthony Show is now over. For real this time. Check out the O&A Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Ron and Fez are next.
Hey.